I think 2025 is going to have a lot of lawsuits in it.
Hey, man, we got to watch out, man. Flakko getting money. He's starting to say crazy things. Man. I'm going to take you to court.
Nothing that Charlamagne does is marketed well.
Why is Tony Yayo on his channel right now?
Was he hard? Walking around? Sleep?
Pause.
This is the origin.
Okay.
This is why Fat Joe feels a way towards Lord Jamar.
The intros have gotten extravagant.
What was the damning piece of evidence that bitch, he's gay?
I don't...
You took off your headphones for that one.
Well, yeah. Y'all niggas get everything y'all want for Christmas?
That Mac, what did you get for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Does beef jerky have chips?
Because in terms of racism, we're spoiled.
When I had that Cadillac, I was kind of driving like a maniac. I ain't gonna lie.
Unfamiliar. I don't feel you.
We need something realer.
Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9".
That's
5'9".
crazy. Yeah.
And when you said Zaha the Prince, like that wasn't it, but that's so close. I thought you were trying to learn the yarmulke.
The yarmulke. That's a fucking hat, man.
How to put the hat on?
Oh, not the yarmulke, the harmonica.
The waboody, baboody, waboody.
Why you not up here, Pookie?
Yeah.
Hey, big head.
Yeah.
Well, the Adam and Wack show seems cooked. That was a dark time for Akademiks, boy.
It was a dark time for everybody. That one clip where Dame was walking in a room and like he hit a glass wall that he didn't see there.
What?
I don't remember that.
Just be happy you're both getting some, I guess.
Yeah.
Pause.
Man. We should have went to images when we typed in LEWD to see what popped up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's not too late.
It's not gonna be good.
Mama say, mama sa, mama makusa, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast, and I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
Jen Nobles.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
And back in the building.
That's me.
Yes, everybody's here. Everybody's safe. Yes. Thank you for clicking on the video.
Yes.
Make sure you do what y'all do best. As far as hashtag office hours, partner at the end of the show, we get to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Discuss some things. Patreon. Just recorded an amazing Patreon, and if I don't say so myself,
Thought it was pretty good, man.
I thought it was pretty good.
You don't say much though, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're not good, man.
You're not a good barometer.
There's more than one perk to getting on that Patreon too. You can get that Discord.
Exactly.
That Discord is in
You
there.
get, you know what I'm saying? You get some action on that Discord. You get what I'm saying?
You know, I be up in the Discord. I be texting niggas at work.
You do. You be in there.
I be up in there.
Yeah.
I'm with the commoners.
Yo, because there was
Lord, where you be at?
The commoners.
Because there was definitely a moment when like there was full conversation. I'm like, I keep seeing the notification, but I'm like, shit, I can't get to it right now.
Yeah.
And I thought it was niggas just talking back and forth with each other, but it was Groove in there going,
Yeah.
talking to everybody. I was like, all right, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
One of
But
us
it was
is
great
in there.
conversation.
Yeah, it was pretty good
Immaculate
conversation. Shout out my boy A Brown. Shout out
Yeah,
to you know what I mean?
Oh, Abraham.
Yeah, you know A Brown.
And we still getting it set up too. There's a lot of there's so much to Discord. Like
Yeah.
Nuso's helping a lot with that, so we'll get it perfect at around the top of the year. But you know, follow up on in there.
Yeah.
You know, rules are being established.
Culture.
Profiles are being linked. It's like I didn't realize how much this was. And it's funny because he had DM'd me. Nuso DM'd me a year ago on Twitter. It was like, yo, you want me to go ahead and help you get started working up, like setting everything up pretty much for the Patreon?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, not really. Like, I feel like we could just do that shit.
Who is this guy? You know what I mean?
Hell no, nigga.
This random
Nuso wanted
Romanian.
some money.
Bro, that shit was, I was like, bro, I was on the little, like the audio call with him, like going through this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, nigga, there's so
Yeah.
much, there's so many levels of this shit.
Yeah.
Permissions, rules, like, it's so much, bro.
You can make restrictions and shit.
Yeah.
It's definitely grown on me because when we first did it, I was like, man, this is like perverted Reddit for real.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I wasn't really messing with it.
Yeah, but it is what you make it, and you know it's not a lot of freaky stuff going on in our chat. So you know, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon so you can get access to the
Discord.
The Discord for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like we should start. Vlad made a tweet, and it was just like, this is something real easy to start with. So Vlad put a tweet out, and he pretty much was asking the question: who interrupts the most in podcasting? And let's settle it. Which interviewer interrupts their guest the most?
I ironically
So we'll
think
pull it up.
it is Vlad TV.
Yeah.
I nominate Vladimir for most annoying interview.
Nori was winning in the comments for sure.
Fuck, I forgot. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a classic. That's
And
like a Heinz Ward.
That is a classic one. It's almost too easy to say.
Nori's interruption is good though. You feel me? When
Not all
everybody's
the time.
drunk, it just makes sense.
Nope. That's
What-
subjective.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It is
He has
subjective.
a-
Because it could
he has a
fall on
better-
some ears a
Yeah.
little harsher than
Yeah.
most.
And at least he has a better excuse because he's drunk.
Exactly.
That's what's saving him the most.
It's what's saving him, but it's also what makes it jarring because it's like that's a choice. It's not even like it's your personality. You're just getting drunk. You can get a little less drunk.
It might be Nori's
You can drink
personality.
towards the end.
No, you can't.
I feel like he forgets he's doing an interview.
In his mind, when that camera's rolling, his drink tent, I'm getting hammered today. Like that's just what it is.
There's no such thing as kidneys.
No,
liver.
we're going for it, nigga.
Alcohol poisoning.
But flagrant. I was about to say flagrant. Schultz is
He's
up
in there.
there.
He's got to be in there.
But it also depends on how excited. It also depends on what level he respects the guest.
Yeah.
Because when the nigga who's Tyrion Lannister, when he was there, no interruptions.
Utmost respect.
Utmost respect.
The little guy, right?
Yeah.
Exactly,
I can't remember what his name is.
With Peter
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Yep. Same with Trump.
I take pride in memorizing his name.
Yeah.
Niggas be like, who's that little MILF nigga? Elf nigga.
What?
Peter Dinklage.
How many people have Schultz done that to? Like,
Oh
have
man,
just
those guys from Backfield. I think it's mainly Heineken.
no.
Heineken's cutoff game is strong.
Yeah, it's pretty
Heineken's
strong.
cutoff game is strong.
Pretty incredible, actually.
It is. He's also got that New York thing where he's just gonna keep getting louder.
Who has the strongest cutoff game here?
Second is killing.
Here,
Yeah.
probably me.
These microphones.
varies on the day, but on
nominate
average,
myself
probably
as tribute.
AJ.
On average, probably AJ. Yeah, you're the
On
loudest
average, probably AJ.
I nominate myself as tribute.
one. At least it's self-awareness, though.
I know.
Must be.
You get some kind of credit for that. Four-dimensional thinking. You just got to take it a little bit further.
Vlad is up there though I was just also watching
It said Bill Maher.
his shit with Tony Yayo, which we'll talk about next, and they have a different. Tony Yayo be interrupting like a motherfucker,
When it
but
comes
he's
to
also
Vlad,
the guest all the time.
when it comes to Vlad,
Yeah,
yeah, him
but
and
he's
Vlad
also
just,
they just argue all the time.
they need to start a podcast.
Yeah,
No,
Also-
Vlad
I mean
is
they have one kind of.
Vlad is confused. He doesn't want to interview him.
Also nominate Piers Morgan.
Piers
Yo,
Morgan.
Pierce Morgan.
Actually,
Yo,
yeah, that's pretty.
that
funny.
motherfucker
Yeah.
cuts
Gets
off people
off.
crazy.
Yeah,
dog.
it's
Yeah,
insane.
bruh.
It's insane.
It doesn't also help that a lot of the times he does it in person pretty strong as well too.
Yeah.
But a lot of those interviews are like, Skype type
Zoom,
shit. You
yeah.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
just cutting somebody off is dumb easy because
Yeah.
in that environment.
there's a delay. We're debating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything is heightened at that point. Plus the delay, that's not gonna help no matter how good your
in front of the
Wi-Fi is.
person.
Wack 100 as an honorable mention.
I like that. Yes. Wack 100's up there.
Wack 100 don't really be. He doesn't really interrupt like that.
Oh, no, you
Yeah,
got to
he
watch
does.
the Adam Wack show.
Yeah, you got to watch the Adam White show.
That's the only time Adam is not a white man.
Oh man,
Ladies on the view.
Knowing your
like
top
Mexican.
3 in this category, Vlad is top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
The ladies on the View.
Can we rank them the same though?
All of the ladies on the view,
Whoopi.
they just get nothing done.
and the three other white bitches.
She just cut off her cutoff.
It's just a free for all. Like everybody's
Yeah.
at an even level. Fuck what this bitch got to say. You know what I'm saying?
He just don't like the view. He said, them bitches
There's
need to
got to
cut
be
each
some
other off.
rankings within there, bruh. It's like 4 or 5 people up there on average. Damn, Nori really is.
Somebody
Nori's
said
in there,
you.
yeah.
Nori's dominating this shit.
Howard Stern?
I don't watch enough Stern to even to confirm
Yeah.
or say that's not real.
Tamara
Yeah,
Hall.
I don't watch it. Wait, who'd you say?
No, they said Tamara Hall up here too. I don't know about her
Tamara Hall.
That name sounds familiar, but I don't know who
Sounds
that is off
familiar.
the top of my head. You.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
He definitely cuts people off in regular
And,
conversation.
like just the cashiers.
Bootleg Kev.
shit. I don't think
Is
that's
he-
real. He don't really.
Bootleg Kev doesn't cut people
Yeah,
off.
it doesn't feel like that bad. He probably has an average amount, like a natural human amount, but it's not. But like yours is supposed to be lower as a podcast
Yeah.
or as an interviewer. Like you're supposed to have the lowest level of cut you off.
You should.
Yeah.
And
Ideally.
it's
Because
definitely
even
Vlad.
even a standard level of like human interaction isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
I
as
think
an interviewer.
it's Vlad by default because his face not even being shown.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Nori is really strong on that shit, though.
is.
He really is strong on that
He's
shit.
dominating. He's
And it's
dominating.
belligerent. Like you can't reason with him. But
Yeah.
the cutoff has a negative connotation, but there some level of like, I would rather Kobe be selfish in the last 10 seconds than for him to be a great teammate.
It depends. Like the last 10 seconds of every quarter.
Oh, that's a
where
good
the
question.
game is on the
I see
line.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but Vlad be,
I'm not saying Vlad, but just the art of the cutoff. It's running an ISO. It's just like
sometimes I have to do. I know I have
but
to
you're
do
also
this.
supposed you're supposed to trust the people you playing with.
But when you're interviewing, you can't trust.
Not if his
niggas.
name is Robert.
You
Ory.
can't trust the interview nigga. You know that better than like we didn't interview dozens of rappers, sing whatever. Not every conversation is created equal.
It depends.
Not all these
though.
rappers got enough charisma.
But the people that Vlad tends to interrupt have the charisma, which is why he probably interrupts. Because it's like they probably don't even feel like disrespected or slighted, because they do it too.
I think
He's talking about just in general, though, right? Like anybody, not Vlad in particular, right?
Just in general, with
as an interviewer,
with
cutting off, it's just like
interviewer, podcaster, broadcaster, just anything in the media space, just the art of that. Because it's like I feel like in certain circumstances, it might be necessary. I'm trying to think of a real good example.
Maybe Adam when he told Boom Gang.
Like if Joe Budden starts to cut somebody off, it's for two reasons. It's either gonna serve him or it's just for the sake of entertainment.
For the performance.
You know what I mean? It happens on his pod a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it's just in a way to where it's like, and it's almost not a cut off with certain podcasts because they kind of just understand who's the star player here.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say, I
so
feel like
once
there's
they
an
start to
open-
go off, it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, well, I also feel like there's like a
He got the ball.
It's a pretty open hierarchy on that show as well, too.
Exactly.
So
like
you know
when
what I'm
Joe
saying?
Budden
Open
speaks,
hierarchy.
he's probably running a play.
All of us need to fall silent.
Yeah.
But speaking of this, the complete opposite end of the spectrum, it just made me think, and I didn't get to finish watching the episode. If you go to the notes, the podcast is called, so this is the complete opposite end of the schedule. Somebody who doesn't interrupt their guests and just lets them go. It's whatever.
Mr. Organic.
Keep going. Mr. Organic is good.
Oprah. I know.
What about
Shit, Oprah might be
the
another
what-
category.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Cutting their guests off.
We're all insane. Okay, so this podcast, I just found this podcast randomly. Go to the very beginnings so we can watch it from the jump. Okay, no intro to the podcast. We're jumping mid in the conversation. Okay, like
LOY style.
this is the host. The host is on the right. The interviewee's over here on the left.
Okay.
We don't hear the host talk for like 6 minutes.
Word.
Because we just jumped right into the
It's
conversation.
like soft white underbelly.
Well,
Low key, yeah.
Her subject is addicted to meth. So this is like
Okay,
soft
so
white
yeah,
underbelly.
let's look at the other before we watch the beginning of how this is. We're all insane. It's a great name as well. I mean, just for what it is, but go to the page. It's always like some wild shit. I think this one, my mom's affair with my 18-year-old boyfriend. 15 years of porn addiction. I said addiction. These are all, but they all start with this. We're going straight to the.
Yeah.
We're hot, nigga.
What
You know
is the
what I'm
worst thing about you?
saying? Yeah, bro.
That's the title of this video.
Yeah, but so this also might be on. So I might start watching this out of the same reason, like I'll watch Software Underbelly. Like I might like really enjoy a lot of episodes back to back, and then I'm like, okay,
Have you already watched
use
one
it for
episode though?
motivation?
Yeah.
Have you already watched one episode though?
No, I haven't. I only got to like fucking 5% of this.
Do they seem like real people?
But I started
with
watching a lot of
real-
clips though. Oh yeah, these are all real life
Okay,
stories.
okay,
Yeah, for
okay.
sure. Which is why I will watch it. But go back up to the I'm addicted to meth one. Listen to how this shit starts, nigga.
I wasn't really.
Her DMs must look crazy.
She now.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am a recovered meth addict. I am also a sexual/domestic abuse survivor. So my story starts pretty early on. Both of my parents were heavily addicted to drugs whenever I was born, and like hard drugs, like crack cocaine, methamphetamine. My mom's drug of choice were opiates. She loved Lord
get right to
tabs,
it, nigga.
Oxycontin, just pretty much anything that they could get their hands on, they were going to do it. And they had been strung out for a while. So I have an older sister. She's 2 years older than I am. And they were also addicted to drugs whenever she was born. So basically, she was sent to go live with my mom's mom, so my grandma on my mom's side. And whenever I was born, they weren't able to take care of me. So I was sent to go live with my mom's dad, so my granddaddy. I was also born in Perry, Georgia, which is like kind of the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of agriculture. Farming's really big there. It's kind of like the epitome of every country song you've ever heard. Like that's where my family's from. Very, very conservative, super conservative. So whenever my mom and dad got addicted to drugs, like my family completely shunned them out. They were like, absolutely not.
Right. So when you guys,
That was
not to,
insane.
And then there was a point within these like first 5 minutes where she was pretty much saying the drug use was so heavy. It had to be in the next like 45 seconds. Like the drug use is so heavy. She was like, you know, sometimes I think my sister has some like ramifications, you know, because my mom was doing crack while she was in the
She's a crack baby.
while she was in her womb, and you know, some things just come kind of slower. I think I got really lucky. I was like, yo, this is.
Sometimes I
what
think
the fuck?
That's a nice way of saying her sister is augmented.
A little off, yeah.
But this was,
nigga, I was like, God damn, this shit is kind of deep.
Nah, they
I
got
can't tell if she's a good interviewer or if the subject is just amazing. It feels like
I mean,
feels like she just asked her, "What's your name?" and then she just ran off with it for 5
But
minutes.
in
Yeah.
terms of not interrupting your guest, this is okay.
She seems interested, nigga. For
Yeah,
real, for real.
she locked in. Yeah,
Yeah, I could tell her life is fucked up.
She's got that Megan Fox Transformer style.
Dog was addicted to cat food. Bunch of goofy shit.
Oh, I was talking about the interview.
Yeah, that's you've been looking at her like that the whole time.
Boo.
I heard it in your voice.
You were looking at me look at her?
No, I heard it in your
Who's
voice.
weirder?
Heard it in your voice.
Who's creepier?
Okay.
You gonna watch me
I don't
watch
think that's
her,
what he
nigga?
said.
Huh?
That's not what it said.
Yeah,
That's what it
he said.
sounded like. It sounded like he been
That's what
watching
you
me
heard.
watch her the whole time.
I think that's what you
That's
heard.
the
Right,
flip you're
F-Mac?
trying to use.
I think that's
It
what you
sounded
heard.
like you been peeping me as I've been peeping Tom and her.
I think
Did you
I
just
think you're
objectify
paranoid.
her? I didn't hear it.
I think he's
It was
objectifying
slick.
my objectification.
Oh, that's weird, Lauren.
Yeah, that's strange,
I don't think that's
right?
what it was. I don't think that's what it was.
Nah,
I
that's
think-
weird.
And what has she gone through? Because, you know, it's
That's a good
cool to
question.
like interview all these people that's
She had
been through
that-
something.
she-
But
she-
like even with
something.
Mark has had crazy life.
Yeah,
for all
yeah,
intents and
yeah,
purposes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not drugs, but
Most people
she had to have
who attract these type of guests or have guests like this, they feel it. You know,
a stripper at 14. She's probably had a rough upbringing too.
She either went through everything or nothing at all.
Nigga, she probably got. I mean, hopefully, it's not, you know, as bad as the girl on the left, like sexual abuse, like sexual survival. That's crazy.
Even if it's not her story, her friends' stories are probably crazy enough to
Yeah.
where she built up that tolerance.
Yeah.
Shit deep, man.
And
All
more
right, well,
blessings
yeah.
to her.
Shout out Meth.
That's it. That's it.
And
All
the
right.
Adams family.
Staying with Vlad, it looks like Vlad might have upped the price on the Tony Yayo because
That sounds like code.
he
Glad that
it,
price on the Tony.
feel like he upped the price because the last time Tony Yayo was there, he had brought some of his young niggas around from a program in New York that him and 50 started, showing them, you know, the new way,
better life.
But that was when he also announced to Vlad, "Hey, look, man, Fifth said he don't want me up here no more. This is gonna be our last interview." So we hadn't seen him in like
Yeah.
2-3 months,
Allegedly,
and then
50 was serious.
And then 50 even like went somewhere. I can't remember where 50 was interviewing at. He's like, yeah, you know, I told him to stop going there, you know, because sometimes he just says shit. I'm like, come on, man. Like, why is this guy my friend still? You know how 50 talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, and that was another thing. He was 50. He said, look, 50 gave me $5 million to stop fucking with you. I was like, yo, that was crazy. But long story short, he's back. So he either upped the price.
I wish
know.
I could throw $5 million at my minor inconveniences.
Yeah, bro.
like,
Yeah, it
just
was
get
something
him.
crazy
It's
like that.
endless.
But yeah, when I saw he was back, I was like, why is Tony Yayo on his channel right now? Because we saw your last interview.
Yeah.
And you talking about some current shit. Andrew Schultz joking to Kendrick, you know.
And he's also not promoting anything from what it seems to be like, obviously.
I tried
Except for his personal brand. And real quick,
Yeah.
is it weird that he doesn't get the same level of like pushback that Donnell Rawlings gets?
What you mean?
Because you know Donnell Rawlings
The famous friend thing.
is Dave Chappelle's Tony Yayo.
Right.
But Donnell Rawlings kind of gets shamed for that.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay.
To a certain
to
extent,
a
it's
certain
like they
extent.
make fun of him for it.
Well,
Tony Yayo doesn't get that same distaste.
comedy is a lonely game. It's a single man sport. Rap is
and gangster too.
Yeah,
Like, you know
like,
what I'm saying? Like
You
it's,
can't be gangster by yourself.
yeah,
Yeah,
nigga, no.
it's different. And
You're
it's
in a
like
group of niggas.
and they're also representing like niggas staying solid. Like this is it's you know
it's bigger than Tony Yayo
for sure.
Like
it's,
G
the whole,
unit
it's the
is
whole
G
thing.
unit.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Like these niggas going back to 12 years old. You know, Fifth was out there selling. He was getting more money than the adults, nigga.
Yeah.
and we was just shooting niggas because we had to. We was too young.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know, we was too young. I couldn't be boxing with these niggas.
Just wanted some cheeses.
Yeah, bro. But
Stealing cars, having
this was
fun.
part 6. So then when I saw that, I was like, oh, what the fuck? I tried to find part 1.
Yeah.
I did find part 1. It definitely skipped over the whole And I don't have the Vlad Premium either, to where you can see the full episode.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on the free version like everybody else. I'm getting the nickel and dimes of it. You know,
I don't know anybody that does.
I had it for a month.
Well,
And then I
I knew a
realized,
nigga that did.
and then I realized, and the only reason I did it is because LeVar Ball had an interview.
That LeVar Ball is
Need that? I'm doing it for a month.
LeVar Ball
I
make
need
you
that.
do it.
I'm not waiting for the
Black
parts.
All-Star.
Yeah, I'm the Black All Star, bro.
Did he come through? Did his
Came through.
Came through?
For sure, 100%,
Okay.
100% worth it. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah,
But so I went back to part 1 to try to find, you know, hey, Tony Yayo, Vlad TV, we're back again. They did not drop that shit. Part 1 starts with like a question. So so I have to wait for that now for them to drop the full thing, and I'll be curious to know if they take it out too.
if they
He still
even-
has time to
yeah.
If
think
they
about
even
it.
have it. Because Yayo's not about to get up there and lie if he says, look, man, Vlad's paying me $500,000 ever to sit down now. I have to come.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lie about it. I mean, that's a lot of money, but I'm
Man,
just saying.
I
You
was
know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say.
No, I was just throwing a random
living
figure.
life
But
wrong,
you know
nigga.
what I'm
I
saying?
need to go befriend a really good rapper.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this shit was good though.
Tony Yayo, he need to do his own thing. Something.
He got the personality to pull it off.
For sure. Not even like a podcast or something simple as that. Like, it could literally be anything. I feel like just seeing him on a corner is enough.
What?
Just seeing him interact with people on the New York corner.
Little
Wait, it
soap
sounded like
box.
you wanted something great for him, and then you said, see him on the corner.
Be a street performer.
Well,
Where do you want him at?
Give me the greatest.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what-
where do you want him?
there's greatness, you know, water finds its level. It depends on your perspective. Like,
Okay.
have you seen Action Bronson's show?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Delicious.
Which one? Yeah.
Fuck
He's
That's
really
Delicious.
successful, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even the Big Body Best one, that's a spinoff.
I seen
It's
both,
like
yeah.
those are underworld shows, but they have like, you know, an essence to it. It's like a living life type of feel.
The mainstream in hell. Or
Yeah.
the underground.
You know
I
what
don't
I
know,
mean?
man. That street shit hit different though. That's like, you get a show that's culturally relevant. Somebody believed in you, like a big company. Street performer, nobody. You just have to believe it yourself.
Well, Tony,
Nigga, you
and
nigga-
find the corner.
he's not on milk crates rapping and shit.
Nickel and diamond
I
in the
smell
fedora.
pussy. Nah, he's not. He's not rapping.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Tony Yayo, legend. I love that song Pimpin' he had.
But all, I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Top of my
Don't
head.
love hoes.
Oh, I do know that one. I'm lying.
What you
I'm
say now? Ain't loving no. Yeah, that's my shit.
But I feel like Tony can't have. I feel like Tony Yayo can't have a podcast. Unfortunately, just because I don't think it'll work.
I don't think he would want to do it long enough.
Yeah, that too. But I just don't think it'll work. It's like it's perfect that he pops up at places.
Think so?
Yeah,
I think
I
he
do.
could have his own thing, man. Interviewing legends.
I don't think it'd be.
It
I
would-
don't. He needs to be. We need to be talking to him
It wouldn't just be Tony Yayo though. I felt like it would have to be him and whoever he's really cool with.
on some
Yeah.
barbershop shit, like like when he goes to My Expert Opinion.
Yeah. Like a few G Unit interns, niggas that we don't know about, but they got real
Exactly.
tight relationships.
People that are close friends to him that like it'll get Tony Yayo, even though he's the interviewer, he'll still be talking and telling stories about like, you know what I mean, stuff that happened in the past. Because he's talking to somebody that he's cool with.
I feel like he could have a Charlie Murphy style podcast. Y'all
I
been
don't
listening
see
to
it.
him?
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his podcast before he passed.
No, I didn't. know.
like an episode.
Yeah, he got a
I didn't even know
podcast.
it was a thing.
And it wasn't like Kill Tony, but it was a live podcast. Like he would do it in the comedy shop
Okay.
and comedy venue
Right,
and
right.
club. And then he would just be on stage. They would be recording. It would be a live audience. You hear him laugh and all that shit. It was cool. I feel like not in front of a live audience, but the way he had it set up, it was Charlie Murphy and friends, and it
Oh, got
really
you.
felt
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So you know,
Yayo
Tony
and
Yayo,
friends?
Tony Yayo could do some shit.
I want them to record one with all, because that's the thing. We want to hear about all the crimes. I mean, let's just get right to it. We want to hear the crimes, and you can't say it. So we should, while he's in his interviewee bag right now,
Yeah.
let's get with all the niggas and let's vault these until we die. 50 years post death,
Let him release him.
maybe 20.
Not even.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Just wait for the statute of limitations.
You know, death. You know what I'm saying? Like, murder is gonna stay with you. You know what I'm saying? No matter,
One
it
way
could be
out.
40 years. If we find you,
Yeah.
you're coming down here. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
drop that pod posthumously.
Yeah, so it's like with those stories, then we get those like 20 years later type
That's too
shit.
long, man.
Hopefully, I'm here long enough to hear them.
That's too
But-
long. 50 still has to be relevant for us to care about what Tony Yayo has to say.
You see 50
I
Cent
don't
falling
think so.
off.
No, I don't think so. He's developed too much of a
Anything can happen, man.
individual personality
He
with,
got-
with these interviews.
He got too much infrastructure outside of rap for him to really just evaporate.
No, I don't even think it's that. I just think Tony Yayo has built up enough equity for Tony Yayo.
Yeah, but he was talking about 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying that 50 Cent has to, he's almost the sun in Tony Yayo's galaxy to where if 50 not hot no more, there's no gravitational pull. But I don't see 50 Cent as a sun, nigga.
Okay.
Sun's gonna die.
Jay
Cent
Noble
is a
said he's
legend.
gonna fall off, nigga.
Big 50.
All right, let's get over to this. Let's take it to the West Coast. Point and shoot versus Poetik Flakko and No Jumper. So this is something Poetik Flakko posted a video about 10 days ago maybe. And Point and Shoot, the channel that does like satire videos or funny ass videos, mocking, mimicking, and just clowning the No Jumper channel and all their affiliates.
Flakko.
Flakko, I mean everybody. Adam,
Sharp.
long story short, he's been booming over the last year. You know, like he's blown up to over 100,000 subscribers. But Poetik Flakko and No Jumper apparently recently sent him copyright strikes, and they've got his channel. He's got enough copyright strikes to where he can't upload. When you catch a copyright strike, they might relinquish some of the permissions. Just like when somebody gets like a certain amount of copyright strikes, they just can't go live. They can upload, but they can't go live. It's like levels to that shit. Obviously, they sent enough over to where he can't upload any videos, so he's just relying solely on Patreon right now. He made a post. Do that screen grab. This is on his community page. You might want to read this.
Sorry for shout out Point and Shoot. Sorry for not posting, but I am fighting malicious false copyright strikes on my channel. Go over.
Oh my God.
Sent by
Yeah, I think
Poetik
that's
Flakko and No Jumper. This is certainly orchestrated. This is certainly an orchestrated attempt at intimidation in order to censor me and keep my channel inactive. I sent them both counter notifications as my work is protected by fair use. So now I'm just waiting for the strikes to be lifted or for them to file a federal copyright lawsuit against me. But don't worry, these malicious claims won't be going unpunished. Thank you guys for your patience. Show less.
Yep. Show less. So, yeah. So anytime for anybody that's not on YouTube, anytime you get a copyright strike.
Yeah, what is a copyright strike?
So a copyright strike is you use somebody's content, you altered it. If your work that you put on YouTube isn't protected externally by like copyright law, like if you don't have it copyrighted saying you own it, or if you don't have anything that says nobody can use this.
Yeah.
You can't use this, my audio or my video. I do not give you any of the permissions to use my video. You can't upload it. Reaction channels, like that shit gets shut down.
Yeah.
You can hire a company that'll do it for you. Like Joe Budden has, like the Rory and Maul podcast has, Nelk Boys. They all have it associated to where there's like a company called Super Boom or like Audio Boom, some LA company. You'll get a copyright strike from them or a flag saying, yo, this is our content. You can use it, but you're not monetizing it. We're taking all the monetization. Or if they don't like how you use it and it's a copyrighted work, you can just hit them with a strike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you violated YouTube. Like you're stealing
take
my
it down.
work.
That's
Period.
a right hand work.
Yeah. So when you get a copyright strike, it's very obvious. You open up your YouTube,
Yeah.
nigga, that shit it's there.
They want you to see it.
It's there.
It's like
you
the
know who it
IRS
came
coming.
from. Yeah, you know who it came from because you can see their email.
Yeah.
You can see their first and last name. And what you can do as a reply is either
Appealing.
you could do like an action where it's like, okay, I'm telling you that the way I use your content was covered under fair use, the law. But if you don't feel like it was covered under fair use, then you have to submit a claim, an official court case
Yeah.
to YouTube, proving that you're taking me to court in the next 10 days. So
Show me you bout it.
yeah, essentially, like, yeah, are you really about that shit or not? Or you can wait for the copyright to go away after 90 days or 60 days, something like that. I can't remember.
I think it's 90.
Yeah, but long story short, Poetik Flakko, based on what Point and Shoot is saying, Poetik Flakko and No Jumper sent false copyright strikes. That's how he's calling them.
Yes.
To the channels. And then Flakko drops his 40-minute video explaining this post and what's happening.
Yeah.
Now.
The first 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, this video.
It's like, I feel like he lost focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
During when he was making the video, right? You know, it started off good, you know, hey, Point and Shoot, this for you. And then he got vulnerable, which is perfect. especially coming from Flakko. We love to see Flakko vulnerable.
Yes.
It's just nice for everybody.
Okay.
It's funny, just entertaining.
The execution could have been a little bit cleaner,
But
which is why I felt like he lost focus.
It's
over
the
like,
context.
He didn't have Oprah and Gayle King to help him.
We don't need to know about a family member that have passed and you taking care of kids. He's living the Bernie Mac life. He got new kids he's taking care of.
Well, but I understand the point of putting that in there. The point of putting that in there is so now I have your sympathy. Now I have your sympathy. So I get how he was
Look under your
structuring.
chair.
I get how he was structuring it. It's like before y'all try to bash me for sending copyright strikes to another independent creator, especially y'all know me, Poetik Flakko. I'm all about going against the system. It's that. How dare you send another small YouTube creator a copyright strike? Like this is against. This is supposed to be against your nature. You know what I'm saying?
That big.
So he played into the. Let me tell you what I've been going through in my life, which is not a bad story. It's like it's honorable. Like
It's
what
the
he's doing.
sympathy
Is
bag,
It would
though.
go crazy on
but
the
it was a sympathy in there
It's
a little
sympathy
bit.
back.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like you're trying to save face because of what's about to happen. Because they're about to be looking at his channel for, potential
for
like.
all the things that you levied against point and shoot, do you do those things
Do you
too?
do those things?
And
And
they
this
do.
is of course.
And they do. And so it's like, that's why this whole thing is interesting. Now, we can just skip right down to the end because a lot of the beginning is just if you want to know more about Poetik Flakko. But the first timestamp that I had, he's supposed to be filing an official lawsuit either today or tomorrow, essentially. So we'll know if he's going to follow through with that or not pretty soon. But yeah, this is his take on it.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Got that
Flakko.
same sweater, Flakko. I know where you.
Hairline looks sharp though. He getting money.
Yeah, he look
Goal is something much larger. And this is just the first step. Getting your identity by forcing you out of your rabbit hole with this copyright strike. Now, here's why I don't believe the copyright strikes is false. You see, fair use does cover a lot. However, there's a gray area in fair use. And that gray area is using my content and then let's say premiering it before it drops behind a paywall. Well, at times, content behind a paywall could be fair use, but if I have that very content that I'm promoting behind a paywall as well, well then there's a gray area there. So if you post your content on Patreon and that content include videos and content of mine, well, in some cases it's fair use, but if you put it behind a paywall, well then the fair usage is now a gray area. And I believe a court should decide this. So no, the copyright strikes aren't false at all.
Hit pause.
That's the squarest thing he's ever said.
Yeah, so I forgot we should have played
Shout out Flakko.
what Flakko was kind of holding most of the weight on right now, these specific videos and things that Point and Shoot has said. But long story, let's play those first and then we'll go back to this point because that is something that's going to be interesting, I think, if they do ever take it to court. Because this is the whole thing. It's like, okay, the fair use law. I have a pretty good grasp on where the fair use, what's okay, what's not okay.
The limits of it.
The limits of it or whatever, right? But what he was talking about going behind a paywall, it's like, okay, this video, Flakko was essentially mad that he dropped this video. I mean, I can understand. It's like the live stream of him and his girlfriend like cooking in the kitchen, right? Mm-hmm. Point and Shoot dropped that on his Patreon. But he's Point and Shoot is saying it's fair use, and then I'm wondering, well, where was it originally streamed from? You know what I mean? Like,
Because if it was on Flakko's Patreon,
then that means something. But this is an old video. Patreon wasn't even existing then. This was on some like you can tell he's live streaming off his laptop type energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Was there a different paywall that he had
I don't know.
back
That's
then?
what I'm trying to figure. Like, I don't know that because that's what he's alluding to. But I'm like, well, what paywall was it behind? Because I feel like it would be covered under fair usage if it was a live stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like just because it was premiered on YouTube and then put behind a paywall, that doesn't you don't all of a sudden get to put rights on something that started. I feel like it's going to start in the birthplace of that content.
If it
You know
starts
what I
in
mean?
a public platform, it's for public domain.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. So I think that's the gray area that he's fighting against. To me, it's cut and dry like that to me. To where if it started in a public platform, just because you put it behind Patreon paywall, that doesn't give you don't increase the rights on that content.
yeah.
The only way to increase the rights on that content is by copyrighting your content. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is. Then it doesn't matter where a nigga posts your shit, nigga, that's mine, period.
Who's been
You know what I'm
hitting
saying?
Point and Shoot? My bad. Who's been hitting Point and Shoot's account the most? Is it No Jumper? Is it like, because that's all he talks about,
Nobody
right?
alluded to it. So it's like No Jumper and Poetik Flakko. It's an organized attack.
I was about to say.
You know what I mean? It's definitely a strategized.
So they basically been planning this for months.
I had to have been. I'm sure
Maybe
they
years.
are. Yeah, for sure. Whenever Point and Shoot popped up and started getting,
It's like, we can
once
give
his
him one
video
here.
started clearing
Yeah.
more than 50,000,
Yeah.
I'm sure the radar was up.
You think
sure.
Sharp is a part of that attack? You think
No,
he's
he
sending
doesn't
his
have
own
enough.
personal?
He doesn't have enough infrastructure. If Adam and Flakko are both levying a legal attack against Point and Shoot, both of them are financially well off where they can throw a couple 100,000 towards lawyers to get it done. For sure. What Adam for sure and Flakko. Like Flakko getting money. Like period.
Yeah,
What it is
yeah.
what it is. So they both
Sharp had to sell so
they
much
both have
business.
the financial power to go to court against one person. And if they're working together in some sort of capacity, this is a double lawsuit too. You know what I mean? Poetik Flakko is an individual and then No Jumper. So even if they don't come together and do it together, back-to-back lawsuits could drain. I mean, it could
Exactly.
kill him. The first one can empty his bank
Patreon
account.
might not be enough for him.
You know, I want to know what's going to happen for real.
It's kind of fucked up though that Adam and Flakko is like coming to this. You feel me? Like, will this change what creators do? Like, you know what I mean? This style?
Possibly. I do believe.
And is this Drake's fault?
Possibly.
No,
It's always
I believe that the reason I'm not relating it to Drake at all is because I do believe that Flakko would love to have an iconic content legal case go in his favor. I feel that a little bit from him because
Flakko would definitely love to set a precedent.
exactly set a precedent
Yeah.
because when you do that, especially in new media and shit like that, how the what's the nigga H3
Yeah.
how his copyright case is a national. It's a stamp for all creators now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then also Brendan Schaub losing his
Another
was
landmark.
was
case.
also a landmark where it's like, fuck, this can get pulled up now because he made it worse for us type
Exactly.
shit. Like
Brendan Schaub was Jesus.
yeah, because Brendan Schaub is what Ethan from H3 won a fair use case, but Brendan Schaub's case established that podcasting is not a creative art.
Yeah.
So it's like it was a good win, and then it's like fuck. Now we don't have any artistic rights.
This Neanderthal fucked everything
because
up.
the Neanderthal fucked it up.
Yeah.
And now this one is going to be, if this were to go all the way to court, this will be an interesting one because it'll tell us what the difference between paywall, behind paywall, or in front of paywall.
Yeah.
I really don't believe he's going to win this lawsuit. Now, he also said in this video that he doesn't plan on pursuing the copyright strikes. But what I do think he's planning on pursuing is defamation of character case.
Yeah.
That's what I think he actually plans on doing. I think this was the warning shot in order to, like he said, get his information. Because when you get a copyright strike on YouTube, you literally see the person who sent it, their email, their first and last name.
Yeah.
So you have to know that information in order to file a legal lawsuit. Anyway, you got to know who the fuck you're dealing with. But if he does the copyright thing, I think Point and Shoot did make some mistakes. So I think he might have a tough time in court. And we'll play these parts because I think this is where Point and Shoot might have made a mistake.
So like Roe v. Wade.
But he went out of his way to platform it and leave some type of reasonable doubt there.
Go back to a little bit. My bad. A few more.
As you're about what says me, by implying it's me, I think is wrong. And I think anybody would say this is wrong. And it's wrong because, as you're about to see, he knew this was a lie. He knew this wasn't true. But he went out of his way to platform it and leave some type of reasonable doubt there to make people think that this is me.
This is very well-known information that Frederick Jala has a mystery surrounding his name. And he won't, and because he's such a liar, and because he lied about where he's from, he lied about where he grew up, he lies about having a girlfriend, he lies about everything. Lies about his height, for God's sake. Because he's such a habitual liar, it's difficult for us to believe him when he denies things, especially when there's documents out there like this. Look at this document. This is very, very, glaring. This is a glaring document. Look at this. So State of Ohio plaintiff versus defendant David M. Jala. And off the bat, it's like, Jala? And then it starts to get interesting, and then you learn that Poetik Flakko has an alias called Minyengo Tokpa. And so he has these multiple names. He's lies about where he's from. He lies about everything. And so people look at this document and they go, Jala? Could Flakko have changed his name? I mean, what's going on? And so you read through some of this stuff in this document and it says Jala testified that he had a speech impediment because he stutters sometimes. Jala explained that during stressful situations, his speech impediment is worse. Okay, so who does that sound like to you guys? And it says Jala explained that he is from Liberia.
Were you born out there?
Yeah.
The world is a small place, come here, man.
At like 3 years old, like 2002.
What?
Liberia. He lies a lot because he's from Liberia. Get it? So he's from Liberia. His last name's Jala. He's from Liberia. He stutters when he gets stressed out. But I mean, this stuff is all pretty consistent, I think.
That was disgusting. Yo, it's disgusting because he knew my name.
So this is, and that court case was about a grape case. It was like inappropriate touching, but it was a grape. It was something along the lines of
So
grape.
none of what he's doing now will interfere with what's going to happen in court? Because this seems like, all right, this is for public opinion.
Yeah.
Which is important, but
Not really.
this is also for YouTube, so nobody gives a fuck. So it's kind of weird that he's even going through all this.
Well, the thing that was interesting about this is like he got this information to then dox him in this video.
Exactly, yeah.
So that was a strange tactic. And he was like, now I know where you live. I know, he said his mother's name. He said, I know you grew up on a $500,000 home.
Flakko
he was saying
like
on a lot that's 7,000 square feet. Like he kept like doxing him, putting up like
tax returns and shit.
Low key, like he put up like
showed his horoscope.
What do you call those? Like a Zen, not Zen,
Dreamcatcher.
Zillow, like a Zillow thing, where it like shows okay, this person owns the house and shit like that. But he didn't put the address.
Oh, okay.
But it's like lot size, electric heat,
Only
HVAC.
something
You know,
like that.
Wait, who was doing the doxing?
pages?
Who was doing the doxing?
Flakko was doing this.
Oh, Flakko
was doing that in this video.
Oh, word.
Which made it weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I was like, okay, you got his information so you could file a suit. But then you're also doxing the nigga right now. I don't know. Will that hurt you later, nigga? I don't know.
Serious about pursuing these strikes then?
Right. Well, I don't think he's serious about pursuing the strikes. I think he's serious about pursuing this, which I feel like he has more grounds to stand on with this.
Which is the public doxing or?
Which is point and shoot saying Poetik Flakko is the one in this grape case.
When he's not.
When the name on there says David Jala, and we know Poetik Flakko's name is Frederick Menyango Jala or whatever it is. So it's.
But even the way point and shoot was wording it, it's not gonna.
I don't think it's strong enough.
He was slick. Point and shoot is slick.
He was, yeah, because he did the
fucking
description words that the court had.
Yeah.
Stutters and all that stuff. Yes, this does sound it does.
truth.
It sounds like Poetik Flakko. It really does.
Sounds like it's genetic.
But that name, it also sounds genetic now.
Yeah.
Because that name says David, and we know his name's not David.
Yeah.
Unless he changed his name.
And isn't that calming the whole stuttering under pressure when you're learning a second language? I feel like a lot of
that just adds another level to it. I think stuttering, stuttering more when you're nervous. Those two go hand in hand, and then English as your second language doesn't help either. You know what I mean? So,
is there any way we could go to point and shoot like channel to see like how many videos he made about Flakko?
He's deleted videos.
At what point? Okay,
he's deleted videos.
At what point do you think it was just over for Flakko? Like it just became personal.
It became personal when he put that video. It was live streaming with his girlfriend.
Okay,
that was it. That. Both of these coupled together.
Yeah.
Both of them coupled together, for sure.
Perfect concoction for
the grape allegation was all he needed. The girl posting the live stream girlfriend, cherry on top.
Yeah.
Now I'll never leave you alone.
Yeah.
Like,
now you have ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. He might be able to win because this is another thing. Point and Shoot did for a long time get really good about, before the video started, putting disclaimers up. Fair use disclaimers. This video, everything in this video is satirical. I don't know any facts at all. And he said it in a funny ass way, but those are the things that you need to say when you're going to be laying out, especially heavy things like this.
Yeah, you got to make yourself a fool.
I think the reason he deleted I don't know if he was doing that. He got good at that later in time. I don't know if he was doing that early when he was doing these videos. So if I don't put that disclaimer out and I say, shit, sound like Poetik Flakko to me, I hear touching bitches. That's you, reckless dicks. You just saying shit. Like you saying I'm a rapist.
Even when you said this now, I was like, damn, should we bleep that long?
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
That was reckless as hell.
At that point, having a malicious intent, that's the hardest thing to prove. I still think that might be a little difficult just because Point and Shoot's channel is funny as hell. So it's so even though he says I'm doing this because I hate you, it's funny how he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's still part of the joke. You have to seriously prove this was malicious intent.
Yeah.
Which is the hardest part to prove and win a defamation case.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't have these disclaimers up,
is cyberbullying malicious intent? And can Flakko play that
possibly?
angle?
Possibly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only case that has legs. I don't think this copyright strike thing is anything. I think this is just to get that nigga ready, get your lawyers ready, because I might not be following through on this copyright shit, but something else is coming down the pipeline.
Bleed you.
We're going to get something, though.
For sure.
I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
For sure.
Damn.
I don't know, man. This shit is interesting.
Yeah.
It's that doxing one, too.
How much longer do you think this lasts?
It's a doxing.
Till death.
All 20.
Not the beef, but just in terms of this issue being a narrative. Like,
once we have two things to wait on. I guess one, the 10-day period. Do they file an official lawsuit? Because when you file that official lawsuit, you have to tell YouTube. Like I get a copyright strike. I think it's wrong. I send a reply to that person in YouTube. And if that person still believes I used it wrong, they have to take me to court, period.
And they
have to tell YouTube I filed a lawsuit on this nigga that I gave a copyright strike to within 10 days.
Within 10 days.
Within 10 days.
Okay.
So that's our first thing that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
And we should, by the time this podcast drops, our 10 days should be here or not.
it should be a jury of his peers in line waiting.
It's a terrible way to go into the new year.
Depending on what side
Terrible way.
but
Of
depending on
course,
what
yeah.
side you're on too.
Yeah. Talking to a lawyer on January 1st.
Yeah.
You're starting off bad.
Oh my
man.
God.
Originally I had put in
Stomach hurt thinking about it.
originally I had put in the Big Chat Small World video for us to watch about it. I had seen the Flakko and then I saw Big Chat Small Worlds and his shit was doing good too. But as I watched it, I was like, you know what? Y'all don't have to watch this. Because it's just, he's a point and shoot. He's defending point and shoot. So he's laying out all the hypocritical things that Flakko does, which that's fine. It's just,
it's just not going to be
the problem
balanced.
is it's like the times he was hypocritical, the court don't care.
Yeah.
The court cares about that nigga that's standing in front of him, that he took to court. What did he do in this situation?
Yeah.
He might have done some fuck shit to everybody else that he's ever talked about, but the court don't
We
care
ain't
about
investigating that.
We're not here. We're not here for that, bro. So it's like the Big Chat Small World thing. It was just like, it was cool, but I'm like, nigga, I don't know what's gonna happen. This could go either way, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You making it seem like just because the nigga's a hypocrite, he can't win a lawsuit, and hypocrites win all the time. You know
Nigga,
what I'm saying?
murderers have won lawsuits.
Yeah, so that don't mean a fucking thing.
I like the cadence he found. He Googled. I don't know how he found that cadence.
He just
it's just a slow and nice, subtle.
You talking about Flakko, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Flakko. It's very different. I like it.
He just need that Arms of an Angel instrumental in the back.
Yeah.
I'll donate to him.
Yeah, nah.
Pay your lawyer fees, nigga.
He definitely deserves it, man. He's a single father.
Who?
Flakko.
Oh,
who was he raising?
Nephew.
He was a real kid? Oh,
boy.
Yeah.
It's in the video. Yeah.
I forgot about that. I thought you was making a fat joke.
I wonder if he can get an iconic case out of this. That'd be interesting. That's what I want. I mean, we need to see it. It needs to happen. If that's where we going.
That'll make his immigrant parents
iconic.
Like iconic for content makers to see. You know, or not iconic, but a landmark.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan might have to know who Poetik Flakko is now.
I talked to Flakko, man. He wants to win a court case against a nigga. He wants to.
It's
like,
personal.
cause I remember before a couple months ago, I'm not gonna say the person he was talking about, but he's like, I'm taking that nigga to court straight up. I was like, oh shit.
Only,
hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
only
I was
him
like,
and Carlton
I said,
Banks.
damn, but I don't think it ever happened though.
Yeah.
So, but this might be the perfect. I mean, what better? This might be perfect.
Hey man, we gotta watch out, man. Flakko getting money. He's starting to say crazy things. I'm gonna take you to court.
I want to win.
Once a nigga say that, it's like, whoa.
I want to win a court case.
Sir.
I've never heard that. Most niggas want to put hands on somebody.
He didn't say that, but he said, I'm taking that nigga to court with confidence.
That's dangerous talk.
That's dangerous talk right there.
He was to hit him in his legal.
Especially when you can afford the legal representation.
You can afford the consultation before you even get to the fucking shit.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, that's a whole
You gotta
fact.
consultate at Panera Bread.
Let's see. Oh my God.
Shout out to Flakko though. I don't really know point and shoot.
Do you wish him luck in his endeavors?
I fuck with both of them.
Yeah.
Fuck with both of them. Fuck with point and shoot. Fuck with Flakko. I don't know.
He's a hypocrite, though.
I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, for sure. That's why it's like, in this, I can't take nobody's
It's
side
literally
right now.
whatever the judge decides.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. I don't know who's going to win that shit,
They
bro.
both do dirt, and to say one is dirty than the other, it's like, that's not really fair.
Based on what Flakko's posting, that does seem like a crazy violation, especially if you didn't have that simple disclaimer.
Yeah.
That's nasty. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time,
it's nasty, but is it worth, you know?
Yeah, and will you win? Like, can Flakko prove the defamation because of how your channel is set up and run?
Oh my God.
How you say that you do hate these people. It's in a joking manner, but is the court gonna understand the joke?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Find out next week on Homeroom University.
For real though.
It just sound like Telemundo.
Yeah, it is. That's some
days of our lives.
That's some shit that's really finna be loading. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's gonna be a year in the making.
You know, Flakko ready for this court case though. He got that haircut and them glasses.
Yeah.
That Reebok sweater.
Haircut looking sharp, nigga.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. Joe Budden reveals the casual truth on why they are no longer recording at the condo. And essentially, what happened was whatever conflict he was having with the neighbor, they said, look, the courts or the building's not working this out fast enough. I'm exhausting all means. They went to the county or the town. And essentially, in that building, you're actually not allowed to be recording any sort of content in that building. That's illegal. Or not illegal, but it's against.
It's frowned upon.
Say if you have HOA. HOA says you can't paint your house pink. Nigga, you can't paint your house pink. At risk, we can get you up out of here, essentially. So that's building rules. So yeah, this is him kind of going over it.
Yeah. And what I'm going through personally is totally separate from why we not over there. The long and short of that is the bylaws of the town, because now the town is involved, says that you cannot film anything in any of those buildings. That's the long and short of it. Now, you could choose to fight that and go to court and spend the money, but somebody over there got the town involved, and that's what it is. For me, I didn't want none of my people to continue to be surveilled and scrutinized and treated
that was
a certain way.
Yeah.
I never want that. So, and what I'm going through...
Where does that, like, what's the extent of that? Can you not go on Instagram Live in that building anymore?
You can't.
Could you record a TikTok in that building?
Not if you're an LLC.
No, you can. Yeah, exactly.
So it's
You're
just-
essentially running a business from a residential property.
So big budget productions aren't allowed.
Yeah.
But all that amateur shit is cool.
Of course, 100%, because you're normally doing that as a personal person, not a LLC.
I gotta. I don't know. I feel like that's common up in North, like in the North, New Jersey, New York, where it's just a bunch of like that going on. Yeah, it's probably to protect.
It probably is.
It's probably to protect, you know, the.
But if you beefing with your neighbors, now I'm snitching.
I saw something though. Did it have anything to do with Queen's Flip?
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Did it have anything to do with Queen's Flip and his antics? I saw people in the comments was like,
I don't know.
It's because, you know, when Queen's Flip first got here, he was kind of going crazy, you know, and stuff, breaking walls, like doing jumping jacks.
It only takes a certain amount of time for like, even if you cleaned it up on year 3 and 4, or say first year you were kind of wilding out, playing music too loud, jumping, you bringing exotic animals through the lobby.
Right.
Shit like that. You know, and say you clean it up and you've been there for 5 years, the last 4 years were all clean. Clean, you did it. We still remember when you brought that big ass snake through the lobby.
Especially
your first impression was too strong.
It was too strong.
You came in here with all this equipment. We was like, "What's going on?"
You're
I
right.
hope they don't make noise. They probably made noise,
and exactly.
And, you know, now it's a problem. And they usually wait till it's not a problem anymore for it to be a problem.
And that's when you get niggas. Yeah.
And Joe Budden doesn't seem like the person to be like paying taxes on his neighbors, like sending sugar cookies, sending, you know,
keeping
gifts.
him in his good favor.
You got to pay taxes.
We know he's doing the opposite probably.
But that should be Ian's job though. That should be Ian's job, but he's probably busy with
But then how much
DJ Premier.
Yeah, but then how much do you want to do that too? Because me sending my manager to be friendly with the neighbors, now you really know I'm just running an operation in here. Nobody lives here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it depends on how good my manager is.
That's true. Yeah, how good he turned. But Ian's like wearing Nikes and shit. Like
he's still white though.
He's white, but you're not one of our whites.
No, he is.
You're too hip hop.
Ian
you
is
might have to go over there
chameleon.
with the collar. Depends on how he's dressed that day.
Ian
as
is
long
a
as he
chameleon.
can speak the language, he's going to fit right in. And I think Ian speaks the language beautifully.
Oh, I do too. I definitely do. Yeah. But I still think what you're wearing matters.
Joe crazy ass, this was probably the plan the whole time. He probably knew it was a ticking time bomb, but he was like, the amount I'm making covers whatever problem could potentially come for this.
I mean, he said one of them neighbors went to the boys. He said there's a couple things you can go about it. You can fight this in court, and it does not sound like he's fighting this in court because right after that he said, I was tired of my people getting bothered and harassed. So that sounds like I'm not pursuing this in court.
He said he's looking for warehouses now.
Yeah. Is that what he said?
Looking for warehouses on Zillow and shit.
Did he say that?
Nah. I mean, maybe.
But I mean, he's
that
looking
sound like
for,
something he said.
I'm sure he's looking for something.
He's on some website.
I'm sure he's looking for something.
Yeah, he's got to be because it sounds like he's not pursuing this in court.
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
It don't sound like he
like
cares
once
to.
you say I don't want my people bothered, like if you were, I guess, confident in your chances of winning, a certain level of confidence, you'd fight it out. At least a little bit. You know
but
what I mean?
it just kind of feels like a foregone conclusion at this point.
It's
But
like I know I'm letting that go, so don't even get excited. I know I'm letting that go. We're just gonna pop up somewhere now.
Is there a certain tax write-off you get, like keeping it a secret that you're filming what you do in an apartment and not like a big ass warehouse?
No, it's a certain level of privacy though.
And I doubt they have, and it's not like that. I doubt I'm 100% sure that the address to the business isn't that condo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably a PO box,
Of course.
or some shit. You know what I mean?
I know that nigga is tight. He got to move them couches. He love them shits.
He's rich enough to not have to move nothing more.
They're getting new couches, new everything.
And probably,
Yeah,
when he was talking
got
about them
to.
shits, like he loved them motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they were iconic. I mean,
Yeah.
that set is.
But it still probably got like little ginger hairs on it. Like nobody wants to.
He gonna do something new.
Nobody wants to feng shui to get
But
cramps.
being back here is nice. I like it.
cool.
I like being
cool.
back in Park's basement.
It's
It
cool.
feels homey.
The vibe is like
Yeah.
it feels like niggas is chilling a little. Like the
it's
chill
cool.
vibe. The fact that it's. I think he should go for another basement, and not a. I think he should go for another basement. That's what I think.
The place you create definitely affects like everything else. You know
And
what I mean?
basements have vibes.
But also that fucking view. That view
is
had
not,
a vibe.
he needs two
that's-
spots, honestly. I mean, the nigga got the money for it. He needs two spots.
He got the money
fuck it.
for
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
He need an upstairs and a
You know
downstairs.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, it's
fuck
like,
it.
and especially for the type of pod he wants to have.
That's what I'm
You know
saying. Yeah,
'Cause
like,
he can
what are
bounce
we
back and
on
forth.
today?
It's like-
we need to go upstairs.
Yeah.
What are we on today? We need to go downstairs.
It's like I really don't give a fuck about niggas right
Joe
now.
Budden
We're going
is
to
that
the
type of
basement.
guy, but he seems like
he fucked up. He a little fucked up right now. We need to be in the basement. we need to be
exactly,
underground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
make some noise, basement.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Dog.
Mel feel like speaking up upstairs.
Mel is just wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like she's having a good. She's comfortable as a motherfucker ever since they got in the basement.
yeah.
So yeah, and then it's like they're complaining. They're like it's a little chilly. It's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Niggas is supposed to be a
Yeah.
little uncomfortable in this.
Exactly.
We're in the
Yeah.
basement.
That's
nigga.
how you get back to the purity of it.
Yeah,
You know, the
yeah.
bare
Fuck all
minimum.
that other shit. The climate control had you niggas acting different.
Exactly.
I need you with Tim's on every day because your feet might get cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you got a bigger opinion now that the climate is fucked.
Yeah, bro. So they really need both, man.
Yeah, I need you a little irritated so that passion can come out.
Yeah, bro. Ish has a reason for having his hands in his pockets this time.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, nah, it's
The
good that it's
temperature
cold.
was too
though.
good upstairs.
Hell yeah, it's gonna help with those hot flashes she be getting.
Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Yeah,
So
menopause.
hot and bothered. That's no longer existing.
Oh,
Now
season 1 is
she's
finished.
just bothered.
Season 1 after 3 episodes.
She finished season 1. She's building a studio for season 2.
Good lord, was the money that good for the first 5 episodes?
I guess.
Like
She did like about
Did you
5.
clear $500,000 or
5,
something?
6.
Like
They did what
AJ,
they supposed to do.
are you hating?
yeah, I am.
Oh
Yep,
man,
openly.
no.
How much did you clear him for? In them some episodes to where let's just go ahead and buy
Show
something.
AJ your residuals now.
What's your ROI?
Yeah, he needs both. I think for sure.
Joe Budden, he's not afraid to spend money, but he has that stingy look. I don't know
Definitely
what it
stingy.
is.
Definitely stingy.
Like
Well,
from the Jim
or
Crow
frugal.
era.
Frugal, yeah.
Frugal.
Yeah.
I'll give him frugal.
Yeah.
You think
And probably
frugal?
stingy too. It's probably both.
But he's not afraid to spend money, but he's just like, it's on specific things.
Yeah, this might have hit. This shit might have
He'll
hurt after
pour
he
into
just,
his business though.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, he
Yeah.
just bought a
Pour into
Ferrari.
His business, his closet.
His wife. Have y'all been watching the?
That's that bullshit that be happening too. Like
you just buy a Ferrari, and
nigga
then
just bought a Ferrari, got kicked out. Ain't that some shit? Like it's always something, bro.
There's
Like
nothing we can do to do it.
God damn, bro.
We can't be a
That's
part
like
of that
I
club.
just like pay something off, and my water heater is for sure going out. Like I need to buy one in the next week. Like on some bullshit, nigga. I just was up. You know what I'm saying? It's always something, bro.
Just like that, nigga.
This nigga has much bigger issues than I do.
I was about to say, yeah.
I'm talking $500 problems.
He talking 500,000.
Right. This nigga he got bigger fish to fry than
Somehow
I
it's
do.
the same stress level.
Yeah. Somehow it
weird.
feels the same,
It
bro.
never changes.
Same cigarettes too.
Yep.
No, it's not. Don't disrespect Joe like that.
Joe's
nigga.
cigarettes
That's
are the
crazy.
same. That's the only thing humble about him.
Yeah.
He got an Amiri hat and the Marlboro.
That nigga actually smoked Marlboro, for those
See?
wondering.
No, he doesn't. It's Newport.
Let me
Newport,
lie.
nigga.
Oh,
Wait,
okay,
where does he
sorry.
smoke? For real?
Newport.
Oh.
Newport, yeah. I was
He's-
smoking a Marlboro.
He smokes Newport?
Yeah.
Joe's disgusting.
Menthol, nigga.
Yeah. He
That's
act like it.
That's quintessential. That's quintessential. Like,
But he don't drink.
nigga cigarette.
But he don't drink Heineken.
I'm the weird person that
drink
drinks
them both.
Marlboro, that smokes Marlboros.
Yeah, that's not very black of you.
It's not black. Yeah, they
Not
look
black
at me.
at all.
What is that? Like when a nigga asks me for a cigarette, first I have to tell him before I pull it out of my pocket. I have no problem giving you one. This is not menthol.
Yeah.
And then they like
They're like,
it's,
oh, man.
it's like 80%. Then they just, well, what is it?
Oh, wow.
What is
Like niggas be like, what the fuck you smoking there? Like it's blasphemy immediately, bro.
Is American Spirit whiter than Marlboro?
Yeah, because that's hipster, or that's like extreme left. Like I feel like that's like more extreme left, liberal.
Liberal
Where-
smoke American Spirit.
Yeah, I would say
You
that.
heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
Liberal smoke American
What does
Spirit.
Camel Crush rank? What demographic is that?
Mexicans.
It's actually everybody that likes menthol that doesn't want to smoke Newports.
Okay.
So they're a close second to Newport.
Yeah.
Afro Latino.
Which I'm happy because Newports are just designed to kill niggas.
Yeah.
And
That's what they say. They kill you a lot faster.
nigga, what? Just smoking just smoking any brand menthol and smoking a Newport. I talk about this all the time. It's just I just can't get
You're
enough
passionate.
of it. I'm passionate about it, bruh, because when you smoke the differences, when you smoke a Newport, you're like, this is chemical, nigga. This ain't tobacco.
Yes.
This is chemical, my nigga.
Yeah.
It smells different. It burns different. Everything about that shit ain't right.
It's herbicide in there.
Yeah, that shit
Menthol
crazy.
isn't a natural flavor in nature, right?
No, it's mint. That's actually
is that what it's imitating, or is
that's
that
what it's imitating. So every brand that says menthol, it's mint.
is mint?
That's the flavor you're getting, but not Newports. You're getting chemical
Mint.
mint.
What is the thol part? Is that gasoline?
Ethanol.
Probably. Honestly, bro.
I mean,
Honestly, it's
right.
probably the gas. Honestly,
It has to be.
the
there.
nitrous.
yeah, it's the
That's
fucking diesel
hilarious.
fuel. That
I'ma
they
smoke a
pour
cigarette
on
one
top
day,
of them
though.
shits.
For sure. Gotta live, man.
I've done it.
You got to live.
Well,
Lauren, yeah, the white man used to be
Well,
a
that's-
black and mild fanatic.
Yeah,
Nobody
but-
knows this.
But then when I didn't have the Black and Mild Fanatic and I was drinking every now and then, I'd just be like, let me hit that cigarette. But that was very
Oh, man.
yeah, it was back in the
Very
day,
rare.
but just lips are still very black from it.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna leave Joe Budden Network and we're gonna go. All right. Besides them not being able to allowed to go back to the Jersey studio, it looks like what we were talking about originally as well last episode, where I was like, yo, if he was butt naked sleepwalking, we were kind of stuck on whether these are separate incidents.
Yeah.
essentially.
Were you naked and
Yeah, because
sleeping?
I'm thinking white man was he thinks it was separate incidents or whatever, but it looks like some paperwork has dropped and he definitely was walking around butt naked somewhere.
lewd.
Yeah, lewd, disorderly, something. Lipstick Alley posted this. So I'm not going to put the paperwork on the screen just because everything isn't blocked off. Like on the paperwork, scroll down. All right, so the update, go. Let me read the update. I'm sorry. Joe Budden Podcast and his crew kicked out a residential apartment building they film in after complaints of noise and lewd acts due in court.
Imagine them all in court because Joe was lewd.
Joe seemed
Scroll back up real quick.
like an exhibitionist, man.
Oh, okay, never mind. Go back down.
You know what I mean? He seemed like
He'll
like
go to
not
the-
only is he old,
The
but
paperwork is a little bit lower. There's the paperwork right
Like
there.
he'll go to the bare ass beach with
Yes.
his wife and that could just be their thing.
balls out.
The bare ass beach.
the new beach.
yes.
Bare ass is funny.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this paperwork looks real. I'm not going to put the address. Well, is where the municipal court is at. So obviously that's the whatever.
They're not here to see it. They're here to trust our opinion. Do you think this is real?
This happened.
You look at this. You see this paperwork?
Yeah, this looks real as fuck.
They didn't file this for no reason.
Yeah, this can't be fake, right?
Nigga, there's a court date. It's on January 6th.
It was issued on December 4th. That was when the act happened.
He was gone for a few weeks.
Yeah, he was gone for a few weeks, so this lines up timing wise. And then scroll down.
None of his co-hosts are involved. It says co-defendant count 0.
Yeah, description: lewdness observed by others. Degrees disorderly. Charge status is active. So this is active as a motherfucker.
Is that a random ad for?
It is. Go back. You got to zoom out so you can exit it out.
Jesus Christ! I'm trying to.
But yeah,
the degree is disorderly.
The degree is disorderly.
Lewdness.
Yeah, nah, man, you just can't be lewd.
Can we look up? Can we
Let
look up
alone on a
lewd?
balcony in New Jersey.
I know lewd is naked, but I want to hear. I want to see what
the actual
lewd is naked, but you don't have intentions of putting anything on.
Only one nut and the tip is out.
Yeah, it's like the Emperor's New Suit.
Crude offensive.
In a sexual way.
No intentions of putting nothing
Well,
back
this
on.
kind of changes things.
No, that's worse. This is worse.
This changes things.
Yeah, this is like you was beating your meat on the balcony.
Like he was naked with a mimosa.
Or is that what you see? I feel like this could be anything.
It could be anything.
Like this could be anything now. Because I mean, all right, like sexual way,
crude and offensive in a sexual way.
Joe Budden drinking wine on the balcony could be considered lewd. You feel me? Especially if you don't like him.
Yeah, or if
Hold on, wait. We can't leave out the sexual way part though.
And offensive because I feel like that's subjective. Like I'm pretty sure there's some
You're saying
Instagram
lewd
models
in
on
general
the Explore
subjective.
page.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying like all
Lewd
of it
is
is kind of
subjective.
fishy now. You know what I mean? But if he was sleepwalking,
anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Niggas, what the fuck? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It all
It's
depends
your dream, bro.
on
You know what I'm
what
saying?
he was dreaming.
What's happening?
What was he
What's
dreaming?
happening? Yeah, like
Was he hard? Walking around? Sleep?
Pause.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's lewd, though.
That is lewd.
That's crude and offensive.
Do you guys think he's lying about sleepwalking?
No, because I did find the first time they spoke about it actually. It was episode
When he was talking to Ian about the shit.
Yeah, when he was talking about the Ian joint.
If you liked to show
he talked about that.
yourself off in public, would you plant seeds of deception throughout the years? Exhibitionist,
Like where
go to the Joe Budden podcast, episode 548.
So it's like, is that nigga naked? Nah,
Actually,
he got
I'm
on
gonna
his
do this.
pants.
Nope, don't worry
You
about
just
that. I'm gonna
slowly
do
grooming
this.
him to be.
Go to the history.
I got you.
But it's just like, would you slowly start to say these stories for the inevitable? For in case it comes out that hey, sometimes I like to close my eyes and
Or
get
go
naked.
116.
You always have a contingency plan for anything you do in the dark that you would hate to have come to light. So it's like, you get a couple lies in, just have them pre-planned for nah, that's not misogyny. I'm just arguing with my woman.
This is why you got to work out.
So this is them talking about. This is the first time they were talking about sleepwalking in the whole Ian story, like sleepwalking into his bed. This is Joe Budden podcast episode 548. So this is the first time the whole sleepwalking thing even came up, I think.
No, we left. Look, why you shouldn't wake up a sleepwalker. It is not dangerous to wake up a patient from sleepwalking. See, that's where they go wrong. They're talking about patients. But experts who discourage it, quote, it unsuccessful and leads to patient disorientation. He says try to ease them back to bed without making forceful attempts. Yeah, he didn't do that. So none of you know if you've ever sleepwalked.
Oh, I sleepwalked. Absolutely. You absolutely. Yeah. Especially like when I first started drinking. It wasn't a good sleepwalk.
Yeah, that's a
You never sleepwalked?
I know.
I thought things that
woke up.
I thought things were the bathroom that were absolutely not the bathroom.
You pissed in a corner somewhere?
Yeah,
I've definitely
a
done
chair
that
one time. Like a chair like that. I picked up the cushion like it was the toilet seat. Apparently, allegedly,
Had to be a chair like this one though, right?
it wasn't that chair.
Right? All these chairs in here, but it was one like this.
You ever sleepwalk?
No. I always woke up where I went to sleep at.
How do y'all know that? How do y'all say
I know.
that with such certainty?
Because I
You
woke
ever
up where I went to
sleepwalk?
sleep.
I always woke up where I
Can't
slept.
be. I don't mean nothing. You could have sleepwalked somewhere and sleepwalked.
Yeah, no, that's
Nope, you can't ask me a follow-up question, nigga. I'm
Yeah.
always waking up where I went to bed.
Always.
he gave him the exact answer you wanted.
Yeah, so the sleepwalking thing is not new. Because I mean, when I first heard that, I was like, "When the fuck did he talk about sleepwalking?" But
Yeah, he been talked about it.
yeah, it is real.
But also,
the lewd act is kind of crazy.
if you sleepwalk that much, then it should be a recurring topic, don't you think? Just like how, like, you know, manosphere topics is always a recurring thing for them.
Well,
like if sleepwalking is a part of your life, that it should be a main thing that people joke about or like that people talk about.
It might be you don't watch Joe Budden, nigga. And plus, if it's a thing that really happens all the time in your life, it might not even be news no more.
Yeah.
No, Joe sleep again. All right, well, just don't wake him up. Point him to his bed.
The lewd act is crazy. And if the neighbors already don't fuck with you,
yes,
which is obviously they don't,
you could be in your boxers.
that means they're
business.
all gonna show up. And I feel like,
what if he thought he?
I feel
was
like the people in
installing?
that building weren't like super young people. It was like old people who don't miss court dates type shit.
There's
like
nobody-
they vote every year. They vote local and national. They go to all court days. They show up to all jury duties.
They
Nobody
volunteer.
under
Dumb type of
25.
niggas.
They
You know what I'm
volunteer
saying?
for jury duty.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure more than one neighbor like will be in attendance. Like niggas ain't just gonna forget his court case is coming up and they're gonna spill
Yeah.
all the beans to the judge. And if it's an open court case, because most court cases are open, anybody can sit inside and listen, unless he
you
gets
know.
something passed before. Because you can get it closed. The transcript will still be the transcript, but you might be able to keep cameras out. You know, some people get those granted those permissions. I don't
Especially
know.
when you're like a figure.
Especially when you're a public figure. I don't know. But then some public figures, they'd be like, no, nigga, like the cameras are gonna be in here too. Like the Johnny Depp shit. We got the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's top to
But that
bottom.
was also a requirement too by him that it had to be public.
Bare minimum, we're gonna get a courtroom sketch of Joe Budden in the
Yeah,
tank
yeah.
top.
They're reading the fucking typed up joint with the
a cigarette.
yeah.
I haven't been even hearing like the castmates say like, yeah, like the lady's tripping. Like, have you been hearing a lot of that?
No. But
Everybody's
they
just been
can't,
kind of
though.
like
They can't,
chill.
though.
Yeah.
When it's court time, it's
Yeah.
You don't say nothing.
Yeah, this is
Especially
big.
when it doesn't.
This is big for Joe because him and Prize Picks are in bed.
I was just about to say Prize Picks,
And,
these new advertisement deals he got.
Shit.
It's a lot.
They just started.
And
might-
they're putting a lot into him.
They put a lot into
He's in
him,
all the
yeah.
commercials with
Yeah.
Drewski.
All of them. It's,
Him and
yeah,
Drewski,
so-
it's like that's the commercial they're running right now.
Yeah.
That's the thing about gambling, though. They're not like
It is a little bit-
prestigious and polished company to begin with.
Yeah.
It is already
It's
some
not personal.
degenerate
A
shit.
little nudity is better.
But they're the cleaner of the companies. It seems
of the
yeah, they're not like Stake. Stake feels like a dirty gambling company.
Okay.
Prize Picks feels like
Government
they get-
regulated.
yeah, like government regulated, like the way they marketing their shit and all that.
It's definitely a pig in a skirt.
Underdog feels like you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Underdog is what Cam and Mace are on, I think.
Or
I think
we
that's
could definitely fix
yeah.
games.
I think
on
they're
that.
in a, I think they're under Underdog.
That's Gil's Arena for sure.
Definitely good.
Underdog
Yeah,
Fame,
definitely
good.
definitely them too. Yeah. Damn, I forgot all about the fucking the brand deals.
Yeah.
Unless he's got his contracts correct, to where I remember Charlamagne was bringing that up, where he was like, pretty much, he had lost those HBO deals and shit like that. So now in all his contracts, long story short, if he signs a deal, it goes viral, but then some old shit comes up, they can't cancel his contract because some
of
old
it.
shit came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago. So this is different. This just happened.
Yeah.
Never mind. I tried to put them together, but you know.
Joey tried.
I tried, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if that 10 years ago makes a lot of sense. I don't know about new
But you
shit,
could probably
though.
have some shit in your contract where it's like, I reserve the right to fight my case in course before you drop my shit or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's true.
saying? Like,
yeah. You have to wait till the end.
to the end.
I'm
yeah,
innocent
whatever.
until proven guilty.
Yeah. that type
Essentially,
of shit.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
And this only has to happen once, right?
What?
Being lewd.
Yeah. For sure.
What do you mean
For
it
it
only
to be a
happens
problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it depends on who's lewd.
It only has to happen once for you to be like, you know, in trouble like this. Like, this isn't a recurring thing that has happened.
Oh no, they don't. I don't think you get a pass. Like we never
A
arrested you.
lewd count.
Yeah. I don't think like we can walk outside butt naked and they'd be like, "Oh, we never arrested you for this." You know, slap on the wrist
We'll
the
let you
first
off on a
time.
warrant.
And he had to
But if
be,
we do this again,
You get 4 more.
yeah, you get 4 more walking around with your dick out.
and he was in the hallway with it. Because if you're on your balcony, I feel like that's something you could tell the judge, like, look, I was just doing what I do. You got to give me grace.
Not that you can
But
see
if he's in the
the
hallway with
buildings are
it,
too close.
it's like, yo.
Well, not too close. But then when you sleepwalking, nigga, we don't know how far that went.
Yeah, how
nigga
far
might have
did
made
you-
it all the way down to the lobby.
Yeah.
Like you don't even like it could have just stayed in the hallway. Could have made it to the elevator.
Yeah.
And like we don't know how far. That nigga could have walked down the street and went to the store. Like that shit gets That
Imagine
sleepwalking shit just is
he
extended.
turns into him real self, like the mask. It's like when he's asleep, he's really awake.
Oh, when you put Jim
this nigga's just
Carrey.
fucking-
Well, we wish this nigga the best. You know, niggas got court coming up. I think 2025 is gonna have a lot of lawsuits in it.
Yep.
So that's how this looks like it's starting to be telegraphed.
Lawyers are about to eat very good.
Yeah, it's looking like cases are about to get flown and shit like that.
That's law.
That's damn. It's cold up there too, man. You can't be walking around all exposed
That's why
and
I'm
shit.
kind of.
You gotta be asleep to be naked.
Couldn't be me.
What else? Okay, yeah. So I'm jumping all over the coast. Fuck
Let's
it.
go to American New.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
We got that on there?
We have Dame Dash on here, but
Dame Dash,
it's
but-
not American New. He's going everywhere else but American New.
He's
right
going
now.
everywhere
Well, Art of
else.
Dialogue.
Art
Let me
of
not say.
Dialogue.
Let me not say everywhere else. Art of Dialogue.
It's like we can talk about it. I don't really want to stay on the Jay-Z subject too much because I feel like that's a conversation we shouldn't like talk about.
Right.
But Dame Dash is going through something. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
getting real open right now.
he's
right?
reached the boiling point of the whole like
Sorry, Dan.
Jay-Z, how people view him. You know what I mean? He's getting to the later stage of his career. I feel like he's trying to save face.
You think
and a
so?
lot of times he's talking.
He made an excellent point in this
You think it's-
podcast with Art.
Yeah.
He said that people always get in the comments and be like, yo, why is he always talking about Jay-Z?
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, put it in the video. This guy asked Dame Dash about Jay-Z. He
Yeah.
didn't just volunteer this information.
Yeah.
It's like every time he goes to a platform, that seems to be the only interesting thing in his life and career that people really care about.
Even though he always has something going.
He always has something current.
There's always
Yeah.
a current
but
project.
they always try to bring him back to the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's protected it so much too. I think. I think that's the big thing too. He's protected a lot of the stories, and going into too much depth. He's given us a lot of snippets and sneak peeks of stories throughout the years. But just like straight up sitting down, I will talk about Jay and Rockefeller for the next 2 hours for you.
Yes.
That's not happening. You know what I
it's
mean?
not happening.
Because he's normally snapped on you before you can keep doing that. You know what I mean?
He reaches a boiling
Yeah.
point to where it's just like he just starts to tick. Like too many Hov questions.
And
His
granted,
interview's over.
like this is the Art of Dialogue, but if you go to the American New, it's nothing but Jay-Z too. It's nothing but like, well, Diddy, the Diddy case and things of that nature.
It's relevant.
It's
Well,
relevant.
it relevant.
is. And I'm glad he's doing
Because he
something.
was around at this time period that is
Yeah.
alleged.
I just think Dame Dash is liquidating. I think he's
The
liquidating.
reasonable doubt thing is coming up too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I
The
don't.
shares.
Do you have a confidence to break that down?
No, I don't at all.
Yeah, me either.
I can do a real blanket. That's
Yeah.
not probably going to be correct, but I know the
Nigga.
rights of reasonable doubt are coming to a close, or coming up to where anybody can get it, and it's going to go to an auction essentially. Like where Dame naturally loses it after this certain amount of time period.
Yeah.
And it's going to go to an auction, and obviously Jay-Z, that's the only project, his most iconic project that he doesn't own, and he's in the running to get it. But then there's also like rumors like nigga Drake's trying to snipe that shit on some Michael Jackson type shit, sniping their catalog, or Taylor Swift's manager.
Exactly.
Well, what's his name?
Scooter Braun?
Scooter Braun, how he sniped her catalog and she had it's a lot of that going on,
Yeah.
so it's a little intense right now. But I don't
It's a
know
standoff
the
of this
details. But
Yeah.
just know it's lit surrounding Dame Dash, the rights to reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
I think you did it pretty good for the layman's.
Yeah.
For the layman's-
For the
it's good
layman's,
as it goes.
they're
For
outright.
sure.
Yeah.
But is there a specific
This-
timestamp in this?
Man, yeah, there is. It should be in the note.
Yeah, and before we go to this, how did y'all feel? The only thing that I thought this Art of Dialogue thing was great because this was a moment where he just said "fuck it," and I'm just gonna go for 2 hours and talk about
Exactly.
those things. But it does feel weird. I'm happy that he's doing it, but I'm trying to figure out why he decided to do it on Art of Dialogue and not American New.
Well, he is kind of doing it on American New, but I think it might just be a respect for Art thing, which is big because Art, he's not on a generational run right now, but with this Dr. Umar and his Dame Dash, he's been dropping them.
Art of Dialogue is
incrementally.
going crazy right now.
I've been on Art's channel
That's a fact.
this whole week for real.
He's in a stride.
I just be going back and
He's
forth.
kinda-
Umar
yeah.
Dame, Umar Dame.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
He's kind of going crazy right now, and it's just I don't even know who runs that shit. Like I don't know but I know the work looks beautiful.
I don't know
the
either.
audio, like the interviews. He's getting shit out of people that we haven't heard before. Like it's in terms of this this in itself, we
Yes.
have not gotten Dame like this before.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden in this fourth quarter of 2024, we got a Dame Dash interview with no filter.
No
and
video.
him, like one of my favorite parts, I didn't put the timestamp in there, in the realization. He was like, he would just realize why Jay
He's stupid.
wanted Biggs out.
Yeah.
Because
My
he
bad.
always, but I thought that was cool because it was
think he
genuine.
didn't think about it for real. It's so
Yeah.
much going on with that whole moment in that story.
I don't think so,
I just
dog.
don't think he is. That can happen to anybody.
How everybody views Jay-Z, I think even he viewed him like that, despite all the bad shit, despite everything that Jay-Z showed him. Like to say that, because basically, like you said, he was like, I'm just now sitting down. And like that's why Jay-Z was trying to get Biggs away, so he could
'Cause
get the
always
popular
agreed-
vote.
Because he always agreed with
Because
it. Yep,
you know Dame was trying to make categorically different moves for you
and
know
it was a three-headed monster to that company, so majority always wins. So,
exactly.
yeah.
And so you know he was just talking about that, and this is one of the timestamps. Go back about 15 seconds.
He did say that Jay-Z is the Penguin,
essentially,
like grimy.
Yeah,
just a apex predator to the core. He doesn't know anything except dominate. It's natural
We're
selection.
gonna take the risk on this. Have we done Art of Dialogue last week when we did the Umar? Did I put that on? Did we put that on the screen?
I don't remember. I think we might have.
I think we did.
I think
we got
did.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
But it
so.
has this look. You know, when you've reached
Yeah.
a certain level of professionalism, you're
Yeah.
like, there's a copyright on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I was
They
just
don't
over here
blur the
wondering.
background out. For
you know
no
what I'm saying?
reason.
Like, there's a
when the
copyright.
background is blurry, but the guy is present.
When the
for
dome
sure.
light is perfect and
Yeah.
all the colors is hitting, the shadows is right. Yeah, there's a copyright here.
And
But I
it's-
don't think there is.
yeah.
But of course, we'll tag it and pay the proper respect in terms of
We show love the art of
use,
dialogue.
fair use. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. But listen,
Yeah, like I hope that shit didn't happen, but I'm like, damn, they turned the world real. Like people on a certain level have been fucking with him a certain way where he couldn't do no wrong for like 25 years straight. This is the first time he's not getting a pass with white media. You know, like he can control black media because a lot of them either work or do business with him. You know, but like, you know, drink champs can't get him out of this one, and neither can Charlamagne. Because
hit a gong, Lauren.
You know, those are the guys that hold him down no matter what he does anyway. So he got to get to People Magazine and Entertainment Tonight right now because they on his head. But the question is why? Like why now? You know, because for me, I'd be like, yo, that's so ridiculous. Yo, take that to trial. You're not gonna win. Let's get a deposition or something. You know, so I don't know why they on his head so much. Pause. But I never seen him, you know, under this, you know, I never seen him in this position to have to explain himself. Pause.
How you feel about the statement he came out with?
I mean, I didn't hear him say anything. I heard a piece of, you know, like I said, for me, I like, you see, I'm doing an interview, so I talk. I thought it was long. For a statement, I thought it was long. Pause.
It was long, yeah.
But,
everything,
you know, I think right now, his silence is the worst thing for him. If he is innocent, he needs to let people ask him questions, and he needs to be able to say his side of the story, as opposed to letting that lawyer talk. Because that lawyer, I don't trust that lawyer because I went to court with him. So to me, everything that guy says is, you know, allegedly a lie, just based on my experience with going to court with him. I don't trust the Alex Shapiro dude. He's ill. He's an ill dude.
Has a bias.
He'll say anything.
And that's cool.
Like he crazy. You know what I'm saying?
We need.
So I wouldn't have him talking for me. If he wants, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say nothing bad or good or defend or anything because it'll all play itself out. I just think it's kind of ill that they're on his head like that, and if he's, you know, he should probably come out and say something.
Yeah.
Your mic. Your mic is off.
His mic is off. Yeah. Oh no, we don't. Have
I
to,
wanted it to be that way.
Talking about the part where the 2-1 majority thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to find it. I just did like
You
that
know,
moment. It's in this clip though.
I think it's like 2 minutes more.
But
yeah, nah,
what
we
was
need
I about to say? In my mind, you know, at first I was like, "Why the fuck is he talking now?" But Jay-Z's going through that thing.
Going
right
through
now.
the thing,
so
going
that's
through.
why I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, this nigga's." What's the best time to kick him, man? When he's down.
We need to do a sketch,
which is what everybody's kind of doing.
Dame is a big kick.
I don't feel like this is really him kicking.
Him speaking is a kick.
Yeah, but
he doesn't.
even when he talks about the allegations, he was like, I don't think.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think
not-
it's real. He's like, I don't think Jay-Z.
That's
did
just
that.
not how he talks, though. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he is speaking on it is kind of crazy.
And I feel like Dame, to save his face, would say it's bullshit. Because you was running with Jay-Z for forever, nigga.
I don't mean that you was doing the same things, though. Obviously,
Well, it's not about doing the same thing. It's about being around it.
Enough.
It's about being around it.
Yeah.
So does that mean Kanye goes down too? Because he was around Hov?
Well, nobody
Kanye,
cares.
Kanye had a court case recently with his old secretary, assistant, didn't he?
I think he beat it.
Yeah, I think it was
Maybe.
frivolous. I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's still active, but I remember some chick was like he would do weird shit or something like that.
And it wasn't no underage allegations.
No, it wasn't.
Absolutely
It was
not.
it was like an of-age chick, and he was doing weird shit or whatever.
But Dame
it-
Dash is definitely on this like interview spree, just talking spree.
He's going crazy at Art of Dialogue though. That nigga's getting the good questions and answers out of him.
How much you think the bag costs? To get
Dame
Dame?
Dash.
He seemed like a reasonable guy.
After
Depends on
you
if you like
calculate paying for his travel, food for his poodle.
Yeah.
Definitely has a poodle.
Yeah, you definitely got to feed his poodle.
A haircut.
And a little haircut.
Ah,
Yeah. Line up his goatee. Probably like 10.
I just think it's so funny too, because you know during his Breakfast Club interview, the dog was on the table, like literally growling and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is literally Dame. Like your dog takes a part of your personality.
Yeah.
And Dame is snapping on niggas, and the dog is some teacup dog is literally just like getting buck inside this fucking bag. Like, and then he keeps going, yo, chill out, yo, chill. We not rushing niggas right now.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yo, that Breakfast Club interview is the shit.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That shit doesn't get old. I watch it at least once a year.
Nigga showed
at
up with
least
cookies,
once
dog.
a year, bro.
His son's cookies. You know what else doesn't get old? That one clip where Dame was walking in a room and like he hit a glass wall that he didn't see there.
What?
I don't remember that.
Look
I
it
don't
up.
remember that either.
Dame Dash walks into glass wall.
Did his teeth fall out?
Yeah. No.
That's sticking with him forever, though.
That was so.
That's
I
not
think it
going
was
nowhere.
beautiful though. I
Nah,
thought that
I
was
don't think-
beautiful. I was
don't
like,
think that
yo,
worked.
this Dame is human.
It doesn't work because
This
he's
is-
too.
He got gingivitis.
He's too. I'm doing better than you niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not really baller.
Sex dealers and slut.
Oh, this is creative control. Somebody helped remind me in the comments a couple weeks ago when I was like, remember Dame had this thing.
Put the volume on it. Run it back, Lord. Run it
Nigga,
back.
I didn't see that door either. Holy shit.
Hell no, that's what's good about it. Everybody gets that.
He said, what's happening first too?
He didn't spilled nothing out his cup though.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, that nigga neck. Like it.
Hey, you can only walk away like
Oh
that. How
my
else do you
God.
explain
Yeah.
yourself?
You have to laugh at yourself.
You have to
Like
laugh.
that-
If you don't laugh at yourself, you're an asshole.
Did his
Bruh.
dog hit his head too?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
dog.
I don't know. I don't think he was carrying the dog at that point. He didn't have the leash.
That's crazy.
But what's also would be crazy, like if all the glass broke, then it'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like if the glass broke, it's embarrassing. This is just funny.
Yeah.
Right,
But if the
right.
glass broke, it's like fuck, bro.
That's momentum plus the strength of your forehead, nigga. That's
That shit hit him in the shades too. You saw
yeah.
that?
It's
Right, he
like
was
about-
walking so straight, his whole body hit the glass at the same time.
This thing got perfect posture.
He almost walked through the glass if his posture was a little bit better.
that's funny.
He might have phased.
Damn. He might have some eye problems.
Play it one more time, Lord. One more time, sake. This is funny than your
The man, the myth, the legend.
Like the way his head went to the right.
Why didn't anybody say nothing to
The
the
nigga said we getting started like that.
They just watched him walk into the
They damn sure
to the
did.
wrong doorway.
Like stop.
They was just like, hey, whoa.
They probably thought he was just, going to window shop and see what's through it.
He was walking directly to that motherfucker.
Shout out to the nigga who cleaned that window, nigga.
Nah, for real.
No, for real though. Yeah, because that shit was invisible for real.
That should have
Definitely
been a
an
Windex
immigrant.
commercial, nigga. Shit.
Somebody who had to stay here.
Shit.
You know he had headphones in when he when he was watching it.
But all right, let's go over to this. No Jumper episode 300. Adam is taking little jabs and shitting on Charlamagne's Lil Baby interview and saying that it looks like he pulled it down. I just don't know if he pulled it down. Was it ever up? Does anybody know if it was ever up?
I never saw the full thing.
I can't confirm it was up.
That's the problem. I mean,
I've only ever seen the clips, and I didn't even really click on those.
But there's 5 minutes of clips. The one of them, remember one was a minute and a half?
Yep.
And then the other one was like 2.5 or 3. It was like, there's only like 5 minutes of
Not even
clips.
like a
Yeah.
5-4.
Yeah, it ain't much at all.
And is it weird to take down the full video and not remove the clips? Like, are you trying to erase it from existence, or are you
That
just trying to
seems
get
really-
rid of the full body?
That seems
of work?
really backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Leave these 2 clips, but erase the full podcast.
but this is coming from somewhere because
Because he also said it only got 30,000, and then Lil Baby did his Safe Space podcast,
Which
then he took it down.
Yeah. Which is what makes like
Timing
the
wise,
context.
that does make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
If somebody was to pull their video down, that does make sense. Like, I dropped this, it only gets 30, doesn't even crack 50 or 100.
Yeah.
And then 3-4 days later, Yachty clears 500,000 or $1 million in a day.
is that a? Is
It's
that
probably
a,
like $1 million because I think it's at like 1.2 or 2 million now. Yeah.
Is that a losing strategy? Like, because I know at least for me back in the day in high school, if I could go down a deep interview rabbit hole with the same person. I could watch Tariq Nasheed at the Breakfast Club, and then I could watch him at Vlad, and then it's just like a funneling system.
Right.
So
You're
it's like,
following the person via platform.
why take your hat out the game if there's obviously a market for Little Baby answering questions right now?
Tariq Nasheed's market is like
Go to Charlamagne.
He was just an example too.
yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Just an example of what that could look like. But
Yeah,
the younger-
to where all platforms are valid because you're gonna go for watch
Academics
all
had
of
made
them.
a
Yeah, I
point.
feel that. Yeah.
Academics made a point. He was just like, the younger crowd would much rather see Lil Yachty and Lil Baby talk, other than Charlamagne and Lil Baby.
Who made that point?
DJ Akademiks,
King Academics,
the big rat.
Does anybody call him that other than maybe Grand?
Only you, because you respect him.
Nah, that's just one of his YouTube channels.
You love him, but
I don't know
that's
if I
the point.
believe. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I accept that excuse.
You don't think so?
I don't accept it really. You know what I mean? Like,
Because
Wait, which excuse?
Articulate it again.
Academics was pretty much saying people would just. It's okay that it has low views because people would just much rather watch Lil Baby. Is that what he was saying?
Not that it's okay, but
gotcha,
just the reasoning. You know
Gotcha,
what I mean?
okay, just an
Because
explanation on why we're here.
If in a world where
Gotcha,
this is
okay.
true, where he pulled it down, because when Adam said it, I'm like, I'm gonna take his word for it, because
Right,
there's no
yeah.
reason for him to lie like that. Like,
White men don't lie,
yes.
and they can jump really
That's why I
high.
can't believe it. I need to know whether the episode came
Well,
out or not
let's
because Adam
just-
will just say some shit
Yes.
to assist his
For
back
sure.
kick.
Yes, but when it's in competition with somebody who he deems as close to his level,
Yeah.
he wants to keep it as fair as possible.
And
so
this-
it's a fair win. You
Yeah,
know?
and this overall opened up the point of I think the conversation he was trying to have on here is the new media just whooping old media's ass?
Yes.
Essentially. Like, I think that's the valid conversation. I think that's the conversation he was trying to have, and
Yeah.
I there's a piece of that.
It's one of those instances where you have a feeling, and then you sit, you wait, and the internet produces something that proves you right.
I think Charlamagne is also suffering from his success. Like, he just believes he has to hit the same standard all the time instead of just getting out the mud and just doing what you got to do on your
I believe that, and I think it's also hard as fuck to.
It's hard to
be putting up championships every
Yeah.
time, and then
You see the numbers go down.
You see
like
the number
that.
go down.
Yeah. But it's like
It's hard.
Not all of them are going to be that.
Not all of them are going to be that. And how hard are you working on getting these home runs?
Right.
That's
Nothing,
true.
Right.
Nothing that Charlamagne does is marketed well.
No, no.
Yeah, he markets
that might
like
just
a
be a
comedian.
blanket statement, but it's almost like he
No,
puts,
I know exactly what you mean.
he just puts things out there, and it's like, he'll go hard for Tamika Mallory's State of the Union.
He goes hard,
He'll go
and we're
hard.
confused on why you're going that hard.
Yeah, but I don't see
Yeah.
him going that hard for him. And I think like a part of when he's shouting out people that he's working with, in his head that is him because he's a
That
part
is
of these
putting in work.
projects most of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But it is like bringing idiots don't got no billboards.
No.
It's barely spoken of. Like he'll mention it on the Breakfast Club, and he does it a lot more now. But even then, it's not in the like, yeah, go check out my shit.
I don't
It's
know.
just-
I'm not gonna. The only reason I get 100% what you're saying. The only reason I don't tie brilliant idiots into that is because I feel like the foundation of it was so much. This is a different version of me that you're getting on the Breakfast Club, so they don't really go together. You know what I mean? Like, if you really fuck with me, you'll kind of find me here. That just doesn't feel like that podcast has such a cult fan base.
Can you
I
be
think it would be
known?
weird if they start putting billboards up like Joe Budden podcast.
And I say
Oh my-
billboards jokingly, but like
I get what you're
For
saying.
brilliant
I get
idiots?
100% what you're saying though. Yeah, for brilliant idiots, that would feel weird to me.
Can you be known for too many things? to where it's like, you know, like how many things is Charlamagne known for? And do they all connect with each other?
Put it this way. He's known for a lot of things, but it's not oversaturated to the point where you don't know what he really cares about. Like a Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's Fear Factor. Joe Rogan's the podcast.
And UFC.
And a billion other UFC.
And comedy.
Then comedy. The last thing, which is probably the one that's the purest to him.
Yeah.
But Charlamagne's resume isn't that saturated.
No.
To where you don't think radio hosts last. His real bag.
Yeah.
Charlamagne has like 5 rings, like an NBA player who has 5 rings, but is now his team is not winning anymore. So he's like touting his rings. So he's always talking about the Breakfast Club as like, I'm national syndicated #1 show, but he's not really like trying to do anything new with his other things.
He's not trying to do anything new.
Like he's not trying to like put the same energy he put into the Breakfast Club into his things.
Well, there's 2 different people putting the energy in too.
There's a lot of different people putting the energy
There's
into
a machine
the
putting the energy behind that.
That's true.
And then the other one, it's you have to build and keep the machine well.
He's built the resources and seems like he has the relationships.
If he doesn't have a machine, what does he have?
He has iHeart.
He has him. The name is strong as fuck.
He has a Dora Milaje, nigga.
Yeah.
He has him. Charlamagne the God is such a powerful stamp that you put on anything, but that's where you rely too much on the name and you slack on the grassroots promotion.
I don't think Charlamagne slacks on the grassroots promotion.
I think that's what we're. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I do.
He does.
For sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He'll market his book very well.
Yes.
You'll see that everywhere. It'll be in the background of every studio he records in.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, and Black Effect. Black Effect gets spoken of all the motherfucking time.
But like other little
in terms of
niche things.
out of context,
personal content, like
out of
context.
Personal,
Brilliant idiots.
The personal
That's
interview,
really
the one-on-one interviews.
Yep.
The one-on-one interviews.
Yep.
And it's also, he became legendary as a radio host, but also what the main thing that we like that was shining was the fact that he was such a good interviewer.
Yep.
But we always got a different version of him when he started doing those one-on-one interviews that started going crazy viral too. Like the one where he had with like Kanye, like walking around, like all his
when
one-on-one.
he was in Wyoming, right?
Or when he was with Schoolboy Q on the rooftop. Like all his one-on-one interviews have never been the same energy that we got from his interviews at the Breakfast Club. Obviously, because there's more people, it's different, but one has always outshined the other, I will say. You know what I'm saying?
And it always makes sense.
Even though he's great at both, but one shines brighter than the
It
other.
always makes sense which one though, because it's like which one is bringing in the most bag.
Is that it's also just the fact that the cup that he's in at the time, like at the Breakfast Club, he's wearing more hats.
Right.
Like he's not just an interviewer. He has 2 other people there asking questions. So sometimes it's his job to just say the funny shit or address the elephant in the room.
Address the elephant in the room, let everybody else smooth it out.
Yeah.
I think it is a little bit of the new media and old media thing too, because I would say that we've said it on this show before, just like the thing that I've always been confused why Charlamagne hasn't done is transition into the Joe Rogan level of things and less of the question and answer classic interview one-on-one Oprah style interview and transition and worked more of the just open communication. Obviously all these things, all these things are communication, but the laid backness of it, the less of I have these questions that I'm gonna get off, more flowing. You can still have your questions, but does that make sense?
The same thing Kamala didn't focus on.
And I think also what's also gonna inhibit him as well, too, if you've watched I think the old media versus new media thing is possibly relying too much on what's always worked for you. At this point, I've watched enough Charlamagne, and I feel like a lot of people who've watched him consistently throughout the years, we can telegraph the questions that are coming. You know what I mean? We know what direction based on what this person says, I know probably what he's going to ask next. I know where he's going to start. He's always going to start where your mental health is at. You know what I mean? I can telegraph a lot of these things, the flow of the conversation, because it's copy and pasted so much.
And it's always going to work because it's always going to be somebody new and popular that people want to hear about.
It might not always work though, because if you're in a position, if this full episode did come out and then you took it down,
if Adam's not lying,
then obviously it's losing a little bit of its luster. You know what I'm saying? Because the Yachty interview was a flowing ass convo.
That was great.
It was great. It was a flowing ass convo. He asked a lot of questions, but it really just looked like 2 niggas that fuck with each other talking.
It was like they was back in Atlanta.
Exactly. Chilling.
Yeah.
And just a mic and a camera just happened to be in the room. That's how, which I think that's what shines as a new interviewer, is when it feels like a GoPro just got set up and niggas just happen to have mics.
It also,
I feel like that's what made podcast. That's what appealed so much about podcasting in general.
It was raw.
It was raw. That long form. That flow. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I think that hurts a lot of old media, Charlamagne, Elliot's, because they're still going into it with this is how I did things, this is how I've done things, this is what got me all my championships over the last 10, 20, 15 years. Whatever. You know?
Excuse me. I also think if he took more of a podcast approach to that solo content, it would be better off. Because it's
100%.
structured like a Larry King BBC televised interview to where they set up. So fucking it's black and white. There's probably 1-2 cameras in there. They're on stools.
Yeah.
If it was more just like a conversation instead of an interview, we would get that Charlamagne that people be begging for in interviews because ultimately the way they was doing interviews at the Breakfast Club, it was a podcast. It was more conversational style. It wasn't a formal. So let's start with this one, and then after that, Angela.
But why hasn't he ever transitioned that? Why hasn't he ever done that for his own solo content? That is just so strange to me.
Because he only watches us when we say things that he don't like.
No. I'm
Instead
talking
of when we saying the real shit.
No, yeah. I mean, that's always been a fact. But I'm just saying, like, why the fuck hasn't he done that, though? You know what I'm saying?
So basically, like a Shannon Sharp style.
Shannon's, nope.
Shannon he's become more communicative. He's become. Is that what?
I ain't gonna do you like that.
Become more. No, that's not right.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
That's not.
I ain't gonna do you that dirty, nigga.
He's become more
He's
like
got cue
conversational. I mean,
he's cue card reliant.
Not. It
And funny
depends
quips.
on who he's talking to. Because he can be like, well, goddamn, I might have to throw these goddamn.
Yeah, he's quips.
I hear it. I hear it. But just now, oh, come on now. Come on. It just made me fucking cringe for a second.
Jigaboo Shannon.
Yeah, bro. I don't like that shit.
He's just like
I'm
accent
over
and
it.
quips. Just his accent is enough.
Yeah.
It was cool at first. I'm tired of seeing that.
Nigga,
Come
tongue
on,
too big
man.
for his mouth.
Come on, man.
For him to be a football player, he don't really change directions very fast.
Yeah, not at all, bro.
Yeah.
But Wiz, but what was the most influential, Wiz? Where did you live? Wiz, hey, look, nigga, Pittsburgh. How many times I have to tell you, nigga?
Yeah.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Charlamagne also has to talk to people that he actually cares about. Like, I'm pretty sure he cares about Lil Baby, but he probably don't really give a fuck about Lil Baby. Like how he gives a fuck about LL Cool J. Somebody from his era he watched. It's a little bit more personable.
I think he gives a fuck about Lil Baby. I think with this whole out of context thing, he's actually interviewing people he might care too much about.
Right. Yeah.
To the point where it's not like a not
not
to say it's
genuine
a fluff
almost.
piece, but it's just
It's like the Kamala thing. It's like what he said with the Kamala thing. Hey, Vice President, Madam Vice President, I know you don't have a lot of time, but let's go ahead and just disprove some of these myths because they're out here just lying on you. It's what all the interviews are like that, where it's like, okay, we're not don't be here for as an advocate.
Yeah.
We know you're an advocate already. Just flow with that shit. You know what I mean?
He's gracefully laying people's head down to rest.
Yeah.
Making sure they're comfortable. That's not the worst thing to
Is
do.
that our fault as
And
viewers, though?
it's not all young nigga shit because the Glorilla one went off.
It did.
The
It went
Glorilla
good.
one did good for like what he gets typically on his channel.
Yeah.
That's
228.
Yeah, and then I think it was another one. I don't know about the Kevin Hart
Kevin
thing.
Hart
It just
did
is-
300.
Well,
did,
when he
yeah, the
brought
Kevin Hart
Cat
one.
Williams, it did pretty good
And the Big Sean one did good too.
against all
Yeah,
odds.
395.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
Big
did
Sean
LL,
actually
yeah.
did amazing.
Yeah, the Big Sean one went up too. So it's not all of them.
AJ watched 100,000 times.
So are we being a little harsh because this is
I'm only well,
For
we
the
can't
most
be
part-
harsh just because we don't know if he actually deleted it. If he deleted it, that's
with that, but just in
yeah,
terms of
that's
like-
crazy.
Yeah,
You gotta stay.
viewership.
You gotta stay in that in that 30,000.
But are we just the viewers who are looking for a podcast type conversation when niggas really just trying to give us interviews?
No, I think it's I think podcasting and just that style of conversation I mean, Howard Stern's been doing it forever.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just I think we've always known what we've naturally liked the most.
True.
And it's just you accept it less later. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, a lot of times with content, we could be sheep. Like we might only be primed in this era for that Art of Dialog, Vlad TV style of yes, it's just you in the frame, but it feels like the person asking the questions is to the left of the camera, like they literally sitting right up on it. And that's the only way
feel
we
like
can
they are,
accept
yeah.
interviews now.
Yeah.
Because when you think about all the interview platforms that go real crazy, like Vlad, Art, DJ Small Eyes, it's that, but it isn't this. This is a little different. This is a little bit more old timey.
Or on the porch. What's that?
So you know what I was
Yeah,
just
on the
thinking
po-
too? I'm
off
just
the
trying to
porch,
figure
off
out
the
like
porch.
what solo one-on-one thing is he gonna do that's gonna be like what could he do that's actually like, damn nigga, this shit is fire as fuck. You know what I mean? Just fire. Because even when he was doing Go Down, these hero one, it's not. I don't think he called it the hero series, but like Judy Blume, keep going. It's gonna change completely. It's gonna change a different color. Yeah, these down here. These were different. They were at different locations and shit like that. And then keep going. And then I remember, maybe he only did that with Kanye, where he was like walking the campus grounds.
Yeah.
But you know what made me think of that? With the whole walking and interviewing thing, I haven't seen anybody do that successfully yet, except Big Boy. That's the only one that I've actually enjoyed, where they're like walking around.
And any regular news program back in the day.
Oh yeah, like a Vice documentary.
Vice, but even just regular news, like you I don't remember what publication it was, but when they was walking with Tupac down Venice Beach, news used to use segments like that where it was just like more IRL content.
Yeah.
And Charlamagne, he comes from that style of production. So in his head, if he's gonna be with us commoners, he's gonna at least bring that style of production to YouTube. And I think that's his whole idea with like his version of what he's trying to do with this interview series.
Oh wait, he's giving us peasant content? Is that what you're saying? Because we're peasants?
Well, I wouldn't say peasant content, but he's trying to make expensive caviar like palatable to, regular niggas, which can be hard at times. You know what I mean? It's expensive caviar.
I don't know, man.
Come on, man. You a hater.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I just don't know about that.
Look at me cake.
Yeah, I just don't know about that.
Because just like Charlamagne, I wonder if being on YouTube is like insufferable for him.
It might be that. It might be that.
Like almost like being a pregnant stud. Like you're just stuck in this limbo. It feels like forever.
Like he hates that shit. Like but once he starts taking it more seriously, then he'll be an advocate for it. But he only had negative things to say about it for forever. But funny thing, going back to like him weekly promoting and shit, this is a funny. This is kind of funny. One time I was talking to this nigga, and I was talking about how the Black Effect Instagram channel was not run good. Like, I'm like, bro, this shit trash. Like, it's low key trash. Like, I'm like on some real shit. Like, if you can get anybody, you need to get somebody that'll make your page look like this on Instagram. Yeah, because it'll get more views.
Taylor, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah. So look, I'm like, bro, you got like 82,000 followers. Niggas got 50 likes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, nigga, you got 40 likes on this post. He was like, so are you a failure? I said, technically, I am. I am a failure, but
failing upwards.
I only have 2,000 people following me, nigga. It doesn't look as bad. But yeah, he doesn't. The self-promotion shit is trash, bruh. Whoever they be having just like putting that shit together, they do not do it right.
Yeah, whenever companies get too big, they lose focus.
Just posting is not enough anymore.
It's crazy because
posting is not enough.
He has
anymore.
Andrew Schultz there, and Schultz is doing it well.
I'm not gonna ask him about that though.
He should though.
You ain't gonna ask?
Nope.
Yeah, now Vala is busy.
All right, let's see.
Yo, did y'all see Charlamagne on 520 podcast? I said, what the fuck am I talking 520? About? Charleston White on the 520 podcast?
No,
I didn't watch it.
So, yeah. Well, I didn't even know if you want to hit the bell because I went to the YouTube channel. So first of all, I was trying to look for the full episode. I couldn't find it. So I don't know if they deleted it, but all I could find.
Or we're just getting pieces.
Yeah.
Charleston White on Club 520?
Yeah, on Club 520.
It's on Patreon, that's why.
Oh, it's on Patreon.
Yeah, it's on Patreon, that's why. I saw a clip of it, and they were like, you got to get this whole thing on Patreon.
I saw the clip, too.
Yeah. I think Club 520 Patreon is fucking...
You think it's hard?
I think it's intense. Yeah, it's lit because they've been promoting it essentially since this shit kind of started. Like, the podcast started, and it's like... I think their Patreon might be popping as hell, bro.
I'm finna put this clip in there. But... Well, is it legal for us to play a Patreon clip?
That might be a weird
gray area.
Are you playing a Patreon clip or a YouTube clip?
Well, I just sent it in the notes because you can't find it on YouTube.
Where'd you send it from?
You can just play the audio, but not the video.
It should pop up somewhere.
Oh, I see it right there. This.
Hey, you see it. But yeah, apparently he was up there causing a ruckus, being Charleston White, of course. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is this a good look for them?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Club 520?
Why?
Because Charleston White is red hot.
Well,
it's a good, and they got him to say wild shit. I mean, it's a win-win. Wild, so you know what I'm saying? Charleston White never has bad conversations with people. He just says wild shit. Yeah. But he pretty much has solid conversation everywhere he goes. Like, it's kind of, he's solid, but he does a lot of fuck shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
a lot of niggatry.
Yeah, but if he's not on that, the nigga can have a regular conversation that keeps you engaged.
With anybody, white women too.
Yeah, literally anybody.
He can fill 2 hours with a white woman.
Bobby out on?
No. Not even, because that would be easy.
Liar.
I'm talking about somebody who isn't relevant to him.
All right.
Yeah, America's favorite uncle. Yeah, what's up with it, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm the uncle that bounce you on the knee. I don't sit you on my lap. Yeah.
America's favorite uncle?
Yeah, America's favorite uncle. I let you bounce on the knee.
Now, listen. Shannon Sharp, he gonna go back and forth about who's America's favorite uncle, man.
No, he might be auntie. Yeah. I'm with Mike Hips. He might be auntie. Yeah, you saw that pose, that bow-legged pose that nigga did when he got out that truck.
Pause.
Yeah, ain't he messy like?
So sorry. Should have prefaced this. I didn't know he was going this in on Shannon Sharp.
Hey, he's going to fuck him
so
right now.
this is obviously about Shannon Sharp.
I'm enjoying it though.
His uncle is an auntie now. Let's listen.
It's funny. That wasn't even their goal.
That pose, that bow-legged pose that nigga did when he got out that truck. Yeah, ain't he messy like a hoe?
Nah, man. That's my people, man.
Yeah.
That's my dog, man.
One thing about Unc, he ain't riding with no punk. I'm sorry, he ain't riding with no LGBT man that dressing for years. Yeah, he had a gay stylist, so that put everything in question where I'm from. Not that I got nothing against gay people.
Love for you, one love. Shout out to the stylist, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we got to recap this year, man. So many.
Hold on, this is savage as fuck.
That was
this is
opening for a couple.
Because they're signed to Shannon Sharp.
Exactly.
This is savage as hell.
Right up here.
But what can you do?
I don't know if this podcast, this episode is gonna.
But that's why it's on Patreon.
Yo, they literally got a silhouette of his shades and pompadour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is they're signed. 520 is signed to Shay Shay.
Yep.
Whatever his production thing is. Shay Shay Productions, yeah.
Signed to a nigga, signed to a nigga, signed to a nigga.
They are, They got they're under like 3 umbrellas.
Hey, congratulate. But this is
damn.
This seems normal. Yo, one of these days it's gonna have to come out. It's gonna have to come out for Shannon, dog.
You think it exists?
It's gonna have to come out, dog.
Oh, you're convinced he's gay.
Yeah, you're going
what was the damning piece of evidence that bitch he's gay?
I don't.
You took off your headphones for that one.
Well, yeah, I don't.
I
don't. I hate hearing myself. But nah, it's the gay stylist. I don't care that he's gay.
Yeah.
I think he's gay. Yeah, I think he's gay.
Okay.
I think he's gay. I just think he's gay.
And you think the stylist is damning?
You can only be called something so many times before niggas be like, nah, I'm just fucking around. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, they didn't do it.
Yes.
They did it with Michael Jackson. They called him the same thing for years, all the way until he died. And even sometime after.
A PDF.
Wacko Jacko.
Yeah, but it's different because that was mainly white people saying that.
Which makes it better or worse?
Worse, because what angle are they trying to take? You get what I'm saying? Especially when he comes.
Well, they was just trying to defend Macaulay Culkin.
Hey, don't be mad. I tried to, you know.
But
but nah, for real though, it's just gonna have to come out. You can only be called You can only be called gay many times.
He's going for it, yo.
Yo, that's crazy.
You should bring it to light.
Yeah,
I can't.
You wouldn't have a gay stylist? What if he was like lacing you in the fly shit?
I would have
If you a celebrity, are you really fly if your stylist isn't gay?
Right.
That is true.
You're competing with everybody who has a gay stylist.
Yeah.
It depends on are you taking them front court games too?
Depends.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Is my name Kyle Kuzma?
He's also not speaking though. The gay niggas be putting niggas on black, he's paying them off well.
Exactly.
Because he did say something like Shannon Sharp did go in on him a couple times. That nigga never replied.
Well, that's the thing. That's why hoes speak, because most of the niggas are gay.
Yeah.
Like if one gay dude speaks, it fucks up everything.
But
one hoe speaking, it's only 10% of these niggas are straight. Allegedly. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know though. Wasn't Obama's chef gay?
Something like
no, they had those letters. It was the letters.
The letters. Yeah.
It was like
They had
it was
those letters.
yeah, it was those weird
we read that
romantic
on LOI.
letters. Yeah, that shit was weird.
What did he call him? He called him
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something freaky, bro. It was
something
like
freaky.
It was like, whoa, nigga.
My liege.
All right, Obama. Yeah, but were they confirmed to be real?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. The story was too good.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Malcolm X don't got no gay letters.
Yes, that is true.
None. Not a one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
You can't even deny that.
Let's see. Oh shit.
But yeah, I don't know if Shannon Sharp is, 100%,
Yeah,
but it wouldn't surprise me if that got exposed.
But this was just, a little grenade that, we had. Shout out to Charleston White for, making his rounds. When do you think it's going to end for him?
Never.
Not because if
I
he's
thought it was
knocking
bit-
on wood,
I thought it was. Oh, you talking about death?
Well, because I don't want to wish bad. No, you I don't want to wish bad.
Hit the brakes.
I don't want to wish bad on a nigga career. You get what I'm saying? Because even that's like, I don't want to,
I thought he would have got hurt by now, but he seems to avoid it. I feel like this is forever.
You think so?
As long as he can come into your show and get it cooking like this
That's
in the
what I'm
first 30
saying, yeah.
seconds, he's timeless.
You're always valuable as long as you could pop out and show niggas with them numbers. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like he
Onto
has a time slot.
Nope. And I feel like with Trump being president, his reign will be even longer.
Oh, it's going up.
Yeah, he's got a built-in 4 years.
The Antichrist.
And then he's got a built-in 6 because he can go 2 more years post Trump leaving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's if Trump leaves.
Yeah.
If he doesn't,
Let's
let's
never
another
forget
15
that.
years of Charleston White. Are you
Never
ready?
forget
Oh my
that.
God.
But yeah, let's go over here. Taxstone, hip-hop history lessons with AI, Al?
So, Taxstone did a dedication episode to DJ K Slay on his podcast. And it's like, it's cool. It's cool. It feels like a real audio documentary where he's giving real hip-hop history lessons. This one, he's using an AI voice. But even as the AI voice is reading the speech, you can tell Taxstone, like, this is his articulations.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Chat GPT script, just a voice. But you can click it, maybe even go to
Yeah, I think it said 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I feel like that's just like a good,
to get a good-
little section to get a glimpse of what's going on here. He's got the AI voice, he's got the script with the facts, and he also have recordings of some of the things he's talking about. And it's obscure shit like radio clips in 1997.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's actually pretty cool.
When did this come out?
I don't
6 days ago.
It came out recently, and also I don't know if this is a series. This might just be a special dedication to DJ K Slay.
And that's what I wanted to ask. Should we thank him for whatever he did for hip hop? Is he that important? Like,
DJ
who is
K
DJ
Slay?
Clay? Yeah, I don't
Well,
Slay,
when you
yeah.
look at, if you listen to this,
He's one of the
he
architects.
was pivotal.
Yeah, he's
he
one
was
of the
pivotal to the mixtape game.
Yeah.
To just like underworking shit in the rap world.
We wouldn't
Okay,
know-
'cause
we
I just
wouldn't-
dropped in.
He's closely associated with Alpo. Like he was a part of that
Yeah.
whole paid in full era in a way to where he was media during that time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's DJ K Slay. He does a good job of showing why.
I mean, this
he's a
episode
legend.
is literally for the people who don't know how important he is, low key.
Because when I
mean?
listen to this and be educated.
Yeah,
Right,
I clicked
yeah.
on it. I immediately skipped. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I listened to like 10 minutes because it was just like Taxstone and like, I'm
Yeah.
like, give it a try. But it was cool from what I
But yeah, go to that 5 minute mark. It picks up in a good.
90s, he'd established himself as one of the premier mixtape DJs in the city. But it was a 2000 tape that elevated him above his competition. Alpo Martinez was a legend in Harlem. During the 80s, Alpo ran the streets. Along with Rich Porter and AZ, Alpo built a drug empire and became known throughout the neighborhood for flashy cars and clothes. Harlem had seen many kingpins over the years, from Bumpy Johnson and Frank Lucas to Mr. Untouchable Nicky Barnes. But those were all historical figures. What Alpo, AZ, and Rich represented was the modern-day hustle of the crack era. To residents of Harlem, including big-name MCs who were coming of age during the 80s, these three were peers, living and working on the same blocks. Their story was the subject of the 2002 film Paid in Full, further cementing the iconic role that Alpo Martinez played in Harlem's storied history.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
But like most people living the fast life, Alpo's career was cut short when he was arrested in the early.
This is strange.
It's a real.
You think it's strange?
It feels like an audio book.
It reads like an audiobook though. And I listen to audiobooks, so I'm a little bit more primed.
Yeah, I don't listen to
But just that speech pattern and the way it sounds.
Right.
But I rock with this. I rock with this. He wasn't even talking about DJ K-Slay, and he was giving mad history on Alpo.
I like the
you know
hustle.
what I mean?
I like what Taxstone probably had to go around to get this done. That's what I appreciate.
You know, sneaking in the law library. Borrowing the Selly's Cardis.
Yeah.
I wonder if Rocky Thunder was a part of this in any way, because I know when he was starting to pop up on Twitter Spaces, she was saying, and they were saying that they were working on some things, like putting things in the can for him to release.
I don't think Taxstone.
So I wonder if this has anything, if this is something that she helped like organize.
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think Taxstone tweets without Rocky Thunder hitting send.
I can go ahead. DJ K-Slay represented hip hop with integrity and heart. The self-proclaimed drama king hosted a nightly show on Hot 97 and later found a home at Sirius XM. But that was just to scratch the surface of his story. K-Slay set trends, won numerous awards, and kept it 100 at all times, even if that meant slapping your favorite DJ. Join us as we explore the life and times of one of New York's most respected icons, from his early days as a graffiti writer to his illustrious mixtape career and beyond. Executive. This is produced by Taxstone, written and produced by Classic Material, produced by Jonathan Mena. Who's Jonathan Mena? I'm supposed to know.
I don't know what his name is, but anything associated with Taxstone podcast.
Yeah,
is that the Ice Cube, the NWA dude?
Jonathan Mena.
There's no way.
I'm supposed to know that. I know that name.
Yeah.
I feel like he did some shit with Premium Pete.
Go to his Instagram.
Or Combat Jack.
Yeah, I'm supposed to know this name because this name has come up 101 times.
You studied all podcast Illuminati members.
Okay, yeah. Zoom in. What does his bio say?
Strictly here for cultural purposes.
Such a hip hop nigga.
Yeah, he's one of those real like
loudspeaker decisions, of course.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mena. Why don't I know this nigga? Zoom down.
Yeah, now you might be better off going to his wiki page.
Yeah, let's go to this nigga's LinkedIn.
Nah, I didn't pop up.
You don't got no LinkedIn?
He's turned into a runner recently.
This is Jonathan Mena, though.
Yeah, it's definitely is.
And he even has the dedication to K-Slay Taxstone episode right there.
And he's like, all the right people are following him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
executive produced by Taxstone, written and produced by Classic Material, and produced by him.
Produced by Jonathan Mena. What else did he produce?
Executive produced by a nigga.
Did he produce the Combat Jack show?
Is that what?
I think that's what it is. I think he produced the Combat Jack show.
That's what I said. I feel like he's closely associated to like Premium Pete and Combat Jack somehow. But you know, forgive AJ's ignorance. It's his fault this time.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Jonathan Mena though. He's so cool. He doesn't even have to describe like his history in his bio,
what his credentials are.
I need to put this in ChatGPT.
Strictly here for cultural purposes.
He not one of them niggas that's doing business in the DMs.
And
he got Gmail accounts.
Yes, he's from an era that Charlamagne respects, not YouTube.
He's from an era that Elliot Wilson.
Jonathan Mena was a producer for the Combat Jack show, a pioneering hip hop podcast created by Reggie Osei. Known as Combat Jack, Mena played a significant role in the show's production, contributions to its success, and influence in the podcasting world. Yep, that's what it is.
Believe it.
Shout out to Jonathan Mena.
Yeah,
so he's a
back to this. It's a little. I don't know if I could watch this.
It's a little obscure for you.
It's a little obscure.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it
because
though.
you
might not be inquisitive enough.
You already don't know who the fuck DJ Clay is.
No, I know who that is.
K-Slay.
What are you saying?
You're
DJ
the only one
Clay?
shitting on him.
Come on, respect him. He's a legend.
Right. You're right.
I'm trying.
He said DJ Clay.
But no, I know who K-Slay is, but just this thing, this format is just a little strange for me.
Oh, I want to ask you something about him.
Ask me. I'll watch this.
You are.
I got you, pimp.
Yeah.
What? So like, what year? Can you name the year of like his reign?
Early something.
Okay, I feel you. It's just that time period.
Early something is crazy.
I know exactly what time period that is.
You know what I mean?
I think it's like late 80s, early 90s. I mean,
late 90s, early.
But then he was also on Sirius XM, so that lasted for a long time too.
Oh my God.
Definitely the 90s. Now that I think about it, the 90s.
Well, don't say that when
95.
We're right here.
Well, I didn't see anything to confirm it.
Nobody would ever donate to Wiki.
He was born in what, 86?
Born in 66.
Oh, 66. Yeah.
Jim Crow nigga. Okay.
4 studio albums, 2003.
Okay, so his reign. Okay, the
Nigga,
90s.
he lived through the crack era.
Yeah.
He lived through the crack era. He saw the 90s, and he understood that the world thought it was going to end in
Yo,
2000.
look how they asking for money on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's
These
going crazy
fucking
right now.
beggars.
You're not used to that?
Oh yeah, it's
I ain't
going
been on
crazy
here
right
in a
now.
long
It's been like that since always, nigga. I remember being in middle school being like, nigga, I'm at
That
school
shit said,
right
give
now.
me 275. Is that what it said? 275 or 225?
275. It said 275.
That's crazy.
Wikipedia is run on donations.
This was new. This is new.
No, they've done this before.
What was new?
This whole donation thing.
Nah, they've done this
they've been
before.
doing that since
17 years.
They've been doing that
This
for
has been
10 years.
Yeah, bro.
man.
I've seen this years ago.
17 years.
I swear
Bare
there was
minimum.
like a whole
Nope.
whole thing online
Bro,
that they were talking about like, oh yeah, we have to start changing how
They,
this
they
thing's
asked
working
me, they
now.
asked
We
me
need
for money like 4 years ago, bro.
Niggas
They're
is
getting
asking-
more.
Yeah.
They're getting greedier with their.
Niggas asking for
with their asking
275
price.
is crazy, though.
Before
275?
Before it
That
just
no
used to be
tax.
a pop-up ad that was like, yo, donate what you can. You know, we're here for you. Now they're asking for 275.
And they put it in red too. Like nigga, your shit's about to be shut
Yeah,
down.
that shit look like an alarm.
Yeah,
That look like an alert.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I can. That's crazy. All right, but back to this. I don't know if I can watch this every week.
Come on, dog. What if this was a series where Taxstone is running down all the legends of New York, giving them
I don't
their
like
grace?
that voice.
So it's
Yeah.
just the voice. If Taxstone narrates,
Yeah, but he
you'd
might not be,
cool.
you know, he might not be able to have recordings, producer recordings, being in jail.
He's also the executive producer,
done
so
it
he
so
didn't
many
really.
times.
How is that? How can you be an executive producer? From
He might not have
inside
really
of
done
a
too
jail?
much.
I mean, all you need is a phone.
Which he's not supposed to have.
But not even like his personal phone. all
You're not-
You know
all
what
you
I'm saying?
need is that the phone calls you get every day.
Right. But he might not be allowed to do it because I feel like, why wouldn't he do it? You know what I'm saying?
He's
Why would
done
you
things
use-
before though. We've heard Taxstone in podcast format multiple times.
But
since
why
he's been
not
locked
this
up.
though?
I don't know. You might have to ask Rocky.
He might have got.
Let's go to the spaces.
He got
might
caught.
have got. He might have got in trouble since he's going on them spaces.
When was the last time you've been on Spaces? Like
I don't know,
8 months.
but it's been a nice little minute.
It's
yeah.
been
He had a strong like 2-3 week run.
Weeks? I thought it was days, nigga.
Well, also not taking
It was
into
days,
account.
and then it went away. Then it came back for a little bit. Then it went. It's like
Yeah.
it's like 2 to 3. It's like the runs are within 2 to 3 days, and then it gets shut down.
We're also not taking into account his day-to-day life being locked up. This nigga's in jail.
Yeah.
There's always something happening.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah, we gotta think about that.
Let it, man.
I don't think we've ever thought about it like that.
Yeah, nah. For real.
It's like this nigga's going through real life in jail. Seriously though.
Oh yeah, I know. But he's one of the few people that I hear, and every time I hear from jail, he sound like he make it seem like
He
jail
has
is just
all the Cheetos you could ask
It's a
for.
lot of optimism in there, man. I know I wouldn't be that. I would not sound that optimistic if it was me. I'd be fucked up.
You would be optimistic.
Nigga, you got 12 months of sorrow, but then you know.
I'm not
Exactly.
built for fucking. I'm not built for jail.
AJ start doing calisthenics.
Fuck that.
Oh man.
Nigga, jail is terrible. Fuck that shit. Jail is terrible, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And in prison, years.
Yeah.
Nigga, I did like 5.5, 6 hours. I said, I'm not built for this shit.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
like, what
Who
is
you tell
this?
on?
Nobody. Nobody.
But be honest, was it jail itself or just like you, mentally you knew you didn't want to deal with this?
And you weren't
Because let's be
locked up.
honest.
You were just in the holding cell, right?
Yes, that was enough.
Because you're still an animal.
That was enough.
If you had to survive, you would survive.
Oh, of course.
Of
but
course.
I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is when it was like, oh yeah, fuck this jail shit or prison or whatever. It's
Yeah.
when the intake, you get stripped butt naked in front of a grown man.
Yes.
Niggas have you like squat, cough, and then they hand you a sack with another nigga's drawers and socks. Hundreds of niggas have worn these, and these are now your belongings. And the nigga said some shit to me. He said some shit in particular when he was handing it back. He was like, all right, these are your belongings. I said, this is not my shit. It's not my shit. I have a lot of shit at home. This is just temporary. Nigga, like,
You would have been a bad slave.
yeah, bro, fuck that.
Yeah. Said,
Fuck that.
Why you trying to fight your subconscious, nigga? These are your clothes. Boy.
Nope. Yeah, dog. Nope. I was like, oh, nah,
He
this
was
is.
like, I don't care what you do with these.
Yeah, nigga,
it's
this
my
is
job to hand them to you.
Yeah, bro. Fuck that.
Got
dog.
gooch
It ain't
stains
worth
on that
it.
motherfucking box.
I don't think you could squat and cough at the same time without falling.
That's all. That's all I needed was them 5.5 hours. I said, yep.
Nigga just roll over.
Fuck that.
Goodness gracious.
This nigga Lars funny. When I was coming out, I had like started getting cool with one of the niggas in the holding cell. So like I'm talking to this nigga on the way out. Laura was like, yo, this nigga's making connection. He was just in jail. Nigga coming out. This nigga came out with a friend and shit.
But you wave by to the nigga.
So all it takes is 4 hours.
We had got out at the same time. I was like, all right, nigga. Be
That
up,
shit was
nigga.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
sitting
Good
there
luck.
waiting for him and my other nigga to come out at the same
Yeah.
time. I'm like, the fuck, this nigga didn't came out and
Did he
making
seem like a
friends
cool
and shit. I mean, he came out smiling and shit, like he was happy and shit.
What was he in for?
I can't remember, but I remember there was this white dude in there that was sitting next to me. The nigga looked crazy. Like he looked like a nigga that goes to the gym all the time, like a gym bro, but he looks like he's not supposed to be there either. Cause there's a look. You look like you're supposed to be in jail or you don't. You just know.
First time.
You know you know whether it's the first time or this is just a part of life. And this was me and him next to each other. We both not supposed to be here, but this is what it is. But I was like, just looking at him like, man, I wonder what that nigga did. I wonder if it's a DUI, but he don't seem drunk. And then it was assault by strangulation against like a woman. I was
about
like,
to
yep.
say a child or something.
Yeah, I was like, yep. He had that look because it was something crazy about his
Mentally
look.
unstable.
Yeah, it was something crazy about his look. Like the nigga snapped and tried to choke a bitch out, bro. So, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Said switch. He just split.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yep.
AJ, when was that?
2013.
Why sound like you was asking for your safety?
Yeah. This nigga covered.
How long you been?
We harbored the fugitive. Yeah, no,
You
that
still
was
institutionalized.
No, that was 2013.
Scary ass nigga.
Like I said, 5.5 hours. That's it, man. I bailed like my homies out of jail before though, or like hooked them up with bail bondsmen.
You went into the belly of the beast.
But that's about it. Like, cause I'm like, fuck this. I'm not waiting here. You pay
Yeah.
bail bondmen, them. That's their job. Just
I've
sit
had to
there and
give a
wait for
couple
you to-
niggas some bread.
Yeah.
That's their job. I paid it. You owe me $150. Whatever.
Exactly.
You know, you just owe me this money to get out of jail.
I've had my nigga pull up to me before, like, yeah, I'm gonna need this money. Something's gonna happen the next few days.
Nigga,
I'm gonna need some bread real quick.
I bailed one of my
You gonna have to bail me out if you don't pay me.
I bailed one of my homeboys out one time. Mind you, I'm on the way to work. All I had time to do was bail him out. I don't know how he got home, but he's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. And then I called his sister. And said, hey, look, I paid the bail bondsman. He's gonna be free. I don't know when he's getting out.
Yeah.
I don't have a ride. I'm gone. I'm about to be an hour away.
Yeah.
Like, somebody gonna need to pick this nigga up. I don't know if he knows your phone number. I don't know if he's just gonna be outside and just start walking.
If it's who I
You
think-
better appreciate that sidewalk.
Yeah,
right,
if it's who I think it is, he's a capable nigga, man.
He's capable.
He's a capable
That's
nigga.
what I wasn't
man.
worried. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
He's capable. He's just a resourceful ass nigga. It's not gonna within 10 minutes he could get a ride all the
he'll
way
make
home.
it happen.
Okay,
He'll make
He's
it
one,
happen.
that's
Good
why
money.
that's why I wasn't tripping, but it's like at least I need to let one person know they're gonna turn him loose and he's outside.
Yeah.
Catch him before he catches another charge.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
That nigga was a habitual offender though, but he be in that bitch for nothing.
He was,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Yeah, he was. It's when he, it's,
So he
it's
just
when,
breathe wrong in the
at
police.
some point y'all
direction.
gonna have a nigga that's going through it with a female.
Yeah.
And she gonna keep calling the police on
Oh,
him,
my
and that's
God.
the one you're gonna start ending up bailing out.
Eventually.
It's good. I feel like it's
Not my
inevitable,
niggas.
bro. I feel
Oh, my
like
God.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
bro.
nigga, I
thought
did
it was,
too.
bruh. But when
I
a
only
woman,
hand with y'all, so.
but
what
when
you
a
trying to say?
woman, but when a woman calls on you, and you like it's over.
yeah.
You're going downtown. Period.
Yeah.
Like whether you did that shit or not, you got to go through the process.
Until she changes her mind on how she feels.
Yeah,
you're in
because
trouble.
I would be with him and shit would happen, and I'm like, wow, you didn't do anything. And you're going to jail right now, my nigga.
right there.
Yeah, bro. Like I've seen it, bro. You did nothing, my nigga.
Yeah.
And you are going to jail, and I have to call a bail bondsman right now. Like,
y'all make eye contact as he's pulling off.
yeah, it's just
yo,
like
damn, like
he just
gone.
get. I got you. I'm gonna come get you, nigga. It is what it is.
Oh my God.
Nobody
Y'all.
can fight this
He
right
probably
now.
loves her too.
Yeah, bro.
That's why he keeps going to jail for it.
Shit was crazy.
It's crazy. I got jury duty soon.
I've never went.
Yo, you want to know what's
Can't you
crazy?
get out of it?
I think, but I've never
One of
responded
the,
to it.
so
either.
there's
I'm
like
surprised
there's
I don't
10
have a
reasons you can
warrant.
get out of it. One of them is you
been
literally
trying
can't
to.
walk or
Oh,
you're
really?
retarded. Those are 2 reasons, and I'm gonna call
which
and I'm
one
gonna
you
be both of
playing?
those. I was literally I was like, yo, if I get hungry in between,
They feed you, I think.
Yeah.
but
It's like an all.
nice
That's
meals.
but no,
He doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't,
I don't wanna hear
he
that.
doesn't want to go.
a nigga's going to jail. I'm going with the popular vote. I don't give a fuck. I'm going with popular vote if I have to. A nigga's going down.
You're the worst type of juror.
And that's why I have to tell them. I need to call them. I'm like, yo, y'all don't understand who y'all got.
Said, listen,
like,
I'm
biased.
biased.
I'm the worst type of nigga.
I want to be on the opposite end where everybody's guilty. I don't think you did it, man.
Damn, you gonna hold the whole shit
You
up?
gonna do a
They're gonna be there way longer.
Hold us up for 6 months,
but
nigga.
they don't pay you equivalent to what you get paid for your job.
AJ go make the news.
I might be
That's
famous.
why you need to try
That's
to
true.
end that
Yeah,
shit.
you can't
That's
even-
why niggas go to jail, dog.
I
Like
would-
niggas need to go to work.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
That is a good point.
Like somebody's
You
gonna
probably
go
got
to
the
jail.
most fair trials during COVID because nobody was rushing to leave the house anyway. So like they're like, I can go to work regardless because it's like virtual or whatever like that, or it's you just at home, so I can make a rash or logical choice.
If you don't have to put on pants, you can be rational.
Kinda, yeah. I need
You
to
can
be,
just really
I need
sit
to be my
down and
most
like-
comfortable.
No, I don't think it's enough reasonable doubt.
I'm gonna tell him I bought like 12 Plan Bs in 1 month just to tell him like, look, I'm obviously not mentally there.
That's
I'm
crazy.
fucked up right now.
Yeah, like you and the girl, like that keeps taking them.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, nigga? Like
Tell them you
Bitch done had 18 periods,
Yeah,
nigga.
bro.
They started to connect together. They not going away.
Periods connecting dots.
Let's see.
Bitch leave a trail wherever she walked.
Right. This started with the Taxstone podcast, and we just went into jail stories.
Into Plan B.
It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
You got to keep it on.
We'll do one more, and then we'll roll into office hours. Lord Jamar shoots at Fat Joe and Mav Hoffa.
Yes. This is
on
very
a live
deep.
stream.
This is very deep. So basically, right, Fat Joe and Lord Jamar's history go back a little bit, but for the most part, if you click on, go up a little bit. Thank you. Keep going. Math Hoffa, the first one. This is where all of the bitter, the back and forth. Skip this. Yeah, go to timestamp.
Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about it real quick.
I don't know what to talk about.
The intros have gotten extravagant.
He does his own
extravagant
for everybody.
Because I haven't been here in a while. I'm used to a Mav Hoffa video. You know, rapping at the end, his little intro, the bars.
Nah, dog, this is
nigga
different,
is
dog.
Yeah.
full freestyles in the beginning now.
What's it
It's
called?
like he downloaded a new app.
What's it called with the microphone hanging?
Yeah, whatever the ciphers, whatever
for
the fuck they
everybody
are.
listening
yeah.
on Spotify,
The
because we
microphone.
love you, and you know audio that is
First thing in the
important.
AM.
Hey, for sure.
Yeah.
But he's just rapping in a closet. What is it?
No, it's in the barbershop.
Play.
No. This starts off with a promotion.
Yes.
So let's start there. Which I'm not mad at this promotion. So it starts off.
With
They're in
this
the
on the
main.
Coogee sweaters?
We can't put this on the screen.
You want to play the audio or no? Just so y'all can see it.
No.
Don't play the audio. I want to visually describe it as it's happening.
As it's happening?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So they are in a mink store. They're clearly sponsored, and everybody is coming through, showing off the minks, the furs, the leather. They're in a double rack closet, and there's minks and leather on both levels. And everybody from the podcast is having a moment where they are just showing you
The runway.
the runway. It's called Doots. What does it say? Ducey and Darucci NC.
Yeah.
Check them out. It seems like they got plenty of selection.
They have great coats.
I'm almost positive there's a Mav Hoffa song overlaying this. So,
There is.
And they're at 151 Orchard Street, New York City. And now we're in the barbershop. Mav Hoffa is stepping up to the hanging microphone.
He's moonwalking to it.
And it's a little reverse effect. But now he's rapping. He's giving us a freestyle. Now, this is before the clip even starts.
The Fat Joe is nowhere.
The clip has not
Is it
started
about
yet.
Puerto Ricans?
No. Yes, it has nothing to do with like
Oh,
the
yeah,
video.
This verse has nothing to do with
Which would be cool.
That would be
That
hard.
would be fire as
He
fuck,
made
actually,
a
yeah.
small song based on the snippet.
He should actually do that.
That'd be crazy.
That
actually.
would be-
That'd be
so,
crazy.
so like do the interview and after it's done, then do this.
Pretty
based on
much what people were
that'd be
saying,
fire.
we should do a skit
Yeah.
to every
Yeah, to
segment,
every-
which,
yeah.
which is a lot.
That's a
But
lot.
we
It's
did
impossible.
we did slap all that shit together in like a couple hours.
It
So we
happened
got to
pretty
give ourselves
fast.
credit. We can do it.
Yeah, it's
we can
definitely-
do it because it didn't take niggas
Can
long.
isn't should.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah.
Niggas were
Because then
losing
if we
sleep.
because then if we flop,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, you should have kept that skit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So why do we overextend ourselves?
That's why.
Right, yeah.
That's something we make them pay for.
Yeah. All right, my expert opinion. You know, it's math song. You know,
All right, and then the
Fat
timestamp
Joe.
is 2 minutes.
We were at 2 minutes. So 2 minute before we get there. Now imagine if you don't have YouTube Premium. Now
Yeah.
look at the peak moment when the clip starts. The first peak moment is the majority of people have skipped the first minute and 35 seconds
And go straight to the peak.
to get
Yeah.
straight to the content.
Yeah.
That's a crazy still image of him.
Yeah, it is.
This one right here. Yeah, this is insane.
But Fat Joe, he's been going around disrespecting
bad,
the
sorry.
FBAs. This is what all of this is about. This is about the FBAs, the white passing Puerto Ricans versus the FBAs. This is what all of this is about. Let's hear what he said about it.
To be go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let's get into that. Because I think people outside of New York, it's hard for them to understand, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Guyanese,
First of all, let's start by this.
Albanians,
Let's
just
start
all
by this.
around each other.
Let's start by
He
this.
took his hat off.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. Far as I know, we're at Yankee Stadium right now, and it's hip hop's 50th birthday. And the guy who invented it, Grandmaster Flash, my brother carried his crates. My babysitters made up the let me hear you say ho. It's two girls, twins, used to babysit me. They made up let me hear you say ho.
Pause.
So they have a
And, that's their contribution to hip hop. But
let me see what page this is on, too. What YouTube channel this is on.
This is on Mad.
That's iconic.
When did it come out, though? 9 days ago?
He 9 days ago.
He privated this and then put it back up.
Yeah. Oh, he did?
He did.
Okay.
Because when this first happened,
there's something missing too.
Because he cleaned it. Because when this first happened and we first covered it, I had to go to No Jumpers. It was only reposted I could find. I couldn't find it on his actual page. So I think he privated it, but now it's back up though.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much this all sounds like the first version, but he still might have trimmed and clipped some shit.
He definitely trimmed some stuff up, but of course, Lord Jamar retorted, you can click on that. Let's hear a minute of this, and then we're going to go to the full clip, have a snippet of that. This is more directed. But does Math Hoffa have any, like, should he be punished for this?
For allowing that?
For allowing a white passing Puerto Rican to talk about foundational black Americans.
Not until Kendrick Lamar makes it a law.
I didn't even...
That's law.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
I enjoyed all 6 minutes of this Lord Jamar response. This nigga just knows so much, bro.
He knows so much information.
It's just, why debate hip hop with him? The nigga is an encyclopedia for real, bro.
Yeah.
And it's shit. It's just as he's saying it, you're like, fuck.
Really, and it's more so his confidence in being right because we are trusting in his accuracy.
Yeah.
Because of how much of authority he seems to be that he actually is on the subject.
And on top, and Star, one thing that Star makes sure he always points out every time he speaks of Lord Jamar is he say Lord Jamar was not just a rapper that was in Grand Nubian, he was also an ambassador of hip hop that traveled the world outside of just doing music, educating the world on hip hop.
For free.
Yeah, on some shit. I mean, he might have got free, but essentially it's like, it's different from a nigga going.
He brought hip hop to third world countries.
No, but it's different from a nigga saying that you are authority in hip hop, but all you've done is just done a bunch of concerts in places. It's different from a man who's done concerts in places, but also just done seminars and TED Talks educating you about hip hop,
teaching villages.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would put him in the realm
I don't know
of
why they have to be villages. But
because the way that he made it, the way you make it seem, it's just
that's
like
how he says it.
He had hip hop on the torch, and he was just.
I didn't think
putting on cavemen.
Who else wouldn't know about rap? It's probably villagers, Aborigines,
the motherfuckers in Minecraft.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah, for real though, real shit.
Are we gonna play this?
Yeah, let's play a little bit of. Was there a
1 minute of this?
specific part?
No, this is that one.
This is the 6 minute.
6 minutes, right?
I really only had time for the full clip, but let's play this because this is
because he kind of gets. I like how he gets right into it.
It's straight into it.
We gonna get on Math Hoffa and shit because he was pissing me off too. He gonna get on a Star's platform and talk about I don't understand what's the point of all the division and all this type of shit. If you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand that blacks and Puerto Ricans grew up together. let's keep it a buck, man. Let's stop the bullshit. Some of us grew up together. Some of us got along and some of us didn't. You know goddamn well there was the Puerto Ricans that fuck with hip hop, and then there was the Puerto Ricans that only went to salsa and merengue clubs and ain't fuck with black people at all. There was the Jamaicans that fucked with hip hop and all that type of shit, and then there was some Jamaicans that only went to fucking Jamaican clubs and didn't really fuck with Yankee boys, them like that.
Hear that, Lauren?
Okay? Like, let's fucking keep it real.
And skip a minute real quick.
Let's talk about Rikers Island. If we're so together, then why is there a black phone and a Puerto Rican phone? Why is it that certain people that you might be cool with on the street, if they was Puerto Ricans, y'all can't even talk to each other on the island? There's been Puerto Rican power rule god bodies that had to basically fall victim and renounce being God once they went to jail, because it was like that. Why do you think gangs like sex, money, murder, and all this type of shit were even instituted in the first place? To protect themselves from the Puerto Ricans on the island and shit like that in jail. Yeah.
Now, pause real quick. And I want to make this clear for all the viewers that have no idea what's going on. Lord Jamar is just mad at the fact that Fat Joe shot at his position in hip hop. He's not. He's not
a bozo too.
Yeah, but
it was a bozo or some other shit. Like he called him a name.
He did.
He's not. I feel like that's just futile. I feel like what he really cares about is the fact that Fat Joe misunderstood who he is in like this realm of hip hop. Like he's kind of like
Fat Joe is nothing in this realm of hip hop.
Well,
Fat Joe.
You said what?
Fat Joe is nothing in context of hip hop.
In terms of pioneership.
Yeah, he ain't. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Nah, but it's that, and it's a little bit deeper because I feel like Puerto Ricans and black people in New York have always argued about this, about the true origins of hip hop and how involved both parties were. But he's making a very valid point to where it do seem like there's that black and brown unity, but it seems like
so
black
fake.
people uphold that shit more than brown.
Exactly.
There's definitely some brown people down with it, but when you look at just percentages in each demographic,
Bro, it's obvious.
there's more black people with it than there are Puerto Ricans on that side that are down with it.
I say it's just Hispanics, period.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say Hispanics.
But yeah. But in this context, Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
But yeah, that black and brown shit, it's like, it's this fake thing.
We say it more.
I'd never say it, but niggas do
I'll
say
say
it.
niggas.
Separate yourself, my nigga.
Niggas do say it, though. That's a whole fact.
Yeah, we
That's a
understand
whole
you don't
fact.
like Puerto Ricans.
No problem.
You like them papooses, though.
It just depends on what's going on.
Puerto
You know what I'm
Rican
saying? What type of
Yeah,
what type of nigga are
For
you?
anybody questioning, that's Puerto Rican.
For anybody confused. yeah.
Hey, shout out to this nigga in his cadence though. The way he was asking him questions and stopping like he's waiting for an answer.
I like how he gives me time to think. I'm like, yo, he's right.
Yes.
And then he comes into
Yeah,
it.
Lord Jamar.
Oh yeah.
Because he's an educator.
Because he really
great.
knows, bro.
Yeah, I love
he really
that
knows.
shit.
It's like
That shit was great.
I'm about to just rapid fire questions that you have to answer truthfully to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an educator at the end
That
of the
shit was
day.
good. That shit was good.
Can we watch a little bit more of this? Because
Yeah.
he really started. He was really cooking in this.
Skip
little
a
clip.
minute. Skip a minute and
Okay.
let's see.
Just go to the middle.
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Yeah, right to the middle. All right.
That. You look like one of those fucking morenos.
Go back a little bit. This is my favorite part. This was my favorite
Ay,
part.
Dios mío. And their older siblings were telling them to do? Stop fucking with those morenos. Stop fucking with those cocolos. What are you doing? You're acting black. Stop it. Stop it, Hector. What are you doing? Fucking stop it. Why are you wearing your fucking pants like that? You look like one of those fucking morenos. Ay, Dios mío. Come on, man. Think I didn't hear it? And so I don't like when people try to move the goalposts. When Math went up there trying to move the goalposts and talking about if I was to come on his show, I don't want to go on the show. If I was to come on his show, he might get some pushback and all. I might get some pushback. So I'm always getting pushback. I'm ready for pushback at all times.
Maybe
because I have the intelligence to have the rebuttal. See, these people that don't have a certain intelligence, That's why they try to come with this verbal thuggery. You know, like you gonna thug somebody out. Like, come on, man. Knock it off. I'm not easily intimidated.
And shout out to the legion of FBAs that donate to him. I like that energy.
The legion.
The legion of FBAs, nigga.
This is the God pod.
There was this one girl, she actually looked crazy. She had to have been a MILF, but she had donated like $150. Her name was like Kamara Hilson or somebody. I don't know.
Hey, damn.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Shout
But-
outs to her.
I mean, she posted it publicly.
She looked crazy.
But you
too.
remember that motherfucker.
I remember that. But let's go to Art of Dialogue again. As we said, they've been on a run. You could just go to the first timestamp. In Lord Jamar's words, what he's about to say is where all of their tiff kind of started. It's kind of petty, but I mean, let's just hear.
This will be the origins of their beef?
This is the origin.
Okay.
This is why Fat Joe feels a way towards Lord Jamar.
The word is born to the father on my seeds, what really happened. I got a FaceTime from a mutual friend of ours who I was in contact with at that time very regularly. So I'm thinking nothing of it. When I pick up the FaceTime, he's got Fat Joe in on the FaceTime.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Fat Joe hits me up and is upset that I talked about on my show, that I talked about when he wore the moon boots, those Yeezy moon boots. You remember those ugly ass moon boots?
Yeah, I remember them.
He had a pink Celine hoodie with this tan jacket on that wasn't fitting well, with these moon boots on, and the internet roasted him. The internet roasted him. I saw a video where he was like, yo, you should have saw the meme that such and such put up of me. He had me inside the boot. He was laughing at it. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's fair game. Like, you know what I mean? So I talked about it. I didn't go crazy on him, but I was like, yo, we don't need to be wearing past a certain age. Like, we can't try to wear all the things that we think young kids is wearing, whether they think it's fly or not, whether it costs a lot of money. Like, that looked crazy. It looked crazy on him. It would have looked crazy on me. It would have looked crazy on anybody. I think even on a young person, but maybe the young person could have pulled it off. But he hit me up like, yo, chill, bro. Like, yo, I wouldn't do that to you. Like, and I'm like, all right, maybe he's right. You know what I mean? I've known this dude for a while. We've been, you know what I mean? We've had a good rapport. It's not like we were friends calling each other, but we always had a great rapport when we saw each other. You know what I mean? Seen him out one night at a steakhouse in New York, and I didn't realize I needed reservations, and he's going in there with his family, and he ends up, you know, walking me in there and all of that type of shit. Some cool shit. So that's why this is like almost shocking and disappointing to me.
And as you can see, you know, and it's kind of crazy. I kind of
Joe's in his feelings.
I honestly, I understand where Lord Jamar is coming from. You know, you poke a little fun at a Puerto Rican, all of a sudden them niggas come back mad as shit
with a rusty
screwdriver. Now all of a sudden I'm a bozo.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I'm some mean guy who's been hating on you the whole time. But immediately go to the second timestamp, and let's just watch this, because Lord Jamar, he's also a businessman. Like, he's not letting this opportunity seize the moment. You know, he just dropped the tape. Fat Joe just dropped the tape. So he's like, yo, nigga, like,
they both just dropped music?
Like, nigga, if
this
we
music
can't
getting
sell
played?
this in the streets,
in a bodega,
nigga,
Right, like, where is this shit getting played?
nigga. But let's just play this.
By saying these things, see, now people are throwing, yo, he'll say anything for attention. The earth is flat, this and that. Listen, that's another thing. Like, if you want to debate me, don't try to just throw that out there like I'm just wilding out and I'm just saying something. Trust me, this is something that I've studied, And if I wasn't 1,000% sure of what I'm talking about, I would have never brought it up. But again, people take what they learned in 3rd grade and believe that they know more than what they know, and they think that they can just laugh it off. But if it's something that you really research, you'll find that there's a lot more to what I'm talking about in that subject. So again, Fat Joe, whatever you want to debate me in, you know what I mean? You want to debate me about the origins of hip hop, we can do that. You want to debate me about flat earth, we can do that. If you want to put out music and battle albums with a new album, because I know you got a new album out, and I actually got an album that I'm getting ready to put out soon, and I'm telling you that I make better music than Fat Joe right now, and I produce and write all my own shit.
The earth is flat. He makes better records.
Sorry ass nigga. Wait.
You know.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
sorry ass nigga. But nah, man. Lord Jamar fighting the FBA fight.
And Gravity.
Yes. You get what I'm saying? But nah, they just been shooting back at each other on some like real righteous shit.
They'll never sit down and talk to each other. Fat Joe will get just like, he's gonna get embarrassed, I think. He would never like
put himself up on the table for that.
Hell no. Absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like he's good at making himself look smart too. This might be a stalemate.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I listen to Fat Joe and be like, this is an intelligent nigga right here, man.
Not that you actually think that he's smart, but in the moment, he's able to save face and not losing this battle because he's convinced himself that he's right.
Fat Joe also,
some niggas lose very hysterically. Like they're just on the ropes getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Fat Joe is not getting on the ropes.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna stand there and be
Fat
punched
Joe's
up.
version of getting on the ropes will just be like getting overly aggressive, I think.
Exactly. Which
And-
doesn't look like you're on the ropes. That's what I'm saying. He's got a slick way at hiding that he's losing the battle.
It's called the New York way, nigga.
Yeah, you just yell.
I'll never lose.
You'll never lose.
You turn up your volume.
But it's funny, like the whole FBA thing, I didn't even know what this shit was.
For real?
Yeah.
You never heard of Dr. Claude Anderson?
Like 2 weeks ago. Tell me.
Dr. Claude Anderson. One of the foundational members of the FBA.
Fuck you.
He's who put me on for real. He's the first person I've ever heard say that.
Yeah, Tariq Nasheed was when I first heard about it. And then go back, Claude Anderson and all that stuff.
Hey, for shits and giggles, Lauren, go to the full live stream and go to 8:55 or like 8:47. Yeah, full live stream. Go up there, yeah. Appreciate it.
What's the timestamp?
8:47.
The God Pod, the Lord Jamar.
Yeah, nah, for real. He's like, obviously everybody knows Lord Jamar can talk shit, but I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since he's been talking about Fat Joe, I just been like really listening, like outside of like this.
You never went through like a Lord Jamar phase back when him and Vlad was in their hierarchy?
I never did.
Oh man, classic.
Yeah, nah, that was
Classic.
a good. That was a good era.
Well,
Yeah, that
to
was a
be
good
a
era.
young black woke nigga.
I was watching the content, but I wasn't like, But just play this real quick because it's he tells information about the FBA that a lot of people didn't know.
You know who the foundational black Americans are. And let's just put this out there. This is not some sort of group or organization that's led by anything. It's about a lineage, okay? It's about how far, first of all, one of your ancestors, because I hate you little punk pussies. Oh, I know you telling me to not curse, but sometimes I gotta curse and these bastards get on my nerves. You're not FBA, Lord Jamar. Ain't you Guyanese? You dumbasses. Don't you know you have two parents? You stupid asses. You have two parents. Okay? So again, my great grandfather is from Guyana. Okay. But guess what? On my mother's side, we trace back to Virginia to Thomas Jefferson, motherfucker. Okay? Thurgood Marshall is the first cousin of my grandfather. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Get off my dick. I'm FBA all the way, bitch.
All the way back to Thomas Jefferson.
Sheesh.
He kind of looked like Thomas Jefferson too.
I know I said I was going to calm down on the cursing, but these motherfuckers be getting on my nerves. Anthony Arzu, thank you. He said, be one, fam, and peace to the God. Peace to you, Anthony. Appreciate you.
Peace to the God, man.
So stop coming with these bullshit narratives.
Peace to the guys, man. Shout out to all the 5%ers, nigga.
And all the gods.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Back to the West Coast, because we're just jumping back and forth. I don't know any details about this shit. So some niggas got their ass whooped over at No Jumper Studio. I couldn't tell who it was. The nigga that was getting his ass whooped looked like Wack 100, but apparently it wasn't Wack 100. It was Wack 100's goons whooping the nigga's ass. Who went up there trying to run down on Loose Cannon. I think the dudes were there to run down on Loose Cannon and Wack 100.
Uh-huh.
And were greeted by Wack goons. God. Essentially. Let's just watch this nigga shit.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I gotta close out a couple.
I don't. The next video we're gonna watch is Adam speaking on it.
Damn, he fell quick.
Because nigga activity like this at your business is just crazy.
It's crazy.
So I'm curious to hear his reaction. It's looking real nonchalant though.
He's used to this.
Which is, yeah. So let's just watch this ass whooping though.
Should we throw this on the screen?
Yeah, for sure. Oh wait, go back. They heard it, but they didn't see it.
Yeah.
They didn't feel it.
Yeah, they got to see that.
He did it so fast the sound happened.
Hey, right here, nigga. What's up, son? Hey, go sleep, nigga. Go sleep, nigga. Go sleep.
Oh, they stripping the nigga naked.
Take everything off, nigga. Take it off. Back out, nigga. Take it off, nigga.
Oh, so there's two different situations going on. I thought it was the same nigga over there.
I'll be in, nigga. Where the core at?
Man, his piece is out. You could just tell they wasn't like they wasn't really ready.
No. It feels like they weren't ready.
The way they just dropped, like you don't. I've never been hit like that.
How did he sneak you if you went up there for smoke? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Sneak is a very specific word.
It really is, because I didn't know it was coming.
Just because you didn't see it coming doesn't mean you got snuck.
They were standing across from each other like they was friends.
It seemed like a regular conversation, and the nigga just fucking.
He had his hands in his pocket almost, right? Is that what it was?
And he snuck him perfect. Well,
the niggas seemed pretty defenseless.
He hit him perfectly. I'm just confused. Like, you telling me you came up there to fight and you dropped that quickly?
This doesn't feel like anybody came up there for that.
Yeah, nigga had his hands in his pocket.
This feels like they came
bro.
for conflict resolution.
He had his hands in his pocket.
And got a concussion instead.
Boom.
Oh, they just had him down like that. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
He just kept going down.
It's like he didn't feel the energy.
Nah, that's crazy.
What the fuck?
Maybe that dude was being real nice right before.
They stripped that
Yeah,
nigga
shit
naked,
really
bro.
threw him
Yeah, he got really fucked up.
Okay, let's hear what Adam got to say about this.
Got really fucked up. Shit.
Any names in it, but nothing has changed. Anybody who brings any type of violence to my office, to the building, to my area, you are immediately X'd out. You're not allowed on the property. So there's a lot of people I like that this applies to. If you do any of that bullshit, it's over. It's 100% over. So take it for what it is. I don't appreciate that. If you got a problem with somebody, you can go meet up with them in the Walmart parking lot, whatever. But please do not think that you're going to bring that kind of bullshit around my spot and not get immediately expelled, suspended, etc. So no games, 2025. If you do any of this bullshit, you're out. Sorry.
Oh, Adam and Wack show is done.
Yeah.
You're banished.
Yep.
That's done.
Finito. You
Damn.
It's not done.
That was his last good show.
Why would it be done?
Because of the rule he just said.
Seemed pretty,
but that's his niggas though.
No, there are. You don't really fuck with me if you do that at my business. That's essentially what he said.
After I made it a note to mention.
Especially if
I don't
it's
like this happening.
Yeah, and especially he's made that clear. Adam has to make that nigga. We have to sign waivers to go there. Like niggas sign waivers.
So who got beat up?
I don't know. It's that I still don't know who got his ass whooped. Or the two niggas that got their ass whooped.
Right.
But it looked like Luke Cannon was up there
looking for
Brick Baby, and we're not gonna see him up there no more. Let's hear what he got to say. I didn't look at him.
You left again? Like, cause you's a buster. Why you keep leaving, sweetie pie? 4Extra told me that you made 1,000 excuses. 1,000 excuses to leave. You knew I was coming. You gotta stop that. Puka Butts, just tell the world
what the fuck
that you're not that. We out here, bro. Like, come on, bro. You gotta stop, bro. I keep coming up to your workplace disrespecting you because you's a mark. Buttercup, sugar plum, cotton candy. Just
I hate the way he trash talks.
He called that
fuck was
nigga a Bowberry biscuit.
So I got what he was trying to do.
Me too. I understood what he was trying to do, but
It's the Andrew Schultz joke. You sweet to me.
It's just what
I love you.
Well, he really explained it with a whole lot of sweets.
My little butterscotch cinnamon apple. Like he should have really gone with it.
I get diabetes thinking about you.
Why you not up here, Pookie?
Yeah.
Hey, big head.
I keep marking you up. Yeah,
I'm
what
at
the
your job again. What's
that
up?
was weird, bro. I got what he was doing, but I did not like that. Shit came off weird.
You the Snickers bar to my Paul Blart.
And you could tell he gassed up too.
See, you'd have
Because the
been to my
nigga with the red
Jerry's.
hoodie. The nigga with the red hoodie, I saw him doing a lot of work in that ass whooping video.
Nah, his hands.
He was also in the background of this video. just now.
And his hands hurt too.
This is a crime scene. Nigga.
I could tell his hands hurt.
This is a crime
He
scene.
didn't even evade it.
This is some nigga shit. God damn it. I don't like being around niggas like this. It's too much.
You might lose your britches.
Too much can happen at any time.
At any moment, you're gonna have to run a fade, and you just have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
In the South, but the only thing is, like in the South, this couldn't happen because that nigga that got cold cocked is falling and shooting. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
like
the way
if
down.
Like if 10 niggas pull up to whoop my ass, I could just start shooting. Nigga, I'm in fear of my life.
Yeah.
These are registered gang members.
Yes.
I have to shoot as soon as I see something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anybody with a North Face.
Chill out.
fuck.
Yeah.
Well, the Adam and Wack show seems cooked.
I've never been.
Unless Wack figures out a really like slick way to be like, that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
all you're gonna say.
He
and
might have
convince
two
him.
more of these acts in him.
And even if those homies get suspended, he has more homies. It's a bunch of homies in LA. Nigga, it's homies.
Man, all that
It's
shit's why
homie
I've
land.
never really fucked with gang culture, man. Why I never could do it, even when I was young.
You're an immigrant.
Nah, I just
You're not built for
I hate jumping. Like I just hate that shit personally.
Jumping.
You start feeling
Yeah,
bad?
like I just in my head I'd be like, nigga, if it's really that much of a problem, why don't you just run that one-on-one fade normally, like do that shit like you would.
I agree
Like,
with
I'm
that.
I'm like honorable in that way. I'm too much of that type of nigga.
See,
I
Like,
agree with that.
I don't like
in
that
terms
shit.
You gotta
It
lead by
depends.
example, nigga. You
Like,
could have
it's
led. You
different.
could have led your unit.
It's different if like somebody's being disrespectful for me and a group of friends. Something happens and like they kind of calling for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, I guess.
But
But
they
like
hurt
in
everybody's feelings.
I understand your sentiment.
in
Now,
the gang shit, it's never really that. It's just because it's the gang shit. You know what I'm saying?
they do sanction one-on-ones a lot, though.
That's what I appreciate that.
That's
I
what
appreciate that.
That's what they're known
I think
for.
jumping is acceptable depending on the situation.
But, like, jumping in
like
this
when you're
fashion.
out at the bar in the club, everybody's getting jumped. There's no fair
Exactly.
ones in the
That's
street.
different.
There's no fair ones in the street.
Exactly.
It's you have to make it home.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But if you
Yeah.
pulled up there, that feels like something sanction-ish. So it should have been a fair fade. And it seems like they have a lot of rules surrounding it in terms of like he gets to fade. If Lauren has to run a fade, but I'm pissed too, I'm running the back fade.
Yeah,
Which one of your homies want to run
Oh, that's
one?
fine.
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
we're down
You
in
know
the
what I'm
street,
saying?
and if we're
Yeah,
outside in
yeah.
the streets and it's just some club shit, then that's different.
And
but
yeah,
like if it's
right,
like
right.
if it's like some beef shit between so and so whoever, then just let that be. Or like the nigga's clearly up there, or whatever. He got his hands down. You just gonna sneak a nigga? That's okay. I guess he's there for. If he's there for the beef, then that's on him.
I wonder
That's
what
on
this-
him for
Adam
being
must,
there for the beef.
He couldn't have been there
I,
because he'd have been yelling.
Lauren,
like a
you're
white
the
man in
OG
back.
everybody needs.
If he's there for the beef, like, and you just sneak him, then that's fair game.
They have been.
'Cause he
running-
should have been ready.
Exactly.
He
and
should have
they-
been fucking ready.
exactly.
And they have been running some no jumper. Adam can't be here.
No,
We would have heard him in the background, like
not
the
that.
fuck, like cursing niggas out. But also,
He got to take keys back from niggas.
no jumper. They have run a couple episodes recently where he wasn't there, and it was just like suspect.
Brick and X4.
Brick and X4, or
Well, that was just
and
X4 was just on, but
what's the nigga's name? Lush.
Lush.
Shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
just Adam's just not there. That I feel like this has to be one of these nights.
Man, Adam had a long day shooting.
Because how does it get to that? Adam would have called the police if 5 niggas pulled up or 10 niggas pulled up.
Oh yeah,
looking for a problem. 2. Yeah, well, it was only 2 people, but like, I feel like he's calling the police for sure. Like there's some unruly niggas outside of my business establishment. I need the police here immediately.
Oh my god, that's
but
the
that
worst.
draws so much attention too, bro. Even if you like diffuse situations, having the police called and being at your like, bro, it was like
Just the sirens.
there was at some point somebody up the street was clearly doing something illegal. Nigga, the police were always there, and you just look. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah,
but it looks crazy. Like that house looks wild to me.
Yeah,
You imagine the worst things.
The
going
worst
on.
only, bro. Because why are they always there?
Yeah,
Every morning. It's always the morning time too. Sometimes in the afternoon, but the morning time. They don't just come; they're always rushing your home too. Like, what the fuck is that shit about? Like
they finding bodies in his
yeah, bro, that shit's weird. So that looks bad. Just being on the block and the police always having to show up.
Nah, man, Adam know what comes with his line of work. He's gonna accept as much as he can.
It's not supposed to come with his line of work, actually, but I feel it.
Nah, it is. It's supposed to. You reap what you sow, man.
Yeah, nah, he's not gonna. You won't be able to tell that he really cares until he stops getting into the politics on the podcast. Once he starts really leaving that shit alone, it's like, okay, he's ready for change. He's tired of niggas getting stripped lewd outside of his studio.
I couldn't even imagine a no jumper pivot from nigga shit.
No, they just switched to just real basketball content.
Like
that'd be crazy.
Like, what if deep down Adam this whole time was an NBA fanatic?
Yeah,
he just started like,
nah, for real though.
He really pivoted.
MMA is
yeah, talking about Austin Reeves.
They missed their pivot point with that for the Love Atlanta shit. That'd have been a good pivot point.
She been hanging out with Jason Love a lot. I don't know what's going on over
It's her
there.
Christmas gift.
That's crazy.
'Tis the season, nigga. Yeah, her stocking was stuffed.
I hope it's not that. That's always weird. Like those niggas that are like that. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be a gift. To some weird.
It's like, hey man, I really want my wife to feel something.
Even when they were first talking about it, it felt like some weird like Mandingo auction. Like, yeah, we got to find the perfect black guy to pipe my wife. It's like, yeah, he's got the perfect. It's like, nigga, are we like this nigga up there just butt ass naked and you're bidding on him? Like,
Yeah,
that
like
shit-
he's smelling ball sack.
Yeah, like, yeah.
that one's a little ripe.
Yeah,
bidding
that
on
shit-
him.
That shit's all weird.
That's the thing. It's
But some niggas got that kink, man. They got it. That shit weird to me. I mean, I don't even know if that's the case, but that's how I'd be looking though. Essentially, yeah.
That's how it feels.
Now there's some other stuff that's been happening over there on the West Coast.
A bull for Lena.
Somebody put in the comments, I can't believe y'all didn't cover this. I'm just gonna put it in here.
What's up?
I didn't cover it because I saw it, but I didn't care. Stet on that Fair to Say show with Dejan, you know how he ambushed the show, and now he's there. But apparently Stet was crying, and him and Dejan are beefing, and the potential of them running a fade is coming up soon.
Oh my god!
Post a fight footage, nigga. That's when I'll care. Yeah,
Let's just loses automatically, right? By LA rules, you fight a gay man, you lose.
It's really it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be sanctioned by.
Oh my god!
Is
Imagine a gay LA dude stripping you after he whoops your ass.
Oh my god!
That's
you bitch ass nigga.
Saucy Santana.
Run them shits.
Scared.
Run them drugs.
Saucy Santana had academics crying over that shit. Remember?
Yeah.
Any man would.
Well, that was right.
But that nigga say, it's just y'all know how I feel about this. And
Yeah.
I just can't go where I say, yo, this shit is crazy.
He hit. That was a real blind spot.
That was, bro.
Nah.
But I feel like when we all heard it for the first time, we were like, oh my god, like that shit was alarming to hear for the first time.
This
like,
is homophobia.
Yeah,
Well,
bro,
you got
that's-
separated a little bit, but
that shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah, it was like Saucy Santana making Andrew Schultz comments towards Ack.
He sold him way better though.
Yeah, he sold him way
He
better,
sold
but
the
it's
shit
that-
out of that.
yeah.
He scared me, nigga. And I'm not even beefing with him.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that was a possible. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah.
he didn't even give him the option for it to be consensual. He was like,
That's
nah,
what.
nigga,
Yeah,
I'm taking
he
that.
nigga said I'm taking that.
I'm taking that. Yeah, if you start liking it, I'll
Yeah.
stop. So I can retake it.
Yo, that was a dark time for academics, boy.
It was a dark time for everybody.
It really was.
It was a dark time on this podcast.
It was.
It was gloomy, nigga.
Yeah. Speaking of academics, I don't know why I put it in there. Drake did a stream with Aiden Ross on Kick a day after, I think it was the 26th of Christmas.
Yeah, it was the day after.
26th of December.
That's crazy.
Christmas, whatever. But first day of Kwanzaa. But
shout out to Kwanzaa.
he did a stream with him. And long story short, Akademiks chat niggas started roasting him because Drake has gone to every stream, specifically Aiden. I think he's been to Aiden stream. I feel like they streamed at least 2 or 3 times.
He went to QC.
It feels like 4 or 5 times.
XQC?
XQC. He went to XQC.
He went to XQC.
Twice, I think, or once or twice.
I know he's been to Aiden's twice. I know this is for sure the second time, but I feel like it might be 3. But long story short, he's going to everybody but Akademiks. And niggas were posting this full meltdown. So like the full, I mean, I don't even know if it's fair to call it a meltdown. Let's just call it a meltdown for the sake of the YouTube title. He was in denial and having a meltdown because Drake keeps subbing him, like snubbing him and not supporting him. And I think his chat niggas want it more than he does at this point.
Exactly.
Like in terms of, but then it also is weird. I guess, I don't know. You have to defend it. Let's just watch this real quick.
Well, to be fair, Ak has never streamed like that. But
stream like what?
Like those other niggas who always stream with other people.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's always been him.
It's always been him. Yeah.
The concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them. Act, this shit like that.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
He didn't see it. Now, Act, he see everything else you said to him. Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thoughts in a DM.
Stop.
Oh, I ain't trying to link her tonight.
Stop it.
Keeping the book.
That don't make him a fuck nigga, bro. Like that.
Act that does though. Act that does, because when he needs you, he'll send you DMs, he'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't fuck with you. That's why niggas are treating Drake like this, because he's a fuck nigga. How you showing him mad love, he don't show you no love? You think Drake shows you love?
Real quick, actually. This was, I get why Abron sent this to me. I don't think this is relevant though. This is actually back before.
This is like the Kendrick
This is
beef.
old. If you like, we need to go to the Reddit.
Yeah,
because they have it broken down into like 3 parts. Go to DJ Akademiks on Reddit.
All right.
I didn't put them all in there, but yeah, we can find part 2, part 3, whatever part comes up first. He's like going through the coping mechanisms again, I guess, if we want to call it that.
I feel like this is somehow ironically DJ Akademiks' audience's fault.
Talking about on this Reddit right here?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I feel like it's just in terms of the value that Drake sees and who watches the content, or he either thinks that the chat niggas are too lame or too rude.
That's it.
But I think it's not about Akademiks. I think it's about the people and like whatever can be said after or during.
I think Akademiks is okay with any validation that comes from being around Drake. If that's an interview, if that's just knowing that I talked to Drake, Akademiks is okay with that.
For sure. And he gives us a lot of Drake first scoops too. Like some bullshit comes out about Drake, Akademiks hits him and he normally hits him back. And he clears a lot of he is a first point of contact. Now, I do think that when Maul started becoming a point of contact, there was a little bit of jealousy there too. Because remember when Maul broke that news and he was like, Drake's turned the Super Bowl down like 4 times or whatever like that. Ack was on the extreme and was like, he's like, I don't know what the fuck Millie Maul's talking about. I know Drake wouldn't tell him that. It was like, all right, this sounds all right. He might be giving one source more than the other. He just might be friends with Maul.
Just a
like,
better bitch, Ack.
Yeah, like it's like he just might like Maul a little bit more to just give him a different sauce than he's giving you.
Yeah.
And just be happy you're both getting some, I guess.
Yeah.
Pause. Yeah, that's crazy.
Just be happy you're both getting some.
Yo, Drake is spreading himself thin for y'all niggas, man. Just be grateful.
Yeah, he run out of hot sauce on them condoms.
All right, so yeah, this is him, I guess, coping. I haven't watched all parts. I watched like 2 or 3 parts.
I stopped doing that when I realized y'all don't have no respect for what I do. Y'all think niggas like me just is supposed to be our PR. So now it's a shit on y'all. But me, I'm down to put all my relationships on the line for this show because I care about it. I care about this show in a sense of, bro, I'm going to reach out. Y'all have all asked me for favors. I've never asked y'all for nothing back. Hey, would y'all just do this, or would y'all do this, or are you interested? And I'm going to be honest with you. This is where you're going to realize the respect level.
He's drunk.
Because the majority of them, and I've seen it so far, they don't even respond back. When they ask you to put up a post, they on your ass if you don't put it up. Yo, I was with my mom and my aunt and like my family like yesterday or 2 days ago, man, they killing me. Yo, we hit your phone, blah, blah, blah. They don't give a fuck that you with your moms. You feel me? They want their shit up. Or they want certain type of, you got to deal with them. Now, what about when you need, like, let me say this, any friendship or any type of relationship that's one-sided, if you're not getting paid for it, cut it off. That's all I got to say. Somebody said, I gonna crown the car? Hell fucking no. I only tell y'all that because I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I don't want Keith talking about me, period. If he don't come on my podcast, we ain't got shit to talk about. Nigga, I owe you shit. Straight up. Anybody who wanna fuck with my podcast, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you shit, and we gonna keep it like that. Because I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. But everything I've done for y'all niggas, I know what time it is when it comes to the media. Y'all gonna need me again. Y'all always gonna need me again. But the next time when y'all need me, your favor's gonna be run out. Cause I'm cashing in on all my shit now. If you're not down for me to cash in on it now, just be cool with us not being cool again. I'm good with it. You feel me? So when I hit Chief Keith, if he don't answer, bet my nigga, I don't care what project you ever have coming up after this, nigga. That shit is clipped. Facts. I don't need your shit, nigga. I got more money than Keith right now. That's a fact. Okay. I'll tell you that now.
Right, calm down,
I don't need that,
buddy. He got more shells.
We gonna keep fucking with each other, and there's not gonna be respect on what I'm doing. I'm good.
Fuck these niggas.
I don't gotta keep playing the little beta shit like, oh, I love Keith, this and third. Hey, that nigga don't fuck with what I do. Bet. Keep it like that. Straight up. And that's for any rapper, any singer, anybody who's in this shit. Even goes up to the highest level, and I love that nigga, even Drake. I'm gonna get the fuck off of this shit because Henny said,
yeah, bro, yeah.
Slow down when you say your man's name.
Yeah, bro.
I'm out of here, man.
Just the six guy like that.
I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow.
How much longer?
Nah, my bad.
Once he realized what he did, he slowed down.
Yeah, because you gotta.
That goes up to the highest nigga, and all I was thinking, you better say it then. You better say it.
That goes up to Drizzy himself. But how much longer y'all think Akademiks has with this position? Because he's good at what he does.
Few years.
But a lot of this is, who's the competition for real?
Nobody.
Who's gonna arrive?
Which makes it feel like it's not ending.
And that's the thing about how this game goes, is that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a nigga who's just been building steam for years that we never knew about, it's his time. And everybody's running to him.
Akademiks is like, he's almost considered legacy media, right?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
He will be.
And he's almost that. How long has it been?
I feel like it's been at least 10.
And
Close, yeah, just about
10 is like a baby version of that, obviously. But
I would say 10 like YouTube, but then like let's just count Everyday Struggle as this mark of like I'm a person. You know,
but the fact that he's been solo,
even that's been like 7 years though.
Yeah.
He's been solo dolo this whole time.
Yes.
That's it counts for more. Like,
what does he mean by fuck you? Pretty much.
Isn't
like,
Drake signed to like? Doesn't Drake have deals with Kick? So he has to go talk to Aiden.
He does. Doesn't have to.
So it's not like
it just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
It definitely makes sense.
Because Aiden Ross is also with Kick, right?
Nigga, that's my coworker.
But does it also make sense for him to fuck with Akademiks, who's been his biggest advocate and also the biggest platform?
No, because just because you're, let's just say they're friends, because that's what all we know.
Yeah, right.
Just because you're friends with a nigga don't mean you got to work with him.
That's true.
Those two are completely separate things.
Yeah, and we're still getting money together.
But you do work with me when it's convenient for you,
right?
But never when I need you on my end.
When you're pushing what I need you to push, then we're buddy. But then I see you doing even more. Like the in person is always going to outweigh a scoop. I feel
it's
like.
not.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's not for no reason though. Like when Drake is talking to Aiden, you can tell it's for business. Even when he was on live, he was what's the Kendrick line? I see you and Sexy Red together.
When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad.
He said that line like 5 times. So he was up there fucking around. He wasn't up there without no purpose, because this is Drake we're talking about. Strizzy, nigga, 6 God. So he was up there to get some money. So I mean, I think Akademiks just need to, take it to the chin.
What if in like some weird ironic way, the reason he hasn't been to Act Stream is because he actually fucks with Act? Like when you see him with Aiden Ross, like you said, that shit just feels
it's definitely
like
work.
an obligation.
It's for OVO.
You know what I mean?
For Drake.
So maybe the fact that he hasn't been there is because he actually cares.
I'm
Drake
gonna be
doesn't.
real. Nobody needs to go to Academic Studio.
No.
Until he gets a better camera. I'm sick of that shit being cloud. Like that shit.
For sure.
Bro, I can't make out anything in the room. Like
Akademiks has enough money to buy a camera that's at least Yayo Art of Dialog.
why is it
level
pixelated?
quality.
Like why is it that?
Niggas still rocking with a Rebel.
And I mean, his podcast looks great, but it's only the live stream setup that's got that fucking fuzzy ass look. Drake ain't trying to be on that camera, nigga. Like that shit is like,
Can't
it's
do
not
that.
flattering for anybody.
Nah.
It's not flattering for anybody to be on that camera.
Yeah, nah. And we're not gonna act like DJ Akademiks got the best history. Like, this is Drake we're talking about. Aiden Ross, for the most part, is kind of squeaky clean. For the most part, it would not look good if Drake is talking Akademiks, and Akademiks
Well,
probably
there's
knows
a lot
that.
of people that we can put a lot of people in that box. We can put
Of
Joe
course.
Budden, Charlamagne, like everybody
Big
can-
Sean, and that's Big Sean.
Nope.
So
Actually can't put him in that box. Actually can't.
Nah, Big Sean. Yeah,
Only thing Big Sean did that was kind of shaky was like, did you go on tour and take a nigga's bitch? Is that what happened?
He went on tour and took a nigga bitch.
Yeah, Janae Aiko.
Who was she with?
From who?
He was with one of his producers.
Oh man,
some shit like that. I think that's the only smut. And if we can call that smut, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know the
And
situation.
then it's like you took a nigga
That
bitch.
frat boy song that he made.
You talking about Asher Roth?
Nah, he talking about that one I
Talking
played,
about
that
Big Sean.
pulled up shit I played that one time.
Oh, pulled up.
Yeah.
What about it?
Smut. I thought we was going to do all the mistakes.
My bad. I thought we were going to all the worst moments.
You know what I mean? Low lights.
Hilarious.
Ass.
That shit went crazy in the club.
My verse.
It still goes crazy in the club.
Wabooty babooty bop wobbity wabooty babooty bop. That's what that ass you with. That's
what ass sound
I am
like.
Big Sean. I am
Man,
ass.
what?
I forgot that was
Hey, that shit was crazy though.
I am Big Sean. I am ass.
It does sound crazy.
Stacking my paper.
Stop fighting for this
Yeah,
nigga, man.
While it looked like a bobble.
Yeah.
You fight for Big Sean like Akademiks for Drake,
That
man. It's
shit's
gotta
hilarious.
stop.
All praise be to the Detroit guy. nigga.
Boy.
God
To the
damn.
boy.
All right, yo, you got that one. The wobbly wobbly sounded crazy. It sounded. You got that.
no,
I can't.
It sounded crazy when he did.
It's too many of that with Big Sean. It's too many of that. It's too many. It's
I'm
just,
not coming around. I'm not playing into
I feel
it.
you. I feel
I'm not.
I feel
I'm
you
not.
though.
I'm
I feel
standing
you.
strong on the finally famous side.
I feel you.
Fuck with it.
famous.
Great mistake.
What were we talking about? This nigga Akademiks going
Drake
through
and-
shit. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I guess he is. I don't know. Then he said, I don't know if I'm gonna be back tomorrow. His chat niggas are always complaining because his stream schedule is just so fucking wild.
It's sporadic.
But what was crazy, Shay Glizzy posted this thing. Shay Glizzy be frying this nigga, bruh. It's just, we can't keep, it's like making it a topic every week is just pointless because now it just looks like I'm just like laughing at this nigga's relationship, even though it is laughable kind of. But Shay Glizzy posted, a lot of Travis Hunters are laughing about Travis Hunter's situation. And she posted it in the backseat of the Maybach or Wraith, the double R, whatever the fuck he's driving. He's driving. She got her feet kicked up.
That's funny.
The picture is like from that position, like feet kicked up, and then a lot of Travis Hunters.
And Akademiks with a turn signal on.
Exactly. Yeah, bro.
Following the law.
Driving her around.
Yeah.
And then now they're in Jamaica right now. And she's like, pretty much the only you follow Shay Glizzy and it gets brought over to Reddit, you can figure out what he's doing. So it's like he was just
He's moving that loose.
Oh yeah, that loose. He was
my
just
God.
cooking Travis Hunter though on the stream, like Shorty's a thought bitch, scallywag, he's
Yeah.
doing his thing. And then she's posting like, yo, Travis Hunters are laughing at Travis Hunters, and then posting from the presidential suite, like she's flexing all the shit that she's getting in
But
the midst of cooking him at the same
Oh
time.
my God. I definitely get her point.
Yeah.
Granted, she's not a wife.
Are they married or fiance?
Neither is Travis Hunter.
Yeah, fiance still, right?
He's under a spell, but they aren't married.
I don't. It's not legal yet, but I mean,
It's
they're at least engaged.
Yeah.
They're engaged.
She's still a cankerous whore, and DJ Akademiks should.
Whoa. Oh, you talking about Shay?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
What y'all thought I was talking about?
I don't know. Kangaroo's horror just took me off. I was
It didn't
like,
matter who you was talking about. You was coming at a nigga wife. That's all that mattered.
Who we talking about again? For
Cankerous
a
whore.
What's cankerous mean?
Something
just
crazy.
devilish.
It sounds bad.
It's just
Whatever it is.
cankerous.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to be called that shit.
You don't want to be like it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think that's it. And then we'll get into office hours.
Man.
Close your mouth, nigga.
My bad. I ain't think we didn't objectify any women this episode. This is beautiful. We did great. Y'all made it. We made it. Hashtag office hours.
Personal goals.
You know, partner to end the show, we get to talk to y'all. Any questions that y'all want answered. Again, we have a couple different methods of doing it. You can DM it to us. You can have your audio, your voice heard, literally. Like A Brown, like Leak sometimes, like Nutso. Or you can just comment down below, hashtag office hours. Y'all know the deal.
Or Pen Pal FMAC.
Pen Pal FMAC, or go to our Reddit, Homeroom University Pod. You can leave them in there too. We might miss it, but we'll get back to it. Shout out to A Brown. The fuck
Music.
Yeah, A Brown first. I missed Nuso did one last week. I missed.
He'd be all
There
right.
it is.
Nigga always saying something. Shout out to A Brown. Let's see.
What up, A Brown Music? Yo, I listened back to that office hours that I did. Yo, I sound crazy, bro, as far as like depressed. But y'all like my therapy, man. That BetterHelp is expensive, bro. So
I thought the whole point of BetterHelp was it was affordable.
And Jay Nobles, I hit you, man. You know
I told you.
You asked me like 2 or 3 times to hit you. I hit you, man. Stop being bougie, yo. But yeah, the question is, why does Drake not really rock with Act like that?
That's
talking about
it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, we all kind of just got off that, A Brown.
A Brown, I saw the DM. Just give me a minute. Like I said, I'm gathering all the things that you could possibly do for your show. Like I said last week, the fast food restaurant drop-offs. You can record that. It would be good content for everybody that has never gone through that.
A Brown, he didn't mean it.
Yeah, he promised a
That was a
consultation
one-off
because it
comment.
sounded good.
No,
Yeah.
A Brown,
And now he's not trying to follow through
I
with the
will
consultation.
be DMing you back because he actually didn't DM, the perfect account, LOY the show, for anybody wondering.
Yeah.
But I will be getting back to you, brother. I'm sorry. I promise. I promise.
Yo,
man.
one
Noble
day,
consultation.
One day I look in the Ghost DM, I see A Brown name. I'm like, yo, what he want? I go to this shit and it's like, yo, Jay Nobles, you told me to hit you up, so I'm following through.
Right.
What you have in mind?
Mind you, he typed that. So he's just reading it.
Right.
But nah, A Brown, trust me. I got you. But his question was, why does
Drizzy
Drake
don't fuck with Drake?
Yeah, we
hey.
answered it in the last. I mean, unless we want to go into it again.
Yeah, oh, you
I
got
just
any new theories?
Not really. It's just not good to be next to this
It's
nigga.
bad energy, dog.
It's just same thing that happened to Party Next Door. Niggas was like, whoa, don't hang out with him.
Yeah.
It's just, I just don't think it's a good look.
Everything that Drake is what DJ Akademiks wants to be.
And he lost the battle
Bell
with
of the
Kendrick.
ball.
You lose the battle with Kendrick. I'm not about to stream with Akademiks. Are you crazy?
So he lost the battle.
He lost. It's like you lost. First of all, you didn't
That's
go.
a failure lap.
You didn't go before. So now that it's like now I'm doing extra charity post loss. Now he can't go really. Like he can't go for a little bit.
Yeah, he could. He's just choosing not to.
I wouldn't. Fuck it.
DJ Akademiks, he would have to switch his whole thing to like what Charlamagne is doing. Like something a lot more professional.
Well, he's got off the record.
Yeah, it ain't professional though. This nigga got neon lights in the back and shit.
You got against LEDs.
Yeah, why does that change anything?
He ain't on them LEDs.
Let's be
Nigga, Red
honest,
Bar
dog.
got
Let's be
neon
honest. Come on,
lights, nigga.
dog.
What the fuck?
Come on, dog.
No, we
Neon
got
lights.
LEDs in
No, there's no. There's none.
I mean, those
Anymore.
are LED lights, but
Yeah, those
we
are
don't have
both LED,
neons.
nigga.
It's not neon, nigga. Come on,
Neons.
dog.
He's disgusted with neon.
Drake ain't going to
He's
no
a hater.
neon sign. Come on, dog. You gotta get your shit together.
A Brown did have another one right here.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And what is it going to take for Act to realize that Drake don't really mess with him like that?
It looked like a parrot on his
Like,
shoulder.
I saw a video. I'm gonna leave a link in the DM. I seen a video with one of his head chat niggas, like, going in on Act, telling him that Drake don't really rock with him. And he's defending Drake, and
it's like he watches
I'm like, yo, that's... Dude don't see it. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. All right, one.
Okay. Appreciate you, A. Brown. Nigga. You a real nigga, man.
Yeah.
Hope you got everything you wanted for Christmas. Hope your baby mama...
Let me stop. That's the new song one. Yeah.
Let me stop. I was about to say,
We're
hope she...
but we can do these right now. I actually don't have any audio ones.
Visit that bitch.
Actually, Carl sent me something.
Leave him alone before he hurts himself.
Yeah.
Did Carl sent some?
Carl sent the audio joint?
I think he's the only audio one that let me check, but go ahead.
What, read this?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Hashtag office hours. Who y'all think trying to top that Cat and Club Shay Shay interview? And which interview is more likely to happen? Umar on Flagrant, Ack and Carisha, or Vladimir on the Joseph Budden podcast?
That last one for sure.
This nigga trying to conjure up a spell. That's the wrong witch, you dumbass. But...
What?
What was the question?
What you spell witch.
Shout out to Chris.
Well, I don't know what you talking about.
Somebody the way he spelled witch. He put W-I-T-C.
He's talking about the women on brooms.
Compared to W-H.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
You're not in no position to spell check niggas.
Yeah, he was looking for his moment. But
you jumped on that nigga's grammar crazy.
Hey, he deserves it. Look at him, man. This nigga, he's a fucking, come on, man.
I was just listening, so I didn't know what was happening. But I was like, he didn't say nothing about witches.
No.
Exactly.
I autocorrected it for him. Huh?
Right.
But definitely Vladimir and Joseph.
I don't think it'd be bigger than Umar on Flagrant.
No, not bigger, which is more likely.
Yeah. Oh, which is more likely, sorry.
Yeah. Ack and Carisha, hell no. She probably has a restraining order we don't know about.
Never.
And Umar on Flagrant, that's the one that seems like it could happen. Actually, I don't know. I might take this back.
That's the only one that could
Umar
actually
is
do it.
probably more likely to go on Flagrant, even against the odds that are already set
I was
up.
about to say, it feels like that would happen before Vlad on JBP, even though they've squashed their beef. I don't fuck with you like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We run into each other. We're cool. We have a grown conversation. We ask each other about our families, but I don't want to sit down with you just
AJ,
yet.
you're forgetting that when people are down, they need to do things to go up.
Who's down?
Joe just bought a Ferrari and is now have a lawsuit going on.
That's down?
I could be. It could turn into that.
I feel like that's up for being famous.
If he loses prize picks, I say Joe
he might have
down.
to jump on that.
Thank God he has built a foundation on direct to consumer.
Absolutely, bro.
He just
bro.
Joe can't avoid every couple of years. It's just some bullshit that
bullshit
happens. And it's always some bullshit where it's like, you just walking around with your dick out? Like, what?
Metaphorically, too.
Yeah.
Not even like actual real life.
Just, God damn it, bro. Like,
It's just a fucking...
But now you see why he approached the shit the way he approached it.
It makes complete sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, nigga.
It's like if he didn't do this shit, nigga, he'd really be out the game.
Joe and things just seem to happen.
Yeah.
It's just what it is, bro. Like, God
Shout
damn.
out to the way he approaches shit, because
it had been too long before, because the last one was probably the Olivia chick.
Olivia
possibly,
shit,
you
I was
know what I'm
about to say
saying?
that,
That's
yeah.
probably the last real big one.
Mm-hmm.
We're back again.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Shit was
Joe's...
just 2 years
Not in
ago.
the same vein, but
Still.
possibly in the same vein, depending on what the LEWD act was. Well, no, it's still not in the same vein. Well, I don't know. LEWD is
LEWD
pretty
activity.
vague. Yeah,
You
we
know
don't
what
know.
I'm saying? Like,
I guess we won't know till them neighbors start telling us what happens.
That's tough, man.
We should have went to images when we typed in LEWD to see what popped up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's not too late.
It's not gonna be good.
It's not gonna be good. You don't think so?
How you know?
Like not gonna be good in a nasty way.
That already sounds like a bad idea.
In a nasty way.
That was like, I don't want to do this.
It makes it I've tried.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's a lot of animation. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, it's called hentai.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Huh?
Yeah, what'd you Google?
LEWD.
Maybe
Google non-Asian lewd.
Maybe just do LEWD acts.
Type
LEWD
in
acts. LEWD acts.
Do lewd examples.
No, type in Black Ebony LEWD. Type in ebony.
Nigga said black ebony.
Big Black Ebony LEWD.
Okay.
LEWD
That's
acts
LEWD
looks like a
acts.
band.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not helping either.
Do examples.
That's a
of
pretty
lewd.
good band name. That's a good band name.
Lewd acts is fire.
LEWD acts is fire. Yeah.
Examples of lewd. Lewd examples.
It's just like
BBW Ebony LEWD, nigga.
It's a description.
Our LEWD images.
Nigga, BBW, everything. We have nothing to lose.
It keeps going back to this.
I'm not gonna lie.
shit.
This hentai shit is
lewd.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty good example. Maybe just click on one.
Nigga, what is this?
And I think, okay.
What the fuck is that?
Foxy Brown.
Oh my God, is that? What is that?
Well, that's a woman, and that is also laundry. Be polite.
Yeah, but why did this categorize? Go down. What does the description say? Why did this categorize as lewd?
Lewd woman stock photos.
Now zoom in on her face.
There's stock photos of lewd women.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the website. Let's see what they determine as.
Here we go.
This is lewd.
Sounds like lewd is just softcore pornography.
It does. It does
yeah.
feel like that. Yeah.
Nice catch.
It's it's perfect. It's like,
look at the hand.
Yeah,
What
it's
is?
insane.
Why is that there?
It's supposed to mean something, right? It's supposed to mean like
Yeah, I don't know what it
That
means.
look
fuck.
like
It's like the hey, this is what I want to do to you.
that look
haven't
like an
seen this.
Asian happy ending hand.
I haven't seen a single sexy photo either.
No, I've seen one try. This one
they're
right
small.
here.
Like,
She's trying, but it's tough.
the acupuncturism.
Lewd sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, lewd
It
is.
sucks.
Yeah, lewd is way worse than just regular nude.
Yeah. What is this? Is this like drugs?
Dry lips.
No, she's touching
tasting her
her
shoulder.
Yeah.
her shoulder.
It looks like she has meth lips.
Oh my God. Y'all need to watch Nosferatu. How you say F back?
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Y'all need to watch that movie. It's a lot of lewd acts.
It gets
Look
kind
It's-
of crazy.
It gets
Look
very
at that
lewdy.
girl's forehead. That shit is fucking huge.
Right here?
Yeah.
It's kind of insane.
What's her name? Is she real?
That's a sex
Yeah,
bot.
that looks like. Is that a? What is that? Is that
That's
a human?
sex bot, nigga.
She looked like Don't Call Me White Girl.
If
Yo,
she-
I just watched a funny ass clip of Don't Call Me White Girl. She had a jersey, and it was a football jersey, and she was like,
hilarious.
She was like, check out my football jersey. Where y'all
Hilarious.
think I got it from? And the nigga was like, a lineman.
Linebacker.
Because it was like 90 something,
Lineman,
like
Yeah.
or whatever. And she was like, yo, get this nigga the fuck out. He just called me a lineman, yo. He just said I was as big as a lineman. That shit was
That shit was
hilarious,
hilarious. I saw
nigga.
that clip.
That dude look like
Don't Call Me White Girl.
if she took Ozempic up the ass, she looked kind of
And
thin.
got Neuralink.
I
Yeah.
hate lewd photos.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
bad.
this shit sucks.
Yeah, it's pissing me off, man.
Yeah, it's like just get to the point.
Just
I
go
wonder-
to nude.
I don't think, you know that, remember when I was saying the mugshot thing? I guess Joe didn't get arrested. It must have just been a citation,
Yeah, probably.
like a ticket. And you have to, you know what I'm saying?
Sir, please put your
Because the mugshot would have dropped. There's no way we'd
Yeah.
have missed that shit.
Or
So,
Joe turned into a little anime girl while he was sleepwalking.
That is a freaky dream right there.
Yeah.
F Max showing off his creativity.
That seems like the most lewd right there.
Right here.
The girl drinking the bottle with her nipple out.
Let's see it.
It's a man.
It looked like a bitch.
The girl drinking
The girl drinking the bottle.
For a second.
out there.
Sorry, yeah.
What girl could that be?
Oh my god.
Anime.
This
or
is
some
weird AI.
That's a real woman, though, right?
That's
AI.
that's the
Jennifer
chick-
Lawrence.
the chick from
X-Men
Hunger
First
Games.
Class?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
See, and that's a tan white. I don't know when we was talking about tan white women, but that's a good example
That's
of a
AI,
tan
though.
white
That's
woman.
AI.
That's AI.
No, not her, but that girl.
Yo, Tone, you're turning into the white woman whisperer because the girl from the first shit we watched today, you was like lusting over her, listen Megan Fox shit. Like you really love white
it was
women.
I
slick
don't
the way you
mind
did
being
it.
the
It was
white
slick.
woman whisperer.
Okay, there
Cool
you
with
go.
that.
Somebody has to
Sound like-
communicate with the other side.
It sounded like you missed the pink toes.
Who's gonna get us these brand endorsements?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You need that piece of snow sometimes.
That lucky rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're gonna fuck everything up for us.
Black women are disgusted right now.
The fuck?
Okay, we got some
Yeah, loot is trash.
some
Sorry,
CNC
move
action.
on to the next.
Office hours.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Some of all this teasing.
Yeah, nah, it's got kind of freaky.
Hashtag.
Max 17 hashtag office hours.
You dyslexic. That shit says 716.
716. Hey,
17.
and you're the smartest one here. Hashtag office hours. AJ, you are absolutely right. Kill Tony show sucks. I watched 3 full episodes, barely laughed, but keep doing y'all thing.
I know I'm right.
Yo, have y'all watched the Dr. Phil live?
Nope.
Adam Ray.
But let's stay on Kill Tony being trash.
Oh my god.
Y'all still watching it? Y'all haven't brought it up in a while.
they've tapped
I haven't
out.
really watched it in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to.
Oh my god.
Nah, you ain't getting nothing.
Well, look, we'll let you have it. I think it's more people that like Kill Tony than that rapper. So I mean, so it's like if you want to do that, we can, but it's not necessary, nigga.
Oh
A lot of people like Kill Tony.
That's true.
That's pretty
Just
funny.
like people like Big Sean.
This shit ain't popping up.
Wobbly
Go to that
wobbly
last one.
wop.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
Oh, it's down there. What the fuck is that up there? then?
Weird.
Hashtag office hours. Who would win in a 3-song versus AJ or Lauren?
AJ versus Lauren.
Versus
The same. Yeah. I admitted it.
When I saw this, I said, "It's a good question."
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
I was looking at my catalog earlier in this pod when I saw
From
it.
everything.
My catalog's not deep enough, so I'm
But
at
y'all
a
both
disadvantage.
look like y'all
But
know
he
what the
but he
answer
has
is.
good performance records.
This is what I was thinking.
Yeah, he has good
This is what I was
performance
thinking. What's the medium? Or is it live? Or-
Right,
I got
right.
it.
Well, there's a time. There's a way. There's a way.
There's a way,
I
but
have to pull out my Jadakiss bag.
Okay, how about
But I
y'all
am
not
up.
add the caveats? Okay.
But I feel like you don't know what we've done before. Like, y'all
Nobody does.
We know what's
we
going
know
on.
better than anybody.
We've heard about y'all.
sure.
We've heard about what y'all done.
I was actually
And
thinking
we've
about what my
heard y'all
counter
music.
songs would be to his songs. So I was like,
Yeah.
what would I do to counter and stuff like that?
Stop being polite. Who would win?
I've seen
really
Lord
depends.
perform
Yeah.
more times.
It really depends.
And I
So
think we both-
like I don't know.
I think we
Yeah.
both would bank on
You
ourselves.
have.
How many times, Lauren? Maybe twice.
Yeah.
One for our show, and then
You never
for
seen him
another.
before.
Yeah,
I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ can perform.
But
Who
yeah, I
would
think,
win 3 songs? And Leak, put your answer because you've listened to all the albums.
yeah, Leak is
Yeah.
really the only. I feel like the one that can
Oh.
answer the best, honestly.
That's
Mac,
crazy.
how long have you been around Lauren? Like, what would you say?
Like close to a year now.
Right.
Something like that.
More
That's
than
not
that.
long.
Man, I know the
That's
nigga a
not that
little
long
bit.
at all.
I mean, it's like
It does nothing for
I don't
me.
know.
Hey,
It's
Mac, I want you to know something.
what I was thinking-
I met your sister 2 years ago, just so you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yes.
true.
But
But
what I was thinking was if it was a just play the records, he'd probably get me. But if it was a live performance, I got a better chance of winning.
Would you got more presents?
He just has a deeper bag that he can go. Like I'm limited to the records. I can depending who's starting first.
Lauren's a singing nigga.
If there's only 3 records, he has to go first, or I'm gonna lose. Like I need to.
Just
I
so
need
you
to-
know where
I
he's
need
going.
to be able. I need to
You
be
want
able to
a
rebuttal.
rebuttal. Yeah,
I
you
need
want
to
a
be able to
rebuttal.
rebuttal. He has way more to rebuttal whatever I play.
So it sounds like
okay.
overall,
Yeah.
Lauren is getting the dub.
I just have enough, like more, like he says, more like records to like
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
from. But he has really good performance records in general. He has like
Yeah.
the type of shit where it's like I'd really
got
have
more-
to, I'd
yeah.
have to think about how to approach this rebuttal, even if he went first, because of the energy that record.
I got
might
more
have.
harsh, like
Yeah.
louder, like just like
Like,
turn
okay,
up type
hard
shit.
hitting.
Yeah.
And I got a couple things I could play to like rebuttal that, but not too many.
Record flumps.
I've never
washes
seen
all
AJ
of you.
perform, but I can
But
imagine it's good.
our verses would
Just
really
because-
be our verses would be like competitive, but then it would end in like our biggest hits together type shit.
Yeah.
Sundress.
Yeah, it'd be
That
like
should
that.
be Deadpool and Wolverine. They just fight for the whole
Yo,
minute.
one of the videos that Sean took of me performing, nigga, when the band came from Tennessee, that sundress
And we-
verse,
yeah.
I was in God mode. I was in God mode on that bitch.
Is that where that picture
That's
came
that
from?
was that Nan show.
That's exactly where that picture
Yeah.
came
That,
from.
you look like you was in God
That was
mode in
that was
picture.
literally where that picture came. I'll put it in here.
Oh wait, no, that was the
That's where that picture came from.
that one.
Yep.
No,
That's,
bro.
that's where that picture came from.
Nah, bruh.
And what makes it worse is I wish he had the full video. Sean only recorded like 22
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the whole thing, but it's like
You're talking about the Wicked Witch show.
the Wicked Witch show.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, we killed that one though.
Here it is.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
I gotta put it in the chat. But Nuso, we can do this Nuso one.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
Shout out to Nutso.
Yo guys, just office hours quickly. I just wanna hate. Who the fuck names himself as a grown-up Jay Vicious? Like, what the fuck? That's fucking cringy as fuck. Also, get off the dicks. You have the nuts more in the mouth than nobles when he says my names. Bye.
Wait, what?
What?
Jay Vicious.
Run that last 15 back.
Oh, Jay Vicious?
Yeah.
Is that who we was shooting
Yeah,
at?
yeah.
Yeah. But
Run
Jay
it back.
Vicious don't be doing
Oh, is
that.
that the nigga? Okay.
You guys, just office hours quickly. I just wanna hate. Who the fuck names himself as a grown-up Jay Vicious? Like, what the fuck?
Jay Vicious.
That's fucking cringy as fuck. Also, get off the dicks. You have the nuts more in the mouth than nobles when he says my names. Bye.
That's funny. You have
That was
nuts more in your mouth than when I say his name.
Yeah,
when I say nuts. So
Yeah, that's a good bar.
Okay. That was a double shot.
That was a double
shot.
entendre.
Whoa, not so.
You kind of got hit in that too, right?
He did. Over there dancing and shit.
He did. That was kind of crazy.
Get my scrotum out your mouth.
You know, niggas had to run it back to just hear all the clarity, but that shit hit different that second time through.
Yeah, nah.
Just dissed you.
Yeah, nah. Seemed like the same nuts.
Hey, I remember because
I was about to shoot back.
Nah, because remember, because you know what it
I'll
was?
give it no,
This
I'll
was
give it
supposed to
to
be
him.
last week, but the week before last, remember he was riding in the car and he was like, give these guys a break. They work hard, they work full time. It was that's what he's
Oh, he's
showing.
okay. That's funny though. So
Yeah.
it's basically pulling hey, get off the dicks.
Wipe your mouth.
Yo, I wouldn't take that. That nigga don't even. He not even American, yo.
Yo, Nuso?
Yeah.
Nuso, if I could get my hands on you, nigga.
Jay Vicious, I wouldn't take that shit.
Yeah, you stirring up the pot, nigga.
That nigga's from the Netherlands, man. I wouldn't take that shit.
I wouldn't take that shit either.
You kind of just did though.
You swallowed that shit.
I wouldn't take that shit either, nigga.
Yeah, you was just dancing to that shit.
Man, this nigga. Well, I'm glad that we saved that for this week.
That was good.
I mean, because I didn't realize, because he was like, yo, you forgot my shit. I was like, my bad.
Yeah,
he was like, that was important. I fucking
Yeah.
wrote
Like,
that.
he's like, nigga, I went in on that shit. Oh, shit.
man.
All right, but then he also.
Shout out Nuso, though.
I was just about to
two
say.
links right above that. The first one is that performance, but then the second one is he sent that video. I feel like we all saw it together on Patreon. That nigga that was doing that Asian yo-yo cooking One Piece.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
see
know what I'm
this.
talking about? That shit. Yeah, I feel like maybe I just saw it. I meant to send it to
that shit at
y'all.
all.
New
Anime
One
fan
Piece.
base has the most glazers. Absolutely 100% One Piece. Okay? How are you going to sit through 1,000 episodes, but you can't sit through a fucking homework assignment? Every single person I know who watches One Piece did not get into their local state school. How do you commit to 1,000 episodes of that bullshit? You don't commit to reading a book or talking to a woman. Okay? Watching One Piece next to an android is the biggest form of male birth control. Like, that's like worse than Harry Potter adults. One thing worse than an adult that's read the same 7 books over and over is the adult that watches the same fucking show about the same fucking pirates not finding a piece. For what? 6 different presidents by now? How many fiscal quarters have passed? What was the S&P at when One Piece started? What is it at now? Do something else. Is it a waste of time, you think?
This
A
nigga's
great waste of
Indian
time. There's so many more things to be watching. Look at this
crazy,
convention. Do you know how many people go to this convention and they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to the One Piece booth. How do you wake up every day at 7 a.m., get your ass in line to go to the same booth that's at the same convention for, again, since at least when Bush was president, okay? I'm pretty sure there were 2 towers when One Piece started. When did I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Watch something else. Which anime fan?
Damn, he sound like One Piece fucked his girl.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, bro.
He might have lost the girl. over there.
Yeah, something
crazy.
But he feel that shit though, for sure.
How many episodes does he watch? That is much passionate about this shit.
It sounds like he's pretty confident. Yeah, he knows the storyline pretty well.
I only been watching since George H. Bush.
He seems like one of those nerds that like pull bitches.
He had so much going on too.
Like he was
He's
like,
Indian.
how are you not even going to talk to a girl and do your homework? It's like, it's the worst type of nerd.
And on top
Or
of
they
that,
get
the way he
bitches.
was doing that yo-yo, like I've seen that before. He was doing the most basic move.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
like,
even. Granted, he was talking shit. So
He
it
was.
like,
He was talking very fast. He was a little
And every now and then he
gassed
flipped
Yeah.
one time just to say,
yeah, he didn't do a single flip.
But yeah, this is that performance, and then I guess we'll be done. God mode. I was going crazy, nigga.
Yeah, I can't imagine when that. Sounded like a live band.
It was.
We did have a live band.
They
we
came in
did
from
that shit.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lawn in the
that
back.
definitely changes things.
What was you hitting the Dougie right there? What was you doing?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Nigga,
He was doing the background nigga activities.
We was all just vibing.
He was possessed.
Nigga, I got fucking what's his name? Big Champagne had a crazy video of me because he had that. Remember he had that Android phone that had the crazy clarity.
Yo, what the fuck was
that? Shit was insane.
Yeah. That was
He had one of them
that
shits
was
for
the
me,
show
too.
we did, and it snowed that night.
Yeah, this is the same one.
No, this is a different show. Because that show we did, it was
Oh yeah, I was wearing orange.
Something too late, or it's never too late.
Ne-
Something like that.
Yeah, I was wearing orange. That was
Yeah.
that one. That was the
It was the grand reopening.
better late than never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never show.
Shit was lit.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh my god.
War stories, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
We
Yeah.
better- we was
I was in the field.
We was really in the field, nigga. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. All the time.
Gotta respect that shit.
That's what. Look, that's
It
what.
wasn't just a little bit. We
That's
was
a
out
lot of
there.
people don't understand.
Because what we were talking about was like once you learn something, it's like, hey, look, nigga, I've done too much. You might not know what it is. Like we came from the bottom.
Yes.
In every field.
Yeah.
In every field,
For
nigga.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Niggas have learned skills that we didn't intend on learning, nigga.
Niggas be having millions of views on a podcast and can't sell 200 tickets. That is not our reality. Like, it's the opposite.
Man, we better be able to do that shit again. Y'all be throwing that shit out there like we just gonna have 200 bare minimum.
Yes.
You believe it?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
doing 200.
Nah.
I believe it, but it's
We're
just
doing
like
200.
It
We
had-
did 200 with less.
Yeah.
Way less.
It should be more.
It should be. We should have an issue.
Because y'all have y'all flock. We got our little
That's
flock.
what I'm
shit.
saying,
Like,
bro. It
Niggas
should
got
be,
flocks.
It should be.
Yeah.
We should be selling out pretty quick.
We got
Like,
support.
fuck are we doing, nigga?
well, we're gonna just do our 100th episode. That's this year.
And just wait for it.
Yeah, that's
What
this
we
year.
like 9 away?
No, we are in our.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is 91.
Yeah, this is 91.
We're 9 weeks away.
Oh, okay. I need to get started on it now.
Yeah, we got.
then.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got 9 weeks. Shit. Okay.
Start now.
It's getting serious.
We'll wrap the podcast
We
up.
will, as you can see, we got things to work on.
Yeah.
So do y'all, man. It's a new year. I know
Shit, I got
y'all
a lot to do.
Y'all wrote down them weak ass resolutions.
It's kind of fine. It's the first quarter too. Okay, that'll be one of my goals. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. 101 episode is cool too. Give us an extra.
Yeah.
week. That's special. Nigga,
Right.
101, nigga.
That's an angel number somewhere.
It's a count of Dalmatians.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be the exact week too, because we might not be able to get that date. That's another thing
Right.
too. Yeah. So, but now is the time to start looking for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because them shits do get booked up quick.
Yeah.
It better be 200 of y'all.
Months out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
about
Who
to
coming
say.
to the live show?
Yeah, Nutso flying. But
Yeah, you can get a travel visa for this.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you better get a travel.
Oh, damn. I guess I did do that earlier.
Yeah, it's all good.
But like we said, we didn't really touch on it too much this episode. But Happy New Year for everybody that's watching. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, it's New Year's Eve right
I'm
now.
watching this in 2025. It's kind of like a weird time travel thing that's happening right now. We're in the past. Y'all in the future.
Damn, this shit is gonna have low ass views.
Yeah.
Niggas are gonna be outside.
It
when this
depends
is
on what day you want to drop
I
it.
wonder if I should drop this Wednesday then. On the 1st. Or I think I'm still gonna drop it at the
Honestly,
same time.
Just do it the same.
Yeah, just do it at the same time.
It should even out.
We gonna
LOY
fuck with
dropped a
somebody.
little
Because it's
bit.
just everybody's gonna be off the next day. They can watch the shit then.
LOY dropped a little bit later, and we still kind of bounced back.
Yeah, bounce out. Yeah.
But man, appreciate y'all niggas. Regardless, man, it's been a wonderful year.
Drive
You know.
safe, Uber. Don't catch a DUI, nigga. That's a $10,000 problem niggas don't want to have. Like,
Exactly.
Please drink.
yeah, but
Drink
please
as much as
get
possible.
drunk. but
Get drunk.
Take a Uber,
you know,
nigga.
get a Uber, get a DD, whatever.
An
doesn't
Amigo
have-
cab.
Yeah, something, nigga. Like
Yeah, them
because
shits. One of the easy numbers, nigga.
yeah,
Name
I've
shit.
never met
Hitchhike.
because I've never met a nigga with a DUI that didn't spend 10,000 minimum ever.
Yeah.
And then a lot of those niggas riding mopeds, DUIs.
Yeah, that's why they get him.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. Because you don't want to be a nigga on a moped.
Or homeless.
Or hope.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. DUI fuck a whole nigga's life. Like just
Nah.
fuck their whole life up, bro.
For real. But nah, man, even like we said on LOY, man, make sure you wear a condom when that ball drop. You get what I'm saying? Don't want any special surprises coming New Year, but make sure y'all leave y'all hashtag office hours down in the comments below. You already know how to do that. Again, if you want your voice heard, you can send it to the IG, Men's Material, or Reddit, Homeroom University Pod. There's a couple different ways you can interact with us and the Patreon with the Discord. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But y'all niggas dropping albums? Y'all got anything to promote? Huh?
No.
All right.
Life.
All right.
To 2025.
Watch
man.
this.
Yeah, to
Hopefully,
2025.
we didn't talk about the New Year's at all. I mean, I hope everybody has a good year. This year kind of was good, but it sucked too.
Yeah.
This is the worst, best year ever.
This year sucked.
Yeah.
It was good, but it sucked.
Yeah.
A lot of
I'm
forward
excited.
movement.
I'm ready to shed 2024 out of there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
It's been a long year. Nigga.
That's hindsight speaking.
Yeah.
You know.
even when it was happening, it was
Hindsight.
I mean, it's happening right now.
Of course.
It's still 2024. It's not over.
It's still in the thick of it.
But
nigga.
at 2025,
Yeah.
big things are coming.
Yeah,
Love y'all
2025,
niggas.
yeah.
Everybody
y'all
will
be
be
safe. Jay Nobles.
Tracy McGrady.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Am I gonna keyboards?
Still me.
Yeah. They love that shit.